कैसे हो यार? मेरा आवाज जा रहा है? हेलो हेलो हेलो, माइक टेस्टिंग 1 2 5 6 9। हेलो। हाँ, ये हारेगा बे चोमटिए, तू चोमटिया। क्या तेरा जनरेशन चोमटिया, तेरा नेक्स्ट जनरेशन आने वाला 10 चोमटिया। जो पहले के 10 जनरेशन है वो चोमटिया पूरा चोमटिया। कैसे हारेगा जीएस? पागल हो गए क्या भाई? आज तो 2-0 है। लो है वॉइस, वो मैंने जान पूछ कर लो रखा है क्योंकि बता देता हूँ। मैंने मैंने वॉइस क्यों लो रखा है तुमको मालूम पड़ेगा। वॉल्यूम लो, हाँ मैंने जानबूझकर लो रखा था। अभी नॉर्मल है, वो क्यों रखा था तुमको मालूम पड़ेगा बहुत जल्द। हेलो बंक्स भाई, हेलो। अब बराबर है, मेरे को पता है रे, मेरे को पता है। मारियो कैसा है? एक दिन में पहली बार 2 मूवी देखा मैंने, पहली बार। कितना स्लीप लिया मैंने? लिया मिनिमम से मिनिमम 7 आवर्स मेरे हिसाब से। कितना होता है? 4:30 बजे से 11:30 बजे कितना आवर्स होता है? उतना। कैसे हो बंक्स भाई? सब बढ़िया सब बढ़िया। पहली बार मूवी देखा, पहली बार मैं बैक टू बैक मूवी देखा। इफ जी विंस आई गिफ्ट 600 मेंबरशिप। श्लोक भाई पहला खुद का ले, ताकि लोगों को भरोसा रहे। हाँ, खुद ने साला 150 का मेंबरशिप ने लिया, 600 गिफ्ट करेगा। आज नो आर फ्री, मोस्टली आई डू आफ्टर द स्ट्रीम बट नॉट श्योर। नॉट श्योर क्योंकि टुडे इज द हाउस क्लीनिंग डे। तो मेरे को रात भर बैठ के घर का जो मेरे कपड़े इधर उधर है उसे निकाल निकाल के फोल्ड करके पूरा सब कुछ करना है। तो आज रात को वो प्लान है, तो अगर ये स्ट्रीम के बाद टाइम मिला तो हम करेंगे। आज एसके खेलेगा, आज एसके मोस्टली तो नहीं खेलेगा जितना मैंने देखा और सुना था, लेकिन देखते हैं यार, आइडिया तो है नहीं। हेलो राजपूत, हॉट लग रहे हो बंग्स में? हाँ, लव यू। नाइट स्ट्रीम मैनेज के भाई, एक ही जान है भाई, कितना करूं भाई। हाँ, जॉर्ड गैंग आएगा क्या? नो आइडिया। तू जेटा को सपोर्ट कर पाना थी, पागल है। नहीं मतलब जो टीम 0-2 हारने वाला है, मैं वो टीम को कैसे सपोर्ट करूं खुद से? हाँ, जब मुझको मालूम है कि G20 जीतने वाला है और जेटा हारने वाला है तो मैं कैसे करूं बताओ? हाँ, नहीं नहीं, जब मेरे को मालूम है कि सिंगल डिजिट 13-0 13-1 हारने वाला है जेटा, तो मैं कैसे सपोर्ट करूं बताओ? नहीं नहीं, जब मेरे को मालूम है कि जी का हर एक प्लेयर एस मारने वाला है, तो मैं कैसे सपोर्ट करूं? नहीं बताओ। हाँ, नहीं, जब मेरे को मालूम है कि 5 प्लेयर जी वाले ऑफ लेके मारेंगे, तो मैं कैसे सपोर्ट करूं? नहीं नहीं, बताओ ना, बताओ। हाँ। क्या है ये अभी? अरे कैसे हो यार? थोड़ा ज्यादा बज लिया लग रहा है मैं, थोड़ा ज्यादा बज लिया लग रहा है। पॉसिबिलिटी है? बस कर रहे बाबा। है जी, कितने टाइम बाद। थैंक यू फॉर द री मेंबरशिप मेरी जान। मुझे लगा आप पहली बार मेंबरशिप लेके आपको अच्छा नहीं लगा, लेकिन आपको हमारा जो प्रीमियम प्रीमियम व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप है जहां पे हम रोज एक साथ वीडियो कॉल करके चिल करते हैं शाम को, ये इतना क्रेजी व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में आने के लिए आपने वापस मेंबरशिप लिया। क्रेजी भाई, क्रेजी क्रेजी। सुखी पाजी उरे बाबा, वाह, ये कौन सा नाम से आए हो? कैसे हो बाजी? हाउस द यूज मॉन्स्टर इन लव प्लेस, लव यू मेरी जान। कैसे हो यार? थोड़ा नहीं, बहुत ज्यादा, एक्सक्यूज मी। दी आएगी वॉच पार्टी में? पता नहीं। ऋषि सर, इफ वी लूज टुडे यू नो हु टू ब्लेम है। किधर है ऋषि सर? दिख क्यों नहीं रहे मुझे साला। भाई ये जो चैट में ऋषि रावल है ये दूसरा है रे बाबा। ऋषि सर नहीं आए हैं चैट में, तुम लोग भी ना। हाउ मेनी मैचेस विल जी हैव टू विन टू क्वालिफाई? हाउ मेनी मैच? रचित ब्रो, डोंट वरी, सारे मैचेस अभी से 2-0 है। जस्ट सीट को जहां पे भी आप बैठे उसको पीछे करके एकदम रिक्लाइन करके पॉपकॉर्न लेके आके सो जाइए, सीधा मेन इवेंट पे मिलेगा। हाँ, डीआरएक्स के सामने तुमने फॉर्म देखा नहीं लगता है। रॉसी आज खेलेगा, जितना मैं सुना है नहीं खेलेगा, नेक्स्ट वीक से खेलेगा जितना मैं सुना है। बट यू नेवर नो यार वहां पे क्या हो रहा है और क्या सीन है। स्टार्ट व्हेन 2:30। आज का मैच प्रेडिक्शंस दे दो संदेश भाई। अब मैं देखो आपको प्रेडिक्शन दूंगा, बाकी लोग मेरे को भरेंगे। हाँ संदेश भाई बताओ क्या करूं। हाँ संदेश भाई, मैं आपको लीक्स नहीं दे रहा, ठीक है। G20 लीक्स नहीं दे रहा मैं बस, ठीक है। हाँ, पुणे कौन कौन गया है? बंक्स भाई नो आइडिया मेरी जान। पिंकी पिंकी इज डूइंग घर का काम। मूवी कैसा था रे बाबा? वेल, जो मारे वाला मूवी था वो एक्चुअल में अच्छा था, वो एक्चुअल में अच्छा था। और जो हमारे जॉन भाई का मूवी था, ओह, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है जॉन भाई के पहले के मूवीज अच्छे थे। सुबह 4:30 उठा हूं मैच देखने। हाँ लव यू यार कुणाल भाई, लव यू, लव यू यार कुणाल भाई। 4:30 बज गए यार, सारे बाहर के लोग उठे क्या? वीडियो कॉल है क्या? करना जरा स्ट्रीम के बाद। अरे ऑन स्ट्रीम कर सकते हैं यार, एक सेकेंड। अरे ओम पटेल जी, हाँ कैसे हो यार? हाँ, नहीं नहीं आपका ऑडियो नहीं जा रहा है। नहीं, आपने जो खास दोस्त मेंबरशिप जो लिया है, अरे यार लव यू मेरी जान। कौन जीतने वाला है? मैं बोलता हूँ, व्हाट्सएप में बोलता हूँ। हाँ हाँ मिलते हैं यार, हाँ। चलो चलो, हाँ रखो रखो ना, हाँ ठीक है। इतने सारे कॉल्स आते हैं मेरे को। हमको भी दिखा, वाह भाई वाह। वो बंदा बेचारा 2,000 भर के देख रहा है और तुमको फ्री में दिखाओ? ना 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 ना। ये तो हिफोपोटामस वाली बात हुई। बंच लवर थैंक यू फॉर द 42 मेरी जान। ये कौन सा है बेस्ट टिकर? माइनस क्यों कर रहे हो? मैं तो सोया ही नहीं हूँ। 4:30 AM हुआ है यूएसए में, हैं? क्यों नहीं सोया रे? फ्रेश होके देखने का ना, मैच देखते देखते सो गया तो। स्ट्रीम चालू हुआ नहीं, अभी होएगा 5 मिनट में। वी वॉन्ट फिंक, फिंक इज वर्किंग। बंक्स बाय रॉसी है मोस्टली, तो नहीं है। तू जेटा को सपोर्ट कर पाना थी। वर्शिल बाय नॉट पॉसिबल। V69, क्या नाम है यार, साउंड थोड़ा अजीब सा कर रहा है, बट थैंक यू फॉर द मेंबरशिप मेरी जान। इतने दिन कहाँ था, रोज तो आया हूँ। हाँ बैकग्राउंड मस्त है, थैंक यू। रॉसी प्लीज प्ले टुडे, उज्जवल भाई इंस्टा में बोलो उसे। क्या पता आपकी बात सुन ले मैच के एग्जैक्ट 5 मिनट पहले। हो सकता है कि आपका इंस्टा जैसे उसको आया रहेगा वो बोला रहेगा रुक जाओ, तनन 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 तनन, मुझे इंस्टाग्राम आया है, मुझे खेलना पड़ेगा, इसलिए मुझे अभी खेलना ही पड़ेगा, तनन 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 तनन। ऐसा हो सकता है, हो सकता है। GFTW, मेरा दोस्त फ्लैश 2 किल किया 22 राउंड में। अनफ्रेंड का एक बहुत प्यारा ऑप्शन आता है, प्लीज उसे यूज कीजिए। बंक्स भाई गिलिच मटी विष्णु भाई। पिंकी दी देती है अभी बैकग्राउंड साउंड मिसिंग फिंक्सेस। हाँ ना, अगर कहाँ से पता चला कि रेना आ चुका है गेम में, उसका मतलब पिंकी आसपास है। लेकिन आसपास तो लाउड में यार बहुत कंफ्यूजन है यार, ये आजकल है ना वैलम में बहुत कंफ्यूजन है भाई। हाँ, क्या बोलने का। श्रेयांश थैंक यू फॉर खास दोस्त मेंबरशिप अगेन। हाँ, अगेन लव यू यार मेरी जान। कैसे हो यार। हाँ, करते हैं हम गप्पे वप्पे मारते हैं, ठीक है ग्रुप में। हाँ देखा, एक फंसा। कल पीआरएक्स समथिंग को देखा, घर जाएंगा उसका गेम प्ले से। क्या तुमने कभी उसे पूछने की कोशिश की कि जेट किसने सिखाया समथिंग को। हाँ, पूछने की कोशिश की। हाँ, एक ही रीजन है कि मैं, हैं, ये कहां से। हेलो, आप वॉच पार्टी कर रहे हो। क्या बात कर रहा है तेरा पेट। तो पहले खुद को देखने दे। एक और बकरा कट। हाँ ना, लव यू। जेबेल एक न्यू हेडफोन भेज दो, फट गया है आपका लेकिन अच्छा चल रहा है। क्या, कहाँ सेंड कर रहा है तू। हाँ यार, तू मेरे को मैसेज दिखा रहा है। वन टू थ्री फोर फाइव टाइप्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स वाले। हाँ, दूसरे पे क्या लिखा पता ना तुझे। देख रहा हूँ देख रहा हूँ। मैं पहले खुद तो देखूं। अबे चल, पागल हो गया क्या, क्या लिखा है ये। नहीं, देख रहा हूँ। तू पागल है। तू नीचे क्या लिखा है वो पढ़ता है कि नहीं पढ़ता है। डेस्कटॉप ऑडियो, रुक जाओ।
ओ
हाँ,
भाई।
अच्छा वो डेस्कटॉप ऑडियो बनता है, आराम ज्यादा। लास्ट टाइम जी वर्सेस डीआरएक्स में जो धड़क धड़क हुआ था, बीपी हाई हो गया था। हाँ क्या, लव यू यार। आज तो अभी ये लोग ही जीतने वाले। अबे एलके चैट देख ले, अरे वो कुछ तो मेरे को दिखा रहा था जो कि फनी था, लेकिन नहीं लगा मुझे, थोड़ा नहीं था। अंकी किधर है? अंकी भी आने वाली थी। हेलो, हेलो। हाँ भाई,
हाँ
कौन घंटे बजा रहा है बे। ऐसी खोदर धक धकता। आयुष भाई थैंक फॉर द 12 मंथ्स यार। गीली चिमिटी। एक साल हो गया आपको, शीश ब्रो, शीश। एक साल से आप मुझे देख रहे हो यार। हाँ, हाँ, वाई डू प्रो प्लेयर एम लुक्स लाइक एम बॉट, एक बंदे ने वहां पे चैट में लिखा है। अभी उसे कौन समझाए कि वही रीजन है कि ये बंदा आयन में और वो प्रो प्लेयर से, कौन समझाए उसे। हाँ, हाँ स्क्रीन में फूफा के चाचे के लड़के आए हैं स्क्रीन। क्या बाप रे इतना बड़ा।
They actually individually wrapped so that it's big and plump. Like this one.
नाइस इट इज। मेरे को लगता नहीं, आई डोंट वांट एनीथिंग। मैं सीधा रात को पास्ता खाऊंगा तेरे हाथ का। रॉसी खेलेगा क्या? रॉसी नहीं, नेक्स्ट वीक। दैट्स व्हाट शी सेड। बेशर्मो। हेलो हम्बल। अरे लव यू यार गौरव भाई, आपने मुझे हम्बल कहा। लव यू यार, लव यू। थैंक यू फॉर द $3 ऑलमोस्ट यार। चेक मेल्स है, मेल्स तो भाई चेक करते। हाय बिंक्सी, हाय हेलो फिनिक्स। अबे यार नॉट अगेन ब्रो, क्या हो गया यार गुरु? सेंटी क्या हो गया तू? क्या हाल है बंक्स भाई? सब बढ़िया। गाली मत देना, टीवी पे देख रहा हूं मैं। आज तक गाली दिया है कभी भी? हाँ कभी भी मैंने गाली दी है इसकी वियाण? कभी नहीं भाई, नेवर। ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता कि मैं बात करते करते बीच बीच में बोली इसकी वियाण का। ना 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 ना, नेवर। ला ला। देखो सब लोग नो लिख रहे। लव यू यार। एमसी तो नहीं बोला, नहीं नहीं मैं नहीं बोलता एमसी। आई हैव नेवर बीन इंटरेस्टेड इन मदरबोर्ड्स। नो मदरबोर्ड्स, नो चादर मोड्स, समझ रहे? वो वाली गाली देता नहीं उतना। स्टार्ट हो रहा है शायद, मुझे दिख रहा है सामने। रात को स्ट्रीम कब होगी? रात को स्ट्रीम होगी सीधा कल रात को। विंच तो कभी भी नहीं। श्रेयांश जी को मॉड्स हेल्प करे, कैसे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप ज्वाइन करे? बंक्स भाई आजकल आप बहुत छुट्टी ले रहे हो। कैसे रे, कैसे छुट्टी ले रहे हो? एक बार मेरा चैनल खोल के ना लाइव पे क्लिक करो, ठीक है? और आप लास्ट मंथ का स्टैट्स निकालो कि मैंने कितने लाइव स्ट्रीम किए हैं, और आप ये मंथ का स्टैट्स निकालो कितने लाइव स्ट्रीम्स किए हैं, ठीक है? जो छुट्टी लिया वो मेरे हिसाब से शूट डे के दिन ही लिया है। 2 शूट का छुट्टी लिया है और 1 फाफा के बर्थडे का, बस। देखे देखे कुछ तो हो रहा है। म्यूजिक म्यूजिक ब्रो। ये क्या जेट के पास इतना स्पाइक है भाई? आंखें देख रहे हो? राजा आया भाई, नया मूवी है, ये देखा नहीं है मैंने। शिट, ये कैसे नहीं देखा मैंने? हाँ? You have very good t-shirt collection, Binks. Love you यार, love you. ये देखा किसी नहीं मैंने। अभी वो लोग कुछ बोलेंगे मेरे हिसाब से, मेरे फ्रेंड्स लोग। सबके मैं पोटेंशियल वो व्यूअर्स डिस्क्रिप्शन इज एडवाइस। व्यूअर्स प्लीज डिस्क्रिप्शन एडवाइस्ड है ब्रो। और फ्रेंच फ्राइज लेके रेडी, लेट्स मेक इट अ गुड वन। आवरादीप भाई गलत किया आपने। आप जब तक एक फ्राइज डालोगे ना तब तक G20 जीतने वाला है। नहीं मंगाना था। आई फील सॉरी फॉर यू, सॉरी फॉर यू। बस मैं मैंगलोर ट्रिप कहाँ स्टे किए थे? मेरे फ्रेंड्स के साथ प्लान करने जा रहा हूँ। वो तो टिबुन के यहाँ पे कहा तो स्टे किया था। थैंक यू फॉर द 110 आकाश भाई। स्पाइक प्लांट हुआ। वो देख सुमड़ी में ऐसे खड़े हो लोग। जी वाले दिख रहा है मेरे को, लाल कपड़ा। लेफ्ट में है लाल कपड़ा, राइट में सफेद कपड़ा।
Kicking off tonight's show here for VCT Pacific 2023. It's Global Esports versus ZETA Division.
And right off the bat, they're already like pointing out to the fans. This
इसमें
is
से मेरे
their
हिसाब
match
से
to
Bronx की
shine.
strong
It's
है.
time for GE to break their egg, and maybe time for ZETA to show that they have that much more potential.
There's a lot riding on this for both of these teams. Let's not beat around the bush. They're both strong, but they are not getting the numbers that they need. And for one of these two teams, it's going to get worse because only one can win, right? So it's going to be really interesting to see who can actually succeed here.
अभी तो just पहुंचा है वो.
And a lot of drama to come, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We
got it. I gotta take it.
Yeah, but
Aaron by गुस्सा नहीं, please.
Like, do I give it back to him? Because I don't know. I don't feel so good. But I mean, that was Sugar Zero just wasn't paying attention. Let's be honest. He wasn't trying to disrespect. I don't think he was trying to disrespect.
I like the poses here from ZETA coming out. The confidence.
Yeah,
बाजी तो chilling कर रहा है.
It looks like they're really just trying to focus on their game right now, right?
Yeah.
No antics,
आ
no
गया
humor.
बे.
We just
मारते
want to
बे.
say we got to continue with these W's.
Well, let's not forget. I mean, these guys have had so much experience in Japan playing in front of these huge audiences.
किसको लगता है इसे देख के ये क्यूटी 40-40 मारेगा करके?
It's smaller than what they've already played on. So I think there's going to be.
इसलिए मैं ज़्यादा मारता हूँ क्योंकि मैं
not
भी
a lot of
क्यूटी
nerves
हो
coming into
सकता.
this.
They shouldn't be faced, and that's the thing. That's why we expect them to do so well. So maybe, just maybe, XQQ can lead them to that victory that they're so desperately looking for. And at the same time, Coach Eraser, I mean, he's done wonders for global esports.
Oh, absolutely. Really bringing together this squad, right? And trying to overcome this. Of course, hey!
आ गया रॉसी! देख रहे हो?
The team for the huddle.
Just at the end.
आ गया रॉसी बे! पहुंच गया finally stage पे
So
मेरा.
it's no surprise they're not playing today, but at least bringing them here into the spotlight and including them in this team.
Stage
I mean,
पे पहुंच गया. अभी बस
tweeting about
PC
it,
तक
you know,
पहुंचना है
I'm gonna
उसे.
wait for my boy. I'm staying up for him to land. We're gonna watch anime together, dude. That's what team spirit's all about.
That's team building
Anime?
exercises right there. It's good to finally see the whole team here, and they're all settled in now. And we've got many more weeks of excitement to come. Obviously, a little bit of a turbulent start here for global esports when they weren't able to get all their members in time.
अभी
And I
jet
do
lag
think
ये
it's
सब
important,
रहेगा ना.
again,
तो
let's remember, even
next
if he doesn't play in map 2, right? Even though he just landed, to get here on stage, take a look at it firsthand, get used to the environment. And this is actually an important opportunity.
He's scouting.
Yeah, exactly. Rather than just saying, oh, let's just let him rest for the weekend, just bring him in, right? Say, okay, get used to it. Look at the green room, things like that. Now we're already into the maps, picks, and bans.
I really think that, okay, there it is. This is what I was thinking about.
चलो गाइस करे एंड कर दे स्ट्रीम क्योंकि आप जैसे कि देख सकते हो 2-0 तो हो गया है. हाँ क्या करे यार अभी बता. गेम इतना जल्दी खत्म हो गया यार. क्या करे बताए. हाँ लाइटनिंग फास्ट को जो इग्नोर किया बंक्स भाई. अरे नहीं किया यार. रॉसी खेलने वाला है नेक्स्ट इसलिए रॉसी के बाद लाइटनिंग फास्ट बाय खेलने वाला है. मत कर. डोंट जिक्स. अरे देखना है आपको. मैंने लीक्स दे दिया फिर भी आपको देखना है. ठीक है फिर मुझे मत बोलना.
मैच पता है आपको.
हाँ मेरे हिसाब से कोई भी मैप पर 2-0 है. पट भाई.
अरे भाई वो नहीं कह रहा मैं कह रहा हूँ कि कौन सा मैप जा रहा है और बाइंड आ रहा है.
कौन सा मैप जा रहा है और बाइंड आ रहा है.
हाँ
मेरे हिसाब से फ्रैक्चर को भेज दो रे.
नहीं. अच्छा मैं एक हिंट देता हूँ.
हाँ
अभी जो टीम्स 3 मैप खेलने वाली है ना उनमें से एक मैप जा रहा है. अब बताओ कौन सा है.
मुझे तो तीनों मैप पसंद है. आइस बॉक्स मेरे हिसाब से.
आइस बॉक्स जा रहा है और बाइंड आ रहा है.
पहला ही गैस में बेबी.
चैट देख के गैस मारा बेशरम.
एटलीस्ट चैट देखते हैं हम. बेशरम रिवर्स.
B-side execute that sometimes they get pressured by.
मैं मेंबरशिप रिटर्न ले रहा हूँ. अगर 2-0 वापस बोला तो 35 साल.
She will definitely exploit those.
Yeah.
ठीक है यार. ठीक है नहीं बोलूंगा. ठीक है लेकिन इतना मुझे लग रहा है कि ZETA 0-2 हारने वाला है. हाँ एक और मेंबरशिप आपको अपग्रेड करना है. मैं निकालू 10,000 का मेंबरशिप. आप बताओ बस.
Go over to the comp that GE has shown time and time again, especially with Botsy playing that fade, a little bit of fade side
10,000 रुपए मेंबरशिप में आपको मिलेगा मेरे साथ एक जूस पीने का मौका.
between GE and ZETA division. We'll take it over to the casters to bring us right into game number 1.
वो देख बेचारा ऑलरेडी सैड था. देखा.
Hello and welcome everybody. Thank you Des for going ahead.
पुनीत भाई थैंक यू फॉर द 41 मंथ्स. एक लाइन लिख के जाता है आराम से.
this win.
Hey, कभी
Zeta
मिल रहा
already
है
won on
पुन्नू?
the belt. GE narrowly losing out on the opportunity to take a win away from DRX of all teams. Now they're looking to see if they can get it here.
क्या लगता है
against
वाटो
the
तेरा
would-be Japanese
predictions?
मेरे
representatives
हिसाब
over
से
in
2-1
Tokyo.
to GE.
क्या?
हाँ 2-1 to GE. GE
मतलब
जीतेगा
तुझे
2-1.
लगता है कि जेटा एक मैप निकालेगा?
यस पॉसिबिलिटी है.
हाँ?
पॉसिबिलिटी है लेकिन दो मैप
मतलब
हम आराम से निकालेंगे.
अपने टीम को तू प्रॉपर सपोर्ट नहीं दे पा रहा मतलब.
प्रॉपर सपोर्ट की बात नहीं है, रियलिस्टिक
हाँ?
सपोर्ट की बात है. रियलिस्टिक सपोर्ट दे रहा हूँ मैं.
ठीक है यार फट भाई. ठीक है.
2-1 to GE.
ठीक है. अब भी अभी रैंक गेम खेलो, हम भी देते रियलिस्टिक सपोर्ट आपको.
I'm thinking just keep that energy up. I saw great adaptations.
देखो पिस्तौल राउंड का तो मेरे हिसाब से ये लोग को स्किप ही कर देना चाहिए. 100% विन रेट है.
I thought they were, you know, airing
पंगास त्रिपाठी
and then for Zeta,
love you emoji.
I don't want to see a slow start. This has happened to them in both series where they come out
तो ले
really
लीजिए
sluggish, really slow.
10,000 में
It
ले
almost
लेता हूँ.
cost them
नहीं
the
रे.
match
थोड़ा
against
भाई
RRQ
मारोगे.
because RRQ rattled off 9 win rounds in a row on their defender
नहीं
side.
रे,
Haven
इतना
hasn't
नहीं.
seen since.
इतना वर्थ नहीं.
RRQ is really good on their defender side on Haven in particular. So not too much shame there, but I would really like to see Zeta come out here, set the tone, you know, try to set up some kind of traps.
वो लोग को लग रहा रहेगा कि जो लर्क कर रहे हैं क्योंकि एक ही सप्रेस हुआ
under
है.
their belt and seeing if they can snowball that into a map win on GE's pick.
भाई चार बंदे बी पे जी के.
Thing that we're looking to not see from the side of Global in the same token. They had nice starts versus DRX. Crucially, the pistol still something that they have excelled at.
3-1 on pistols, yeah.
See how they fare. Push
Ah.
shutting down Depp on that Hall's push. Tap on the spike to try to bait. They go ahead, they get the reveal. Around the back. It's last man standing.
मैं बोला था रे. बोला था मैंने. पिस्तौल राउंड स्किप करना चाहिए सीधा.
This on the rip. They had 3 players over here ready and waiting.
आवाज कम कर
Actually,
अपना.
there was some good maneuverability to use
इसका
that
कम करे
cold
थोड़ा सा.
against
बहुत ज्यादा
Zeta.
मेरे साथ.
Laz trying to do what he can. I mean, Zeta trying to clear this corner out, but there's nothing.
पिस्तौल किंग्स
tricky
तो
on
है.
it. I mean, what a nasty shot from Wrongski.
चुप हो जा, माफ करो, माफ
Laz
करो.
able to hold it down with that frenzy.
It was some round.
Reinforcements are quick for G. They were already in place. Zeta just trying to
तू
cut
मत
it
बोल
off.
भाई, मैं
with
बोला
that high
जीतेगा
side.
पिस्तौल जीता फिर भी
That's
गाली
really
दे रहा.
about it. They were really just trying to take control of the space, and GE just used it against them and hit some great shots.
I think with that win, that brings the all-time pistol record now for Global to 13-4.
That's really
Counting
good.
lock-in. That's incredible, to say the least.
कितना है 13-4
I
पिस्तौल.
mean, and you saw it against
Pistol
DRX. I mean, now
esports language.
DRX sometimes isn't widely known as one of the best pistol teams, but you know, 3-1 in the pistols was a big reason why that was so darn close. Now, Nayak back out of the hall.
Brodsky getting timing the bit there as he tries to go for the fragment. Nate cuts off the rest of the team for a moment, but Depp still able to find one before he gets
उसने
straight
कैसे
back.
मारा लेकिन क्लासिक से.
Finding that kill, push on the corner, and they are just
Come on,
into the
bhai.
meat grinder, and here he goes again.
मोने पे मेरा स्ट्रीम
We had
देखते हैं.
eyes on this guy on split, setting the land record for kills. Looks like he is still out
जिनको
for
लाइक
blood.
करा वो
Does
लोग
end up
कम
getting
क्वालिटी में
taken
देखे
down.
प्लीज,
Laz
क्योंकि
putting
यहाँ
an
पे
end
सब ओफा
reign
है.
of terror for now, at least in this round.
I appreciate Badsy trying to bait
Moने
for
bhai,
the ace
eco
there.
cobra.
That was a nice attempt, but just a good response here from the side of Zeta to at least find some value in
Yeah?
this round. If they can find one more kill,
Yep.
if
इसने
Laz
वो
can get
क्यों
one
तोड़ा?
more, that's going to be good. But Aaron, I think, has him scoped out and taken down. Yeah, pretty good round, but I liked what Zeta tried here. They tried to get aggressive into that angle through the door towards B Link. You know, they're able to get that initial kill, take a lot of space. Badsy, though,
भाई मारता तो है मोने.
to bail Bun yet out and set him up for this 4K.
Yeah, I mean, he dies, but Bronski gives his life to get that fragment out. It cuts off the rest of the team from being able to go in on that aggro push, and then they kind of just bleed in one after the other.
फील कर रहे हैं लोग,
A
फील
bit
कर रहे
easy
हैं.
for Monyet to go ahead and scoop up those 4 kills, so not too far off now from having
और
the
लेने के लिए.
side ready.
Oh.
Laz as well, just one off from the Seekers, so could get that in the round here if they can find an ult orb for themselves. Ronsky still just rocking a frenzy. We'll have some
एक
range
tag करेगा
from fire
Texture.
support from Texture. Has himself tucked away.
भाई बाजू में लग रहा है गोलियां.
Quietly.
And I feel like you're going to see, you know, Zeta really try to hammer the B site here with their controller sort of setup that they have. With that Viper Harbor combo, you know, they have a lot more ability to control wider space than GE does. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see this be kind of the MO.
मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा जेटा क्या कर रहा है. उनका इनिशिएटर इधर है.
course, in this round,
कर रहे हैं क्या लोग?
feeling with the Vandals here that you've got a pretty good range advantage as well. Maybe able to take advantage of that, but Texture, no slouch with snipers. We've seen it time and time again that this guy can absolutely start to pop.
I mean,
अरे गोली नहीं बचा टेक्सचर भाई, गन में 4 गोली
got
बचे.
about 9 rounds left.
That's enough. There's only 5 players.
I mean,
Easy.
sure. As long as you're hitting those headshots, which it's Texture, so, you know, seems likely. But after a long little excursion over towards A, they decide to find the push to B. He does go down, but Ronski managed to find a kill. Also gets that dink out onto Depp, and with Laz dead, there's no healing to be found here to top that jet back up. Playing hard entry.
ये rotation से आगे लोग ये भी round निकाल सकते हैं.
The weapon advantages that ZETA find themselves with. Tap on the spike for now. Go for the opt-in on the plant. The Panther and Bazzi finishes the job. Finds one point blank. Texture gets the headshot on the Crow. Here 0 will find 2 more. Bringing this back into a position. What with the spike planted? 38 HP on him, however. 10 left standing. Playing back, but one yet finds the kill. The swing out. Texture gets the headshot, and it is just clean play.
Texture ने क्या मारा?
Go ahead, upgrade their weapons, get the defuse, and convert the bonus.
Oh, this is the opposite of the start we wanted to see for ZETA now.
Why Texture ने क्या मारा बे?
Potentially 4 in a row coming through here if they can't find some thrifty magic. But this is a great setup here. I mean, all this time bought by the side of Texture and the supreme patience here from Ronski just sort of conditioned ZETA to think that nobody's going to be on this corner. They don't even check it. And even after Ronski gets a kill, they still kind of aren't paying attention to it. That's a little bit messy there from ZETA. If they don't lose that first player and then half damage onto Depp right behind him, maybe this is a different round.
भाई sexy तो खेल रहा है, वो लोग का rotation भी on point था बे.
Talking about Texture starts hitting heads with those sniper rifles and forget about it.
Well, not an op in hand yet, despite having plenty of cash for it. Texture's still just going to be rocking a Phantom going into round number 4. Even the half armor buys from ZETA, they're doing it yet again.
ये लोग अभी mid लेंगे शायद. ये लोग सीधा B में जाएंगे. एक बंदा B में जाएगा या फिर
power to work with. The Seekers online. We'll see if that comes into play now.
Yeah, 10 has some space to work with here through art. A
ये
lot of
लोग A जाने वाले.
Entrance here for Global Esports. So Aaron calling for a heavy defense towards the A side. The B side hit was the last eco attempt from the side of ZETA. So trying to guess here in the high
देखते guys, execute देखते हैं. वो लोग ping करने वाले शायद उसके नेड पे.
The way sight cleared of most of the KJ utility except for the alarm bot.
Yeah.
Let's see if ZETA can get in here, maybe get a plant down.
किधर है reveal?
Trying to inch their way forward. Haunt destroyed.
Reveal किधर है?
Scouted. Aaron now just existing behind this wall, tucked back towards Secret.
कुछ तो हुआ ना left right?
Back over into dugout. Another tide pushed up right into his face. He's trying to go for the spray, hoping the Crow's looking to exit, but you know, he's just sat here on default plan. Push
Oh, मोने भाई नहीं मानता.
Finds 10, cuts him down. Ronski right up into the front. Crow fallen.
वो blind देगा लगता है उसके लिए. दिया blind.
Have the cosmic divide set up to cut them off, but yet gets another one before Depp will take him down.
भाई clean kill रहे बे.
Here the updraft. Go look for the push. Depp drops, dashes over to the side. Some nice movement to find 4 kills, but crucially he cannot hold on.
Confidence ना दे opponent jet को.
That's all Global cared about at the end.
Confidence ना दे.
Nice damage done and maybe in a way here that
भाई
you know,
एकदम
for a
proper
second, I think
team
you
खेल
might
रहे
think
देखा.
that Global investing
Smoke
the
में
time
गया,
to
blind
find
के लिए
that round,
रुका.
maybe a little bit overcooking things, but with the way Depp just popped with that, I mean, you know, maybe it was for the best. I don't mind it though, because if Mun yet can play like he did against DRX, then he needs to be cycling those ults as fast as possible.
क्या आपने पहले 4 round miss किया?
Make sure you get those wins, because a lot of economic damage just got done.
I mean, it has, but look at the economy balance right now on the side of ZETA. I mean, pretty much everybody is, you know, down in the dumps as far as money. Put this scrape together this fairly weak buy. What with the Guardian, the Bulldogs, granted, you can do significant damage, to this, especially with the Bladestorm in the mix, but already money lurks himself.
Hey, Delos!
Depp has managed to get one. Picks up the
चीचा
weapon
आपने
to recover.
देखा star round?
हाँ बे.
Another upgrade as well as they go ahead.
भाई वो exit frag लेने बैठ रहा है भाई.
Money it's gone. Reckoning going to be invested. Crow now setting up the walls. Patience will start coming through. Technically still a world away. Back over on the A side. Bazzi cut through link. Still, the Reckoning is expired. They're still not on the site.
वो exit fragging वाला है.
They're really taking their time to think about it.
ये लोग ये round भी जीतने वाले लग रहा है. 4 on 4 है side पे. वाइपर भाई आ चुके हैं. वाइपर भाई और एक्लेयर्स और शायद अंकिता भी ज्वाइन करने वाले हैं.
see Badsy starting to check.
तुम लोग के बीच में
We've
लोडिंग
seen
आ रहा
already
है
alert.
Strix by
ये डैश तो नहीं पाया मैंने, क्या कर रहे हो?
भाई जैसे ही फाटो का नाम लिया देखा उसके हाथ पैर कांपने लगे.
Much more than he already had. Little shot into the shoulder there for Texture.
दिखा,
So much time bought. 20 seconds. The flank is coming through at the moment here from Laz.
वो फ्लैंक का यूज नहीं है, उनको मालूम है अलार्म बॉट खुलेगा.
So the alarm bot not
Alarm
gonna
bot?
matter. Doesn't read, but Texture playing forward, still finds one. The push out
Team
from
मर गया.
Aaron.
Flank
Comes
अभी आ
down
रहा है.
to Laz is the last man standing. This flank means absolutely nothing. It's one more
भाई
kill.
टेक्सचर
but it's a
फॉर्म
fifth round
में
victory
बेबी.
for Global.
I mean, these just take too long for Zeta.
5-0.
They really, try to think about things, maybe overthink things, try to come through.
भाई
Flank and it just
GOP बे.
a good start here for Death.
Huh?
Good moments. Good to see him fired up, but able to hold that angle cleanly is Texture. Aaron able to
वो
come
फ्लैंक
free
अच्छा था
through
क्योंकि
the
उसने
toxic
अलार्म बॉट
screen,
डॉज
catch
किया
him
था.
off guard, and
बंद था अलार्म
yeah,
बॉट.
sure, Laz
लेकिन
goes
ये
on
लोग
the
तीनों
alert,
मर
but
गए बे. थोड़ा होल्ड करते ना मेरे हिसाब से. 4-5 सेकंड
I
एटलीस्ट
would have liked to have seen a
दूर
timeout
से
already,
लड़के.
to be frank.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
And I mean, now look at their buys again. They're all over the place.
ये लोग को 8 लेना ही
They've got
पड़ेगा.
money.
भाई
Sort of
एचपी देख
behind
उसका.
them, but
The blade
Mara.
just got used and Depp is buying down to 700. I mean, a great headshot from 10.
2 HP था.
Still does take quite a bit of damage. So needs to go team back up with Laz, gets those heals. Coming through right now. As Aaron is looking to hold people off. Stop them from advancing through the double door.
क्या शॉट मारा ना.
Might not have too much interest in it though. Flash goes out over towards Art. They're drifting away.
Batsy grabbed the op this time. His texture it fell and
ये लोग वापस भी जा रहे
pushed that angle. At least a ton of information garnered here in terms of, well, they're not a main. They could be Art. That's checked for. Now the footsteps.
ये लोग को मेरे को ए स्प्लिट ज्यादा अच्छा लगा था जेटा का.
Being taken by Zeta once again. Again, they're going to want to hammer this site. This is where they can really
बी पे ना एम डूल
utilize,
ज्यादा हो रहा है. ए
those
एग्जीक्यूट थोड़ा
walls
अच्छा
that
लगा
they
था
can
मेरे को.
create, but so far GE's been really reading the timings very
भाई
well. I think
बच
Zeta
रहे
needs
भाई,
to
दो
hold on to
बंदे
their
पुश कर रहे हैं.
utility a little bit longer after they get the plant
अल्टी
up.
मार
Okay,
दिया.
well, lockdown goes in. They need to get this plant off and they need to get the hell out of here. How deep this is. Because it's placed in link.
दो फ्लैंक का
About to
है.
go off. Two players going to get detained here. They get tucked in behind the pillar. Push starts coming through. Cove down. Instantly dealt
Yo.
with. Aaron somehow survives, and it's Ronsky who trades one
Mar
back.
gaya.
The bite from Sugar Zero instantly does claim him, though. Aaron now dead. The push up. Sugar Zero narrowly avoids getting seen by Money.
वो लोग को
Finds
smoke.
one. The push out on the flank.
Smoke वाला
Great
मालूम
timing
था.
from Sugar
Oh
Zero.
shit.
As Zeta seemingly steal around
भाई
away.
मोने
Yeah,
दिमाग
I
तो
mean,
है.
Guys have been all over the place for Zeta, but this
मारा
time
ना
a
दो.
little more patience here. They
एक
get
ही मारा.
this is
एक
good
मारा.
adjustment from Zeta. They decide to take it a little bit faster, get that plant down, and then play post plant deep. Even though you have to.
ये लोग भी नहीं कर पाएंगे लेकिन.
That's all part of the
रीड
plan
तो
there
था
for
बे,
them.
रीड
They're
तो
okay
था.
with it. They're able to weather it. Immediately a toxic screen once again.
इको आ रहे,
Now
इको नहीं
force
थे.
speed. Spike
Semi
angle in
light
that
armor
direction
by
as well, but that's a good change. Depp is going to grab the op here. Half armors for most of Zeta, so it seems like Zeta's trying some kind of new econ management strategy today. It is a little bit unusual.
Again,
साउंड आया.
Texture going for the push up. Dash at the ready. You can see, I mean, Zeta anticipating this. A nice flash out, but
भाई
Sugar Zero swung out
बंदा.
wide. Ends up getting taken down. And
Oh,
that's
भाई
the right
क्या
there. Smoke
ये?
still, it's all just on
Texture
Crow to try to get you into a sight. A great
Balls
pick.
of steel भी नहीं. Iron Man,
No real
Superman.
chance for a counter swing. No one else playing forward to try to get that chase and find the punish on the Texture.
On yet again has his
ये चीज ये लोग को
cosmic
पहले
eye,
करना
got
चाहिए.
Ronski's ult here,
Mid और
ult
art.
command, so got a lot of retake utility for GE. Zeta continuing to really take their time.
इतना कॉन्फिडेंट सेक्सी
That
खेल है ना
might
लेकिन.
have caught at least one player.
Things are coming
और
down on A.
रोटेशन देख. ऑलरेडी रोटेशन
I
देखो
think
चाहे.
okay.
Caught in that, yeah.
Yeah, we got to try to rotate over towards this side.
दो
Prowler
बंदे ए
doesn't
सेट है
go
और
deep enough
एस्ट्रा ऑलरेडी सिटी
to
पे.
find anybody here.
नहीं अरे
Still have a
एस्ट्रा
pretty
भाई.
decent idea, and the KJ setup is
मोने
still
अब भी
looking
तारीफ किया था.
fairly brutal to deal with.
Hopefully Zeta can read this. It's
Damn,
a pretty
my
similar
nigga.
setup to what we've seen before here on the A with a lot of that utility in the
30
front. They're going to check
seconds
Cubby. Oh no,
Doesn't-
it got
that
stuck in
doesn't
the
clear.
wall.
That doesn't clear at all. The haunt now comes out. I mean, they should have suspicions that Aaron's going to be in this position. Nano will force him back, puts a bit of damage down onto him. Dash out though as both Nano Swarms get popped, and Depth suddenly down to 28 HP. Op still in
Ram मारेगा क्या?
range. Plant coming through. Zero point destroyed, but now they go ahead, they look to cut off. Cosmic Divide comes in, but instantly 2 kills going to be found. Bazzi and Aaron going to be taken down. Manian pushing forward, binds 2 more. Tucked away just on the side of the wall.
भाई लोग का retake अच्छा है लोग का.
Doesn't see him. Like
ये लोग का retake अच्छा है.
jump back across, and as he enters the
वो देख के ही मालूम पड़ गया था ये लोग retake करेंगे. ये लोग का retake अच्छा है बे, मस्त retake है लोग का.
As the defuse comes in, global.
Retake कितना प्यारे देगा, सब angle check करते हैं बे. सब.
I think if you've watched
आज
that
पहली बार
before,
ऐसे
when there's
जी
a
को
cosmic divide, he
ऐसे
loves to play on both sides. He loves to try
क्यों
to use
DRX
it
के
up.
टाइम नहीं देखा था
Lost
तूने?
to highlight real plays. They're pretty ready for it.
तो
And like you
डर
mentioned,
के
that's
थे
a
अभी
real
देखो ऐसा
painful
प्रेशर
loss
बना
early
रहे खुद ही.
पर
for
क्या
the
थे?
side of Zeta to have Sugar Zero go down there to texture.
और
DRX
बहुत
से वो.
shaky,
And then
shaky
here,
से
they're ready for it. They know he's coming. Laz was identified. Texture there, good for the finish.
ए अपना watch party.
Looking for their first win here
इधर
in
अपने लोग.
Pacific, and you know, it's hard to like
अपने
think
लोग कोई
about it. I
दिखा?
feel like GE's already gotten a win because they played pretty darn well. So
पुणे
I
शायद
mean,
पुणे.
both of their series, I mean, you know, feeling like they went to 3 maps. The DRX.
आप डर रहे थे
gave
Eclairs.
us one of the only overtimes that we've had, and it was a fairly deep OT as well. And then, you know, a 3-mapper versus T1 on our opening day.
ZETA win देखो
So,
भाई,
it does
ZETA
feel like
वाले
they
ही
have
question
wins.
mark डाल
We're
दिया,
talking
इसलिए
about
वो
it
question
that
हार्ट नहीं हो,
their
question
placement
mark
at the
है.
Exclamation
moment,
mark
you
है
know,
वो.
down in what, 8th place,
Question mark है बे.
doesn't really
लेकिन फिर
tell
वो
the
मुंह भी
full, the
छुपाते
real
हैं ना.
story of how they've been performing. They are not the 8th place
ये
team
क्या
in
बात
this
हुई फाटा
region
भाई?
at the moment, and they're
जब
very
उन्हें
much
पता है नहीं
looking to
जीतेंगे
prove
तो
that
मुंह तो
across
छुपाना
these
है.
last 2 series, especially that we've seen from them. A concise win here versus Zeta will certainly help them jump the standing.
Yeah, I fully agree. I mean, I think this is. You have to come in today riding a ton of confidence for GE. You can see it after the match that they looked
यार शर्माते तो
really
बहुत है बे
confident.
वो लोग.
You know, after
अबे
the game
exclamation
they
मार
lost,
के तो
like,
थोड़ा
they
रब
knew they
करके
just took the
question
best
mark
team in
बना
our
देंगे,
league
टेंशन नहीं है.
and pushed them to the limit.
हाँ?
I didn't quite catch that entire sign, but I believe it said something about.
बजो मत, क्या बजो मत बे,
Over to
2-0.
somebody's house.
Oh, was it a
I could
marriage
be,
proposal?
I
Like,
could be incorrect. in what I said.
Surprisingly
I just
10 और
I just
sugar
saw,
नहीं मार पा रहे, कैसे?
I saw Hante and then I saw Chip something, and then I was just like,
maybe
okay,
a restaurant though. It
a
could
house
be.
is involved.
Yeah, or maybe a restaurant sometimes. Depends.
Sometimes you get bold fans. We have had
चलो. ए execute का
That's a common thing. That's like a meme in Korea.
ए
It's
execute
like
हो जाए,
to come
चलो.
to the studio and like make your fan side say, "Will you marry me?" You know, X player that you're a fan of. That's actually just a meme.
Yeah, that's how I met my wife. She didn't
By
make a sign
read
to me,
तो है
but
बे,
I was like,
3 बंदे ए
will
पे
I do?
और
Is
Astra
this
ready
okay?
to
All right, thanks.
Is this acceptable? I know it needs some work.
You
but
should run.
I'm
Here
gonna
we are
bite my
years
tongue.
later.
ये राउंड ZETA जीतेगा मोस्टली.
The
Viper
Southbound
and Sky and सब
should
है.
force out the couple members here that are on the A.
He's going to get stuck. Okay, but
Just
it looks like
barely
he's
got
now barely made it out. Got rerouted a couple different times.
Nades तोड़ो.
And now inching forward looks to clear. First Nano will still get popped. Holds him at bay for a little bit longer. And it's going to be taken down. Cove now taken care of. Dep looks to push in from Art. Aaron once again
अभी कैसे घुस पाएंगे लोग? अभी नहीं घुस पाएंगे.
dashes out.
30
Now they need to
seconds
retake the
left.
site yet again.
Oh,
Actually
spike
just
भी गिरा
needing
दिया.
the flash. Didn't need to do that, but push out.
अरे Bronx की देखा
A little
मैंने.
bit of damage, but otherwise not much to be found by him. It's traded.
Spam
Actually finds 10. Man advantage still very much there from the side of GE, but they get the plant down in depth. Finds one, but then instantly is traded out.
Oh,
It's
ulti
gonna
मार
be a
दिया.
missed
अरे!
but Texture manages to stabilize the aim, and just as quickly as it came up, the pit goes down.
retake, buddy.
इतना utils के बाद बोला था नहीं कर सकते.
Retain the operator. Keep multiple
ये लोग
players
वापस
alive.
पीछे क्यों नहीं जा रहे ZETA वाले?
And they deny a round victory right after the
एक दो
timeout.
क्यूट चीजें देख के लेकिन अपन
It's tough. I mean, Zeta gets in here real slow, and they're not clearing this Killjoy utility fast enough. Kind of get something done. They're really taking their time. 10 there took some damage. Crow gets stuck out way ahead of the rest of the team, gets killed. And then GE just swarming from a lot of different angles. Munyet
भाई
on the lurk.
full
Doesn't matter,
form
they
में
just-
यार.
It's just right now GE is all over the place. They're
Bro,
leading
bro,
Zeta.
bro,
Zeta
I'm
needs
not
to
even
trigger. They
moving,
need
bro.
to start
Huh?
poking and prodding the map and trying to
Find the
bait
weak point.
GE out a
मोने
little bit,
12-4
trying to see if they can
भाई
maybe get
मोने
a pick and
MVP
mess
पे
some
DRX
utility
के टाइम
early.
से हाँ
'Cause right now, GE is the one tearing them apart.
वो रोल में
So far,
होके
it just
इतना
feels like they don't
मारना
have really any interest in fanning out. We saw that one,
Here.
you know,
One
slow
time.
drift where it was what Laz and 10 creeping over towards A, but inevitably they just came back over to B. Like I feel I'm watching Holy Moly again, Korean challengers. Just go B.
5 बंदे मुंह पे
Every single
हैं.
round. The push out texture
मारा फिर
again,
भी.
allowed to play ever so boldly. Swings out, finds 10, depth entering. We'll find one yet. Good target to deal with.
एक और blind आएगा क्या?
Don't have those grabs. And, ooh, the whiff.
Oh shit.
So close though. Was
Close था.
Flick, but it's the hair off. However, Bazzi Aaron still plenty of
2v2.
firepower to offer up. Devin Co going to be taken down. Sugar Zero does find one. Brings them now into a 2v2. Wronski and Aaron try to bring them back across the line.
Ayo.
Pushes out. Finds one. It's a hell of a
Safe
lot of
plant
damage.
करेगा वो.
Aaron would love to deny the plant. Drops down. Well, a little bit scattered.
Oh, 1v1 था यार. एरिन कर सकता था, लेकिन अच्छा खेला ZETA.
Bloody back and forth, but ZETA finally get a
अच्छा
second
खेला.
round on the board, and they need every single round they can get from here on
एक
out.
सेंटीमीटर एक इंच से बचा यार. अच्छा खेला लेकिन.
Bad halves. A lot of them are at even score, 9977. Step being one of them. But again, Texture here just kind of unfettered on these entries, allowed to harass ZETA, get these
भाई
big
डेप
kills.
मारता है ना, लेकिन क्या मस्त.
Around ZETA, able to play off each other's utility there. Well,
अरे
fans have something to cheer about. You know, but ZETA really needs to get a
भाई
few more
उनका
rounds
वॉच
going
बटन
here.
कितना मस्त
Have
है
a
बे.
focus half. Finally, GE,
हाँ?
their economy breaks. Feels like certainly
तो
for the first
वो
time.
लग रहा है ना, प्रोफेशनल कुछ मीटिंग है.
Storm. No other ults to speak of. Floating around, one away from the reckoning for Crow. But this is a good round to use your Blade Storm. Know it's gonna like.
Clean ना,
actually
हाँ
be
बे.
eco. I'm actually kind of curious that.
करे कि वो लोग का है बे ऐसा, वो लोग का
saved here, but maybe
कल्चर
they're
वल्चर
playing
थोड़ा
for
है.
a really long game.
सॉफ्ट स्पोकन और
Look at
डाउन
their
टू अर्थ
credits.
है वो लोग काफी.
They probably had enough to buy, but
Yeah, I mean, even Texture could have invested in a little bit more, but obviously wants to go for the operator. Aaron as well,
Right.
3,000 could have afforded to spend, you know,
नो चेयर्स नहीं है,
So,
बैठने का जगह है,
and
लेकिन
been relatively safe.
they
But I don't
prefer
mind
to
this from GE.
stand
They're
and
saying we have
go.
a significant lead. At the moment.
supports.
We don't need to overcommit and potentially offset.
and let's make
our
sure we
eco.
have
Let's
enough
just-
for the last two. rounds.
रेस्पेक्ट देने का तरीका वो लोग का है वैसा.
I think a lot of teams might just buy here, though.
Yeah. But it's always
डेप को
nice
देखो
to
भाई,
see
डेप
show respect
मारता है
when it comes
लेकिन.
down to the economy, you
True.
know? Don't
ये
see
लोग का
it too
सिंपल
often.
फंड है, अगर डेप
Really?
साइट में घुस गया ना
That's kind of
पहले
why I'm a little bit surprised.
और जिंदा रहा ना 5 सेकंड, ये लोग
All
जीत
right,
जाएंगे.
reckoning
30
in.
seconds left.
Again, they're really slow to try to take the site after the use of the last one. Can they get in this time?
घुस गया.
Yeah, taking decent bit of damage. Here in the back, though, is Texture. The Sheriff shot connects.
Sure, भड़का.
That's going to be taken out, but still needs a bit more. Dashes away.
जेट
Expecting the
वर्सेस
blades
जेट
from
हो
there
रहा
from
है.
Depp. Texture, however, finding another one. The kills continue to be found. Depp pushes in with a shorty, finds one, but Texture gets a third, and suddenly Depp, the last man standing.
किससे?
And
What the
GE says
hell,
we don't
bro?
even
Very
need
nice
the full
round.
buy. We don't need the rifles.
ये राउंड कैसे नहीं जीते ZETA?
Instantly shut them down.
भाई इतना क्लीन कैसे
I mean,
खेल
look,
रहा है?
31 seconds remaining
हाँ, क्या
on the
खेल
plan.
रहा है बेजी?
Such a swift retake from them. And now
14
the best
and
Zeta can
3
hope for
by
is an
Texture.
8-4.5, and this is on a map where the attacking win percentage has been what 56%
Huh?
compared to 44 on the defending side.
This is concerning for
Why?
ZETA. They look
आश्चर्य
really out of
पंकित
sorts.
कर रहा है
They're not
भाई.
really responding. It seems like the protocols are a little off here for ZETA as well. Like nobody's covering.
मैं अगर
certain
ZETA
angles.
रहता
It
तो
seems
ना,
like
I
every time
think
GE
A
is able to
split
find
is the
one free
key.
pick on these B entries.
एक B lurk and A
that's-
split. वो
That's
लंबा वाला
unacceptable.
lurk वाला
It's happened
निकालना
with,
पड़ेगा
Wrong
राउंड.
ski early on. This time they've just got somebody in back sight, in
Huh?
the back alley, just chilling, and they come out and get a sheriff shot. As I think it was on Laz. He wasn't even looking there.
गाइस जी जिसको लगता है जी जीतने वाला
Whoever
लाइक
it
करो
was,
स्ट्रीम जरा
didn't
देखो
even
अभी कितना
look.
लाइक्स
It wasn't
बढ़ते
being
हैं.
covered.
Guess where we're
11,000
going.
almost watching 4,500 likes hitters.
We investigated around A a little bit.
Here.
Let's go to B.
I told you, man. I told you it was going to be B heavy. It's just it's the nature of these things when you have this
अरे
controller
क्यों
advantage
फिर
in a
से
way
डायरेक्ट B?
with the long walls. You're like, well, certainly we can win B, right? We could control so much more space.
Yeah.
But that time, like, they played so close quarters that it played right
लेकिन
in the
B
G's
नहीं
hands
कर
with all
पाएंगे.
that
किलजे
close
अल्ट
range
और
weaponry
एस्ट्रा अल्ट है.
fielding on an eco. And you can see that they know that with these cascades, you know, there's going to be some kind of push behind, especially when they're stomping their feet like that.
I think the funniest thing about this is that Global still haven't rotated.
ये लोग को
They haven't
पूरा
quite read
सिटी
that
विटी तक
Zeta
कंट्रोल लेना
will
पड़ेगा मेरे
just
हिसाब से.
pretty much always hard.
Right, yeah. I was just thinking the same thing.
Actually, kind of setting up a one-way against himself there in that moment. Does take a bit of damage, and Def will gain control of the back hall. Lockdown not going to be used. Doesn't fully flush them out of the site.
And
At least not that far back, but yeah, now the Cosmic Divide as well. Just go ahead. cut off that vision, make them have to try to regress.
Okay,
Laz going to be able to trade one before getting detained and dealt with up over the top. But you can see they're reading this. They realize it's going to be a good spot for the chin. Oh, right up between the legs and straight into his head.
Texture भी कूदा हुआ.
Dealt with. Cosmic Divide now getting ready to expire. Up on top as well is Texture. Let's get traded. Bazzi now has to try to hold this. The push in. Ten's got it. ZETA will barely manage to make that round work. But the weapons not going to be held on to.
मालूम पड़ा मेरे हिसाब से पता क्या गलती हुआ जी का कि ये लोग ने जो अल्टी मारा ना हेवन में उसमें बहुत आगे आने का कंट्रोल मिला अगर डिफॉल्ट अल्टी करके सीधा वॉल करता ना तो ये ऊपर चढ़ने वाला सीन नहीं होता और ये लोग को बहुत दूर से खेलना पड़ता ना
he's got to get in there and make sure it was already down to half. So they're able to do it, but it's so costly.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, enough just barely to go ahead and scrape together.
यार 9-3 करेंगे तो भी हमारे लग गए 8-4 करेंगे तो भी हमारे लग गए ये क्या सीन है यार ये तो lose situation में हम
Tucks away, doesn't get found by that. Goes for the gravity well. Just go ahead and pull back. Wants to check around, make sure no one's wrapping from Art.
फिर से भी ले रहे हो लोग
Step just clears the Prowler. Top back up to 100, and everybody's going to start drifting into B.
Surprise! It kind of, even though I understand last round why GE played like less aggressive off of this information contact at the B long area, because they had the lockdown and the Cosmic Divide, they were playing for retake. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to see them maybe this round be a little bit more proactive, assuming ZETA commits to this fully. The Cascade has been a pretty good indicator often, and I could see them already starting to drift in this direction. Wrongski and Alley, you got Bazzi coming in through link. They're ready for this one.
Those ends up press.
Okay, 0 point catching 2. Make their way forward. Texture just
इसको क्या दिख रहा है कोई बताएगा कुछ
the smokes. Push up, gets the head, Laz gonna be taken down. Snipe him out of the sky, but Bazzi finds 2. Just like that 10. The last man
भाई टेक्सचर ने क्या डिस्ट्रैक्ट किया है जी
just for good measure. In the end it's going to be a 9-3 half global way out in the lead.
ये हाफ से मैं खुश हूँ या नहीं
It was just a tough half.
भाई उसने क्या डिस्ट्रैक्ट किया देखा बाजी क्या टाइम पे निकला बिलिंग से
pretty easy to read where they're going to go. I mean, obviously with their agent comp, they're going to want to go B, but they have to at least
वही टाइम पे बिलिंग से निकला बे
a little bit more. Flirt with A. You don't have to full commit to it, but clear Art a little bit more. Clear A main a little bit more. You're just giving all this time and space to GE to read the map and read you. And other than a couple of rounds.
क्या लग रहा है यार क्या सीन ओ चाचा हेलो वाइपर किधर गया हेलो इधर कैसे सकता है अबे मुझे ड्रैग कौन किया
जी
मुझे कौन ड्रैग किया
आप खुद ड्रैग हुए
मुझे लगा कब से शांत है सब
हाँ कोई बोल नहीं रहा था वैसे भी सब शांति थे
गुड हाफ
टीम वर्क तो इनसेन दिख रहा है लेकिन हे अंके हाउस द यूजर हाउस योर हेल्थ
मच बेटर नाउ
हैं आवाज से तो नहीं लग रहा
आवाज क्यों इतना स्लो आ रहा है बिंक्स तेरा भी आवाज स्लो आ रहा है
हेलो मेरा आवाज आ रहा है
बिंक्स का तो ठीक है अंकी का बहुत वो आ रहा है
एक सेकंड बढ़ाने हां तेरा सही आ रहा है अंकित का तो एकदम ही नहीं आ रहा और बिंक्स का
भी ड्यूड्स कौन सा गेमिंग चेयर आई एम थिंकिंग अबाउट बाइंग वन यार सीक्रेट वाला लो
तेज कर लेते हैं डिस्कॉर्ड से
हां वही कर दिया 150 कर दिया
वो लोग कुछ तो बोल के हंस के शर्मा रहे बे भाई कितने क्यूट लगते हैं वो लोग मेरे को हां कितने क्यूट लगते हैं वो लोग
क्या लगता है 9-3 कर्स
नहीं पॉसिबल नहीं है
सी
मेरे हिसाब से सीधा 2-0 चलो
मेरे हिसाब से 12
very important
5 का लग रहा है मुझे विक्ट्री 13-5
वही बोलना था 12 पे नहीं जीतता
कोई Ghost Crow with the frenzy classics and half armor for Sugar 010 Laz just gonna stick with full utility here investing in the heal see a bit of a heavier weapon loadout for the side of GU. 2 Frenzies, 2 Ghosts. They are putting a lot of attention.
4 बंदे पे वो लोग.
I mean, 4 members stacked up.
Right.
Oh, ये क्या combo था?
Word should come across, but oh man, instantly the damage reply from Aaron is massive. The flash doesn't go off either. And now, around the back,
वो लोग
Global
pinch हो गए.
making the pinch. They're looking to clear him out. Ronsky healing up off the decay. The push comes in from Texture. However, have they overstepped? The answer is yes. Massive kills coming through from Zeta. As Global is getting a bit too far ahead of themselves. Aaron tucks into the corner, but now the spike
Pinch
is
हो गए,
right
लेकिन
at
उनको
the
ये नहीं मालूम था कि 4 बंदे वहाँ पे.
No other options but to try to fight this out.
I mean, great awareness here from Zeta. The first half was a little bit shaky in that department, but this round, you know, knowing that they're hard committing towards Aaron, the way that Aaron
Team का तो
is
info आ जाना चाहिए था ना.
really sort of keep away with his utility. Good flash, catches Monyet, unable to find any damage. Their cascade, slow things up and allow an orb to be grabbed.
Orb does get grabbed. Nebula covering.
30 seconds left.
They all go ahead, they back away.
यार मेरे हिसाब से वो लोग आराम से सिटी प्लांट करके सिटी कंट्रोल लेके वैसे क्रॉसफायर सब कर सकते थे. इतना very aggressive.
Pushes out, finds one, gets tagged down to 70, swaps out classics. Some extra ammo, but time is running thin. They need to kill 4 people in the next 10 seconds.
10 seconds left.
Smoke में भी alarm bot तोड़ रहे हैं बंदा.
Push starts coming, and there you go. The cleanup comes through, and Global, well, at long last, it seems like, drop another pistol, bringing the overall score to 13-5, giving Zeta
थोड़ा सा
way back
left right
into
हुआ.
this.
Yeah, Global Pistol Sports for sure.
मोने ने बाय नहीं किया, उसने वो stars बाय किया.
This time around, I mean, I like that Zeta gets aggressive, and I like the awareness that somebody might be coming behind them. I think Laz even got a flash out there to check initially, and then it's a good response from the side of Zeta. That wins them the round. The spike is down there, and that's all it took. So I don't mind the idea from GE at all. I think that's kind of cute what they tried. It just was read just in time by Zeta. It looked like for a moment there they were going to get just completely
भाई Zeta को ये fight बहुत अच्छा लगता है बे.
Maybe they had underestimated just how many
क्या
people
लगता
from
है वो लोग
Zeta
वो
were
करेंगे?
pushed up into that position. Maybe
Counter.
expecting that it was going to
कर्स
be
वाह जी
2 or
जीत रहा
3
बोल तो
rather
वो
than
कर्स
4
नहीं
of
लगा
them.
तुमको.
Either way, just cost him that pistol. And another loss to the record. As Sugar Zero pushing up, finds 2.
Ooh.
Timing in a nice lineup. Easy work of him. Rogan pushing the wall. It seems like maybe not necessarily aware that they've moved into this forward position. Instantly gets the thing onto 1.
अरे
Get a second. Puts a bit of damage down on Ronsky.
करो भाई क्या
Cannot
scene.
find that kill. Knife now going out. Dog chasing forward. Laz does get suppressed.
रो भाई ने WSD सब दबाए
Back
मारते
away.
मारते.
Move out of this position, but the crunch is coming in. 10 gets himself right up behind them in mid. Now they'll try to cut through. And Sugar Zero.
हाँ
Smash gonna be
भाई
good for the
क्रॉसफायर
final
तो
kill.
इनका भी है बे.
Okay. Anti-eco.
F
One.
कुछ F नहीं है
A
रे.
single player loss. About as good as you could hope here for Zeta. Now they're just 4 rounds away from tying this up.
क्रॉसफायर तो
Yeah,
इनका भी
this
है.
is great for Zeta.
अभी
Really
ये राउंड
don't
इम्पोर्टेंट है
lose
भाई.
much out of this. Great read here by Sugar Zero using that smoke.
ये राउंड इम्पोर्टेंट है. चलो
And even
चलो
though they
चलो
used
चलो.
Crow, you know, Crow kind of out on an island, like you said, he got kind of, you know, snuck up on.
Like the
He
stream
still had to
guys.
react
बात
right.
तो
Like
likes
that
करो
step
likes
he had
करो.
down instantly hit ahead.
On my way.
And then they just, you know, close the gaps. Don't give them any exits. Finish the job. So good round by Zeta. Let's see if they can
Fire
get some
on B.
damage done here. Still some Bulldogs. Still a Vandal floating around for them.
I mean, the triple push here over at B main. Monyet going to be good for 1, but now Ronsky and Monyet going to be taken down as Crow finds himself a double.
क्या चल रहा है
Straight back,
ये?
equalize though. Bazzi brings it back to
माँ
a 3v3.
कसम बे.
There's no utility for this.
Yeah.
You just got to get in here.
स्टार्टिंग के
you know,
10
get
सेकंड
extra
में लोग
smokes,
मर
and
रहे
that's
हैं.
2 cloud bursts. Then a seize. Ball comes back up. Sugar Zero just looking.
PRX वाला फील आ रहा है
Stop
मेरे को
them
पता है.
from
एग्रेशन
even
में.
thinking about advancing into this position. Try to get that lob in nano swarm. Nothing found. Step swings around into Hall. Texture in the meantime. Ooh, just a wall barely separating he and Sugar Zero, but
Enemy remaining.
doesn't get the read on Depp. Kills come in. Aaron, good for 1. See if the IGL can clutch this out. Spike now down. He's aware that Depp is going to be in Hall, but the timing is coming through here in a moment as 10 gets himself up into that heaven position.
Got the spike.
Breaks line of sight.
मार सकता है.
Continues to creep. There's the jiggle peek.
ओह अभी क्रॉसफायर है.
Spotting him. And backs away, and we're just playing ring around the rosy at this point. There's a swing out. Aaron,
But
good for one.
मार सकता है, मार सकता है.
Bit of damage down onto him, and ooh, so very close. But 10 will be able to drag them across the finish line in the end.
It's a huge win for Zeta, taking the bonus just like GE did in the first half. Now we've got a map on our hands. Now we've got a game on our hands. Oh, this is so exciting. I was so worried that Zeta
Close था
was going to have
यार.
kind of one of those floppy games where they just can't seem to find their rhythm. But Crow here able to find...
भाई जो heavy लेकिन B-main पे मारा मारी क्या मजा है देख.
I mean, sometimes they're just, unfortunately, not what you want to see out of Zeta. I mean,
इतने
the
प्यारे
hopes
लोग
are so
हैं.
high for Zeta. We've seen what they can do at their best. We know what they're
Zeta, if
capable
you're
of
watching
at their
this
best.
stream, I
We just
love you
don't see
too,
it enough.
okay?
And it's frustrating because after Reykjavik last year, I was all in on this team. I thought these guys are nuts, and well, here you go.
I mean, they inspired a hell of a lot of people, but oh, that's inspiring.
बाप रे.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Faking the tailwind a bit, pushes into the smoke, finds a fourth, and ooh, was on for the ace, but can't quite make it happen. Aaron will shut down that dream. But still, only 2 members lost. Bunny still very good. As Zeta now just 2 rounds away from tying things up, and the timeout gets forced out by Global.
Yeah, I mean, Dep's having a really solid map. Some of those
हाँ,
players
रखा भाई, आप भी कर रहे हो?
get some good work done on the entries here. He's just
Hey, the
pushing on
Luz.
you, hitting heads.
मैं कॉल
Great
भी किया
transfer
था.
there, and then like you said,
सो रहे थे.
a little bit of a fake tailwind baits him in for the shorty. Can't quite find the ace, but
क्या बोलना चाहेंगे आप?
that'll do. And this is huge. Now,
भाई ये सीजन सबसे ज़्यादा shorty kills हुआ है मेरे हिसाब से.
4 rounds in a row here for
ना?
Zeta to
Heavy
start their
shorty
defender
kills हुआ.
side. Want to make sure that they don't get that 5th, if possible. Just like
तुम में से किसने बोला था कर से करके?
He got a 5th.
हमें कोई लोगो डालना है
भाई
हाँ डालना ना. कैसे हो Binks भाई भाविक जी all कुची.
पूछा था करते क्या भाई.
Love you, thank you for the $100 मेरी चांद के टोटे. कैसे हो भाविक जी कैसे हो?
ये क्या?
हमारे पास है?
में डिस्कॉर्ड डीएम करना जरा.
Obviously, a good amount of
VLTCC group.
Why Rossi is not playing because he just reached Korea a day back. तो jet lag ये वो सब. प्लस उसको सब कुछ देखना इतना भी है उसके बाद. तो अभी 1 week is gonna gel up, practice and then he'll play. Next week
कर दिया मैंने आपको.
100% खेलने वाला.
now in Valorant. But
Love you मेरी जान, love you यार. अरे क्या हो गया यार
that's
रुचिया?
done for Global.
जूस पी रहे हो?
Cosmic
Love you
Divide
Ruchia.
for Global. Munyet
Thank you for the
left alone on
$10.
the other side for now as an anchor. See
Mila?
how GE wants to do this. They're gonna maybe try to prod their way through, see if they can get some mid control here.
भाई
Again,
फुल डब्ल्यू करके कंट्रोल ले
gonna
रहे
leave
हो.
Aaron and Munyet
ये भी
on
एक
the
ही थी.
flanks to
बहुत
cover
अच्छा
this
खेल
push.
रही थी.
Laz crept in behind the box, flash in hand. Oh boy, is he gonna have the timing on this?
They scout this.
लेकिन full blend नहीं होंगे ये लोग.
Okay, plays contact off of the turret.
Where?
Texture will be able to instantly trade it back, so not as much damage as could have been dealt, but still.
Side से
Very
कैसे
nice
full blend
cheeky
होते हैं ये
lurk
लोग?
paying off as
मेरे से तो नहीं
Sugar
होते
Sierra
हैं.
gets spammed down. Munyet is able to trade him through the mid door.
मेरा वाला पंची ट्रेंड नहीं है
This is what
लगता.
makes Munyet so scary.
Careful.
He's so aware of what's going on in the extremities of the map. You saw this on Split against DRX, right? He sees, which is a little easier of a map to read the extremities, but still, like, he's just doing a great job, and that's why he's cycling these Cosmic Divides like crazy. That's his 4th Cosmic Divide in this game, and he's having yet another really strong performance. Turret contact. Aaron tries to see if anybody's pushing off of it. Not going to happen.
Just gonna go for this push though.
Uh,
Going forward. Okay, 10 wins out that first contact battle, but Bazzi and Texture will go ahead, finish the job, and now Depp.
info ही नहीं लेने दिया बे Zeta को.
Realistically, try for anything here. In all likelihood, it's just gonna be tuck away
इसको ऑफ
somewhere.
गिराना पड़ेगा.
Right here in shops.
भाई
Get
मेरे को नहीं
situated.
आया. हेलो एक्लर्स.
मोने भाई.
वो डिस्कॉर्ड डीएम किया.
Timeout
Ah,
working
Discord
here for
DM
the
to
side
that.
of Global. Still, a couple weapons lost.
मोने भाई गिरा दो.
Look at the money for Ronsky as well as Aaron. They've got plenty.
Oh yeah, this is not bad at all. I don't mind what Zeta did in this round. I think they had a pretty okay read on what was going to happen potentially with that trap play set.
ना.
You know, if Laz is maybe able to guess a little bit better.
अगर कोई मार सकता है पे जेट पे. He is one and only मोने भाई. हाँ?
Maybe they can crunch that a little bit better, but it's a good reaction from GE to get out of there. Again, Munyet covering the flanks very nicely. See if they can suss that's the out here in the final seconds. They're close. Now they're not going to.
क्या लगता है try करेगा क्या वो?
The last second, just
WhatsApp
awareness of like, okay, just in case he.
नहीं किया भाई गोली तक नहीं मारा भाई उसने.
Yeah, oh yeah, just in case.
मेरे को दिखा रहा है कि चला गया.
All right, well this now is where G can really start to put a finish to this. 10 rounds locked in. Zeta need to make sure this gap doesn't get spread any wider.
इसने तो कॉल दिया था दे पुशिंग. एरिन ने दिया था.
See how they put them to use. Right, yeah, they've got 4. Everything other than the lockdown.
Yeah, and it's half armor for Zeta. So we've been talking about it on the desk, wondering if somebody was going to try the Fnatic sort of half armor buys that had worked so well for them at lock-in. It looks like Zeta somewhat keen to at least
सारे utils waste.
Put that into practice at some point.
Yep.
And it,
एक dash ने सारे utils waste कर दिया.
Your economy a little bit stronger for that, and so far, I mean, Zeta, the attacker side didn't go so hot. I thought it was a little bit wonky with their buys, but
I mean, if you think about how many buys they were able to get,
yeah,
there's
bro मिट्टू भी जा रहे हैं लोग.
I don't know, but
कुछ बोली
for the most part, playing the half armor game has been working out. Fnatic,
नहीं बराबर है उसका बस.
they did the math.
Yeah, no, I mean,
नहीं बहुत कम है, बहुत ज़्यादा कम है.
No, and that's what you gotta do.
You have a chemistry degree or physics degree?
Physics degree.
No.
I am part of that nerd clan.
180 कर दिया मैंने तुम्हारा
I
आवाज
was
नहीं
one of
आता
those
नहीं
fat
है.
kids for a while. Now I'm not. I gave up. I quit now.
Okay, reckoning to try to stop the advance here into the site. Divide up as well. They're just looking to push through this and try to avoid the stuns. Wronski first to enter.
भाई ये लोग को सुनाई भी नहीं दे रहा. भाई क्या खेला है भाई. सुनाई भी नहीं दे रहा. फिर का अल्टी खा लिया वो लोग.
Perfectly unaware. Gets taken down and again, down by standing. Will find one. A nice close shot, but he dashes right into Texture's lap. Says, hey, very much.
No charges left.
भाई मिट्टू भी मैं देखा फेड ने कहा अल्टी मार के बहरा किया उनको.
It's not particularly poorly read by Zeta. It's just
link वालों को.
Laz gets caught off guard there by Wronski.
भाई
That's just like breaking the side open. Then they've got 2 stuck in link. Wronski and Monyet very aware here, able to use this cosmic.
फेड का अल्टी देखा. व्हीलिंग क्लोज. बैक कॉल्स. हेवन. 3 जगह बहरा किया है.
Makes things very dire here.
अपन तो एक ही जगह फेंकते हैं.
Enough for another buy.
Love यार बाजी भाई.
See how they want to adjust off of this.
Too strong.
It's
अभी इको है मेरे हिसाब से Zeta.
A lot.
12-7 match point.
Huh? They take their time. They try to bait you out into the open, and we've seen it work. Where Zeta tries to push towards Aaron Ang.
कोच ने सीधा बोला रहेगा सुनो मेरी बात सुनो. जो कर रहे हो वही करो. मैं कुछ नहीं बोलने वाला तुम्हें.
Saw it in the pistol round, right? They tried to push him down.
मैं चुप बैठ रहा हूँ ठीक है. तुम लोग चिलिंग्स करो गाने वाने गाओ.
And it did end up working for Zeta, but this time around, or not this time, but previous rounds, we've seen where he's able to get the reinforcements.
Love you Bunks
there,
by love you too
Zeta
यार.
off guard, where Zeta tries to double peek him, right? And he's got help.
#Zeta win next map के लिए दिखा देते हैं यार. ये map.
Yeah, I was watching the most recent episode of Plat Chat, and I think one of the things that they had mentioned, I forget who said it, maybe it was Brent. That was.
भाई लेकिन टीम में जो growth दिख रहा है ना जी में.
Aaron being able to get reads on DRX basically tells you everything you need to know.
काली क्या कर रहा है बीच में?
So very impressive, and in addition to that, we've been seeing an improvement in his attack side calling. Brent still is not flawless. If you take a look at their attack win percentages on every map aside from Haven, it's pretty weak, but it's trending in the right direction.
Yeah, no, this is they're absolutely right, and it's why my kind of key to the game for them today was the adaptation and the plays that we were seeing from them, the ability to push and pull the map like they did against DRX, read the teams really well, has been suiting them very nicely. Lockdown, be invested. They're going to take their time with this. Zeta's just going to immediately abandon ship.
I mean, they remember last time we were saying to try to get those kills. So, Liza waited out just a little bit. Aaron taking a decent chunk of damage there. It's going to be vulnerable, but goes to the plane.
ये कौन सा plant है भाई?
The base of the pillar at help. And they have it planted. It's going to be a full 5v5. Attempted the retake here for Zeta to try and deny this map point away. They want to try to invest in here, but first Fragment goes down, cutting off the reinforcements, cutting off the push. Tag goes across, they identify where Dep is at. Drop down. First one to
Bye.
fall.
Oh,
Now
bye.
it's
Oh,
0-0.
bye.
All
Texture.
dead. Texture, the push.
Arre,
Finally
anti
put
re.
into it, but Ronsky will swing the corner.
Bye,
Two
texture.
members lost.
Bye.
12 locked in. Global, they take it to map point.
भाई क्या फॉर्म में है
Interesting
बंदा?
spot, especially with the Viper's been available.
से
I feel like the
निकलने नहीं
Viper's been,
दिया.
there's a lot of angles. You
I
can get it
thought
to come
just
through him.
out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
heaven, have it drop down.
That's literally what I was thinking. I was like, can't you just
Vivek,
put the
top,
Viper's
top,
bit
top,
from
top.
heaven and it'll just drop to the ground like a
That
curtain
shit
and
feeling
cover
it.
it?
14 बुलेट फिर भी बचा था उसका
Doesn't
3
seem to
मारने के
enter
बाद.
Zeta's mind, and again, adaptations are difficult for Zeta.
Let's
They're a
go,
very
G.
structured team.
Let's go,
So if you can
G.
kind of get them into positions where things are unorthodox, sometimes they do have a tough time adjusting to that with their utility. Certainly, we know they're very good with their mechanics. at
Finally,
times.
Zeta वाला ने वो चीज
Play
किया.
well. We saw last week with 10.
B में
Playing
aggro
out of
push
his mind,
करके
but
control.
we need more here from Zeta as they're on the precipice of dropping this first map.
It is now down. So GE widely still drifting towards an 8 attack position, but as I say that, Aaron looks to rejoin in with them here at top mid. We'll start cutting back across where Depp ready and waiting. Blades in hand. Gets that behind right as that star gets placed on the ground. Suspecting that the push is going to come in. Tailwind now at the ready. Swings out.
Ooh,
One
close
Texture
था.
shoulder. It's not enough for the kill. Continues to
फिर
play
भी नहीं
forward.
जा रहा है
Nice one.
भाई.
As good as it's going to get. Texture trades it back.
भाई जेट प्लेयर का कुछ अलग ही रहता है ना?
Pushing across here into
Confidence.
lane. Throw with the jiggle peek. Does manage to spot him. Throws up the wall to try to slow their advance. Push out 10. Great timing. Catches one yet.
उसको इसके बारे में नहीं
Aaron
मालूम.
completely surrounded. Can't win out the
ओ
first fight.
बाप रे.
Gazir cuts him down. Texture, Ronsky, the last two standing. They're rotating over to A.
क्या लगता है 2v4?
4 members strong. Should be good for the retake, but
मजा तो
will
आएगा
not be able
देखने.
to fight to deny this plan.
Still the null command sitting in Ronsky's back pocket here to make this retake potentially more difficult. Not a
भाई
ton of
मजा तो
utility
आएगा.
from Zeta, Cascade, Cove, Flash, but still that option is there here for GE, and
They have nothing to kind of deny angles or eliminate potential lurk spots.
Right.
Watch out. Oh, Texture, he's seen the other one as well. Just two people. Not noted. Now found. They know exactly where they're at. 2-0 low. Manages to win it out somehow. 8 HP remaining.
आने ही वाला था मजा मेरे बहुत था यार मजा.
8 rounds now. 4
एंटी
more
था
to go.
एंटी था लेकिन एंटी था यार एंटी था
it's a
एंटी
good
था.
round here though from Zeta. They get
Anti
pretty
था यार.
aggressive early off of this contact from Depth. Depth gets a great.
मेरा अंदर की आत्मा चिल्लाने के लिए पूरा रेडी थी बे.
Finding a kill there is totally fine because he's alone on B side at that point. Like no one else from Zeta is on B.
भाई मारा शुगर ने.
And then they get aggressive. They start pushing into mid. 10 gets in there and they start taking space. That's what Zeta needs to be doing. They need to be making it difficult for GE.
मैंने दो नाम लिए थे ना 10 और शुगर क्यों ने मारा. शुगर ने मारना चालू किया. 10 नहीं मार
See if we can get more of it. A lot of pings coming down from GE towards A. 4-man stack. It's a lot of Zeta awaiting.
आत्मा को शांत कर भाई. Excuse me.
It out though. Looks like they're going to take a little bit more time to think about this after that flash.
He's looking to lead the dog again because figure, okay, if we get a tag, try to rush here, depth of the tailwind in, try to get that kill for free. Back away, Prowler going to identify one. And it's, I mean, a 4-man stack right now in art.
मेरे घर के ऊपर जो भी काम कर रहे हैं बाद में नहीं कर सकते यार. हाँ इसकी वेड़ी.
We found instead, he just kind of cut sound. Still back here into spawn. There's the null command. Will go out. Will be pulsing wide enough to hit everybody over from art. But yet now, swinging around. There's the push and Depth wins out of the fight. But yet dead. Bazzi as well taken down. Texture tries to aggro swing into the Nebula. Sugar Zero finds that kill. Push out from Aaron. Good for one. Can't steady the aim for the other. And again, another
guys, I
Sugar
think
Zero.
we need to do
Keep the hopes and dreams alive.
mid to B split जो last time किया
really
था.
strong map here
Smoke में मांग लेता
for the
हूँ।
side of Zeta. Depth winning a crucial fight on the back end of this. I like what GE is thinking here. I like what Aaron's thinking. He's like, they got aggressive after we make contact in the last round. Let's make contact. Let's cut sound. Let's hold our lines. Let's wait and see if Zeta gets a little bit aggressive on the map.
वो लोग वैसे देते हैं. बहुत जगह पे वैसे वो लोग सपोर्ट देते हैं. वो लोग कल्चर वैसा है ना जापान.
that they're able to then find some of those timings, catch them on the angles. You know, Depp wins his battle with Mun yet.
Yep.
So it's good play from both sides here that comes Zeta's way.
Tell you what, this goes to overtime. Those fans at the ZETA watch party are going to be wishing that they had some chairs.
शादी हो चुकी है आपका?
We learned anything about GE. They don't play short OTs.
Well, yes.
Sample size is 1.
Yeah.
Updraft. 10, obviously, perfectly aware of this. The flash. Nice.
He doesn't
notice.
No!
He does spot him. 10 gets away with murder.
बाप combo किया था.
Finding Monyet shuts him down. They lose 2 players. Because you're trying to back away.
Nice.
Cannot. Bazzi, the one to bring them back into this, to find parity in a 3v3. 53 seconds remaining. They can just go ahead and cut over towards A. Bronski jiggling out. Not sure how many players he spotted, but still lingering around here at B.
Great awareness for GE to push.
Oh, right here on the corner. Bronski has it. They spot Crow. They know that he's low. Aaron going on the hunt. To push through this wall. It'll slow him up. Plant now coming down. Laz not in a position to punish. The Cove comes up.
Aaron मारेगा मेरे
Decides to
साथ.
do it. Another wall goes in, but Aaron's right here, so close.
One enemy remaining.
Bazzi finds a third.
जी मैं बोला ना Aaron मारेगा. अबे बहुत smart बंदे हैं वे भी.
But the heroics from Bazzi bring them back into it.
Is it our first victory, guys?
13-9 in the end. A great run back, good perseverance from the side of ZETA once they got onto the defending half. But in the end,
भाई बहुत प्यारा खेला बे.
the win here on their map pick.
बहुत प्यारा खेला.
It's a great round here at the end.
भाई ये लोग मेरे 2 फेवरेट प्लेयर हैं लेकिन डेप और शुगर. Sugar Zero और डेप बहुत प्यारा खेलते हैं वो लोग.
He has his lockdown, so they got to start pushing space. They don't have any way to deal with that lockdown, and they're really
Second victory.
at that point.
First
and
किसके नाम
do,
था?
and they find 2 big kills that lets them get to the end of this. I'm happy ZETA made this a map, but I'm
फर्स्ट
concerned
में
that
एक मैच जीते. नहीं ये मैच जीतने वाले भाई सब फर्स्ट
happening to
विक्ट्री
ZETA.
है. मैच
Every single game, they come out
मैप
slow.
नहीं
They
रही
come
मैच
out
मैच के टर्म में
basic. They
पूछ.
come out readable.
Last time तो होने के लिए बुरा लगा था वो कैरी करा था.
Quicker to be tricky. We need to see them really start, you know, coming with a full deck of cards instead of playing with a half.
I mean, prioritizing some more widespread map.
भाई एक राउंड के लिए लेकिन लोग क्या खुश होते हैं ना यार. हाँ इतना राउंड डाउन होके भी मेरे को जाने का है बे. बहुत प्यारा जगह है.
idea of going over and checking out A. Granted, we didn't see too many deep pushes for map control as well from Global.
They never, yeah, oh yeah.
They also never really felt like they needed to.
No.
They were just scared they had to give up the site 4 times. More often than not, they were able to win the retakes fairly cleanly.
क्या है अपना क्या है? कोई दिख रहा कोई दिख रहा कोई दिख रहा कोई दिखा नहीं ना.
ZETA being able to fight back, make this a map that was close, that had contention in it. That gives me hope.
Okay.
हाँ कोरियंस है ना.
कोरियंस है ना वो लोग. कोरियंस ही तो है जी. उनको सपोर्ट करते ही है वो लोग.
इनके साथ CS:GO खेलता था भाई. इसके साथ PUBG खेलता था दोनों.
ए इंडिया फाइटिंग अपना नाम है कोच बिग टाइम.
इन दोनों के साथ भी खेलते थे राका.
कोच को सपोर्ट कर रहा है रे वो तो. यार ये Q2 भी सपोर्ट कर रहा है. Q2
उसके बच्चे की भी तो चुप रही है.
भाई कितना क्यूट है यार वो.
यार बना दे फिर मामा.
नहीं पहले आप.
नहीं पहले आप.
नहीं आप सीनियर है.
कौन बड़ा है तुम दोनों में से?
बिंक.
राका.
राका तुम्हारी शादी पहले हुई ना तो.
भाई 1 महीने पहले हुई है.
तो क्या हुआ भाई? तो लॉजिकली समझ रहे हो. और
पहले आप.
ना 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 ना. हाउ अबाउट हम दोनों हाँ टिबोन के लिए रुकते. हाँ हाउ अबाउट हम टिबोन के लिए रुकते. Meanwhile Fatu be like अरे.
Can you imagine a mini T-bone running here and there?
और मेरी तो शादी नहीं हुई. सबसे छोटा मैं. ये
आपका भरोसा नहीं. आप रेस ओवरटेक कर सकते हो फाटू भाई.
मेरे को ऐसा लग ही रहा है. मेरे को ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है कि शादी से पहले कुछ और
रहने दो राका भाई. आपके बच्चों के साथ मैं जॉट करूंगा.
क्वेश्चन ये है कि क्या राका अपने बच्चे को मिलाएगा तेरे से फाटू भाई?
आंसर ये है कि मिलाए रहा ना मिलाए मैं कुछ
भाई हम सारे ओ एक प्रण ले, हम सारे बच्चे हमारे सबके बच्चे मिला के एक टीम बनाए।
हाँ
What the fuck?
क्या बोलते हो?
द मिनी जॉट गैंग। द मिनी
टीम
जॉट
टीम
गैंग
कर सकते
कर सकते हैं।
Ibn भाई be like I will take one for the team. हाँ ना टीमों ने भी वैसा
चाचा बनोगे ना?
गाइस जो भी लोग देख रहे हैं 7.2 के लाइक्स हो चुके हैं, अभी कुछ करने का है नहीं तो तब तक लाइक्स से भर दो, जल्दी मैच 2 चालू होने वाला है। समझ
ताऊ बड़े होते हैं।
क्या कर रहे हैं लोग?
Wow, so good. Oh, so bad.
गिल चैलेंज।
What the? Teleport. You're very nice.
भाई 22 तो मैं मारता हूँ। लेफ्ट हैंड राउंड 2। अच्छा लेफ्ट हैंड, अच्छा ये लोग चैलेंज से कर रहे हैं। अच्छा अच्छा लेफ्ट हैंड से मेरे हिसाब से 5 मारेगा पिक्चर में।
One more. I want to.
5 भी नहीं, अरे 5 बोला था मैंने। अरे 2 हगी फ्लैश 10 टैग में 22 मेरी जान। 2 मारे उसने। अब पता है ना मेरे को क्या करना है और तुमको भी क्या करना है। हाँ लेफ्ट हैंड करके हमें जाना है रेंज में, और अगर अपन ने 3 मारे
पता कितना लग रहा है?
कितना?
13-10 जीतेंगे अपन।
करेंगे करेंगे ट्राई करेंगे, अपन ट्राई करेंगे। इससे 3 मारे सीधा हम ऋषि भाई को कॉल कर। ऋषि भाई क्या सीन है? आपने मेरा नया वीडियो देखा 3 किल वाला? ऐसा क्या बोलते हो?
रॉसी भाई ले आ रहे हैं खेलने विद दादाजी की ऑफ।
कौन बोला?
वो तुम्हें भरोसा देने के लिए किया उसने। वो भी हो सकता ना, है भी वो लोग बिग ब्रेन्स। क्या वो लोग मुझे बेट कर रहे हैं कि मैं जानबूझकर जाके 3 मारे और फिर उसके बाद वो लोग 20-20 मार के बेइज्जती करे? हो सकता है। वेरी रिस्की, वेरी रिस्की। टेंस का 30 का 30 रिएक्शन चाहिए। हाँ क्या 30 मारे टेंस ने? ओ माय गॉड क्रेजी यार, मतलब शिट क्या मार रहा है यार 30। मैं तो नहीं मार पाऊंगा। मिला अभी एक काम करो, अब वो वीडियो और ये वीडियो साथ में कमेंट कर, खुद रिएक्शन करो। तुमको ना साला रिएक्शन स्ट्रीम ज्यादा लगता है। और नहीं तो क्या, ये रिएक्ट करो वो रिएक्ट करो, इसकी तो कल पीआरएक्स का मैच देखा था? नहीं कल मैं नहीं देखा कुछ। कल मैं इनफैक्ट एक भी मैच नहीं देखा कल, दोनों में से। आरआर की जब भी खेल रही थी तभी मैं खुद स्ट्रीम कर रहा था और उसके बाद तो मैं बाहर जा रहा था। कल मैंने नहीं देखा। पीआरएक्स का एक मैप देखा जो लोग जीते, जिसमें 4 सेकंड किलजॉय लेके डबल एस मारा, वो जीता, वो देखा मैंने से। Why VLT is IND team and GE is not VLT has at least 3 IND players to represent. GE went on frenzy for nothing. जब मारे तो बस बाकी लोग रहे LG। स्वादिप भाई आपके थॉट्स के लिए थैंक्स। तो आपको 2 चीजें बताता हूँ। अगर फुल इंडियन टीम बनाए, ठीक है, जी पैसा देके समझ लो 50 लाख 1 करोड़ जितना भी लगता है टीम बनाने को, फुल इंडियन टीम बनाए और वहां जाके हारे तो जो 50 लाख 1 करोड़ के आप दोगे या फिर जो हेट वो टीम को मिलेगा वो आप लोगे। हाँ क्योंकि जिस हिसाब से आपने 100 रुपए दिए, मुझे नहीं लगता कि पांडा जी आप वो कर सकते हो, पहली बात। और अभी के टाइम पे भले 2 इंडियन प्लेयर्स हैं वहां पे, भले एक खेले या भले वो लोग ना भी खेले, एंड ऑफ द डे क्योंकि और इधर का नाम यहाँ का जा रहा है, कल परसों वहां के बाहर के प्लेयर्स आके भी वो लोग खेलेंगे ना, तो वो लोग बोलेंगे कहाँ की टीम है? इंडिया की टीम है। हाँ, आप मुझे ये बात बताओ, अभी अपना जो मैचेस चल रहा है उसमें इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग बांग्लादेश का टीम है जहां पे अपने प्लेयर ज्यादा खेल रहे, क्यों कर रहे हैं वो लोग? हाँ, या फिर आप एक काम करो, आप कुछ ऐसा करो जिससे इंडिया में इतने ज्यादा स्किल्ड प्लेयर्स आए कि भाई हम लोग को बाहर के प्लेयर्स लेना ही जरूरत ना पड़े, वो कर लो। हाँ, या फिर आप खुद एक काम करो, आप बोलो कि जो भी हेट मिलेगा वो मैं ले लूंगा, और जितना भी पैसा तुमको लगता है टीम के लिए 2 करोड़ 5 करोड़ जितना भी, वो भी मैं दूंगा। आप एक 5 मैन इंडियन टीम बना के एक टूर्नामेंट खेल लो, वो कर लो, आप वो बात कर लो, मीटिंग कर लो ऋषि भाई से। हाँ, वो कर सकते हैं।
हाँ,
कितनी देर में स्टार्ट हो रहा है सेकंड मैच?
पहले टाइम तो बाहर के प्लेयर्स थे ही नहीं,
हाँ अभी हो जाएगा few minutes.
अभी तो सब टीम में बाहर के प्लेयर्स है। क्यों यार? सोचो इस बारे में पांडा भाई, सिर्फ बोल के कि यार जी टीम इंडियन टीम है, इंडियन प्लेयर्स नहीं है, ये वो है, स्लॉट बाकी प्लेयर्स की वजह से मिला है, ये वो है, ये वो है। बाकी प्लेयर्स को भी बोलो ना, बाकी प्लेयर्स को, इंडियन लोग इंडियन टीम में अच्छे खेल रहे थे, बाकी प्लेयर्स वो लेवल पे जाके नहीं खेल सकते, वो लेवल के प्लेयर्स चाहिए, सिंपल बात है। सोचना पड़ता है यार, 10 चीजें सोचनी पड़ती है वर्ल्ड लेवल पे। अगर सिर्फ इंडिया में खेलते रहते तो शायद बात अलग थी, वर्ल्ड लेवल पे सोचना पड़ता ना यार। जब बाहर के लोगों को प्रॉब्लम नहीं है इंडियन टीम को रिप्रेजेंट करके इंडिया का नाम आगे बढ़ा है, तो बेंच अपने को कैसे प्रॉब्लम हो रही है? मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है। हाँ, श्रीशा भाई थैंक यू फॉर द शेक 20 मेरी जान, लव यू यार। आप लेफ्ट हैंड यूज करते हैं राइट? किस बात पे आप पूछ रहे हो? सागर भाई डब्ल्यू एडवाइस, थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
Those where Aaron has already got you dialed in. He knows it's going to be this execute the cascade first and then the wall of smoke to allow them to push into sight, but Texture was prepared for it. The flash might have gone through, but he knew exactly how to play off of it, gets the frag onto Laz, and then updrafts upwards so that Vasi can actually strike them down with his Phantom. At that point, it's just easy for GES
गाली देने का,
clean
you
up,
should
and
always
Zeta,
explain
that B-side
and
hit, they did it
educate
too many
मेरे
times,
हिसाब से।
I think.
Yeah, and this is something we've touched
Aradip
upon
bhai,
in
thank you for
many
the
of the matches
tune.
in VCT
जाने
Pacific
तो
so
बंग
far
भाई
is
इसके
about
पहले नहीं।
how do you just round
ऐसा
around,
मत,
right?
इतना
Everyone
वो
comes in
मत
with their
करो
own
यार।
plan, but if the opponents have already
Chicana is
downloaded
better,
it,
always.
you now have to kind of think outside the box and try to get ahead of your opponent sometimes.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't be doing the same strat over and over just because it worked, or the
You
same
should
play
always-
on the same
Good.
site over and over. It's
Educate,
important to
मेरे
have
हिसाब से।
a way to randomize your approaches where the other team really is gassing on some level.
बंग्स भाई
If
इतना
they're
वाइस
probing
कैसे हो?
sitting out-
बंग्स भाई इतना वाइस कैसे हो? वेल, अगर आप देखें तो जब ये गेम चालू हुआ एक बंदा बिना एम के रेडियंट पहुंचा था। अगर आप देखें तो आफ्टर बिकमिंग रेडियंट, मतलब यार ये सब, अरे मैं नहीं यार, मैं खुद का तारीफ नहीं करता। ए यार सॉरी नहीं कर सकता, नहीं कर पाया।
to think more, forcing Zeta to rotate around so much because you
वही
have
जो आपने
that
सोचा था,
mid-presence,
हाँ?
and then you have this cosmic divide. Very interesting one.
गाना
with
गाने
Big
के लिए
Dad
right
that
hand।
actually allows for Manya
मैं गाली
to
का
peek
दिया,
in and
अरे
get
आपको
thrown.
नहीं
And of
बोला रे,
course, they
आपको
managed to
आपका
get the
सुपर
spike
चैट
down.
अलग था,
Gives them so
चैट
much space,
देख के
and
मैं बोला
Texture
आपका
with the
अलग
flank
था।
for B-Link as well. The last player,
लेकिन
of course,
अगर
Dev with
आपने
an
सोचा,
option, he was able to get one, but
मैंने
that
आपको
is
बोला
it,
और आपने मेरे
because
को
this is
2
that
और डॉलर
GE
दिए, लव यू।
global map presence that really took them
कट
down.
गया
They
आपका,
actually
लेकिन
played
आपको
this
नहीं
round
बोला था।
off of Coach Eraser's timeout, and I think this was one of the things that really gave
मैं तो
them the
VJ में
momentum
एडेंस
to
बोला,
finish off the map.
आपको नहीं बोला।
Yeah, because I mean the casters touched on it
Shara
as well,
bhai,
right,
thank
as
you
the
for
map
the
ended.
44.
Okay, well the
समझा, अभी
second
ये
half
clip
Zeta
करके
started
डाल दो।
kind
हाँ,
of
ये
push
सब डाल
back and
सकते हैं, ये
G
सब
needed
मैं
a little
वैसे
bit of
नहीं
extra
डालता।
time.
लेकिन एक
Well,
बार मेरे
timeout
एडिटर
was
को
one of the
पूछ
ways to
लेना,
do
अगर
it,
वो
right?
खुद
You
डाल
buy a
रहा
little
है।
time for your players, regroup, touch upon what's not
बंग्स
working,
भाई
then
साथ
they're able
मत
to fire
करो,
right
ऐसा
back and
कुछ
finish
नहीं है।
off map one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny with the timeouts and what happens with them. For instance, yesterday we had a lot of timeouts that seemed to
सदगुरु जी
not
के लिए
have
बहुत
any help
रेस्पेक्ट है,
for the teams with they called for them. It didn't seem to change much at all. But
Bhushan bhai, thank you for the 1 month.
Yeah, I mean, you take this
मैं
break,
उतना
and then
knowledgeable
the
नहीं हूँ
coach
बे,
has to
बन
try
भी
to
नहीं
figure out,
सकता,
okay, what is
पागल
going
हो।
wrong? Is it a decision thing? Is it a communication thing? And they got to try to tweak
10-7
those dials
देख
and
के
get them
लगा
back in
2-0
there. And that was the moment I think we
हो
saw
गया, हो सकता है।
the proper adjustment.
2-0 हो
Yeah,
सकता है।
Zeta actually called their own timeout too, but it didn't really work out.
Guys, आ गया
You
अपना
have a player like Texture on the other side, and he's able to really go in aggressively, find that space.
एवरीबी कितना टाइम देता देखा ना?
Pushes up different parts of the
दिन के
map.
13 घंटा।
Sometimes with the blades even, and he's just that
किसका?
sharp.
ये केडी इतनी देखी है कभी जिंदगी भर?
क्या? हेलो, मेरी केडी देखो जाके वैलोरेंट ऑफिशियल साइट पे 4 की केडी या 4 की।
और क्या होता है केडी बताना जरा एक बार।
किल डेथ असिस्ट आप डैडी को बता रहे जो एफपीएस प्लेयर रह चुका है बचपन से।
राका भाई एक क्वेश्चन पूछूं।
एक सेकंड, इसने कितने एफपीएस गेम खेले बताइए जरा, कितने एफपीएस गेम खेले? एफपीएस गेमर बोल रहा है, बताइए।
वैसे नहीं, फ्रॉम एक्सपीरियंस, लव यू मेरी जान, लव यू टू यार।
अच्छा, सीएस ही एफपीएस गेम है।
सीएस हमने स्टार्ट करी सीएस कंडीशन 0 से 1.6 सोर्स ग्लोबल ऑफेंसिव। ओ भाई क्या क्या नहीं खेल चुके हो।
राका भाई आपको तो शर्म आनी चाहिए उतने को एफपीएस गेम बोलते हुए। लेकिन राका भाई आप पे क्वेश्चन है मेरे को।
हाँ बताएं।
क्या आपने अपना रैंक गेम का केडी को कंपेयर करके ये?
मैं तो बोल ही नहीं रहा, मैं तो एक स्ट्रीमर हूँ यार।
नहीं तो आपने पूछा ना कि आपने ये केडी देखा, तो हम कहाँ से कंपेयर करें?
फाटू को बोल रहा हूँ।
तो फाटू कहाँ पे स्टेज पे गया है?
नहीं, फाटू कह रहा है ना कि वो
ये लो भाई
है।
राका भाई मैंने एपेक्स खेला है, मैंने ब्लड हर्ट खेला है,
मैंने चैट देखा है। बस भाई थोड़ा इंडियन ऑडियंस को भी रेडन पहुंचा दो। 2 रुपीज का कॉमन सेंस है, दूसरे का एल बोल रहे हैं। एनीवे मेरा प्राइस खत्म। मैं क्या बोला था? प्राइस खत्म होते होते मैच खत्म होएगा, बोला था कि नहीं यार? अवरदीप भाई बोला था कि
Everyone has their own ideas, and Zeta has a lot of game tape on this map. It's so easy for Global to actually study how Zeta plays this, and they might be able to come up with an answer.
यार जो उड़ती है उसका नाम क्या था?
मेरे को एक दिन वो करने का पता है, एक दिन वो वीडियो बनाएंगे जहाँ पे हमको टाइम दिया रहेगा, लेकिन तुम लोग गूगल नहीं कर सकते, टाइम नहीं दे सकते। तुम लोग ने लाइफ में, पूरे लाइफ में जितने गेम्स खेले रहेंगे ना, उनका सिर्फ नाम लिखते जाने का। करे एक दिन?
ठीक है।
हाँ बिना गूगल के, बिना
मान ले ऐसे कि खेले, हम कैसे मान ले कि खेले?
पूछ लो यार, मम्मी पापा से पूछ लो। मेरे मम्मी पापा को तो पता है
कैसे वाला स्ट्रीम की जितने करे हैं।
अरे सब थोड़ी स्ट्रीम कर रहे थे जब से आपने चालू किया है, मैं तो नहीं कर रहा था।
तो एक काम करते हैं, 5 साल बाद ये चैलेंज करते हैं, आज से शुरू करते हैं वैरायटी गेम्स, क्या बोलते हो?
हाँ देख, मेरे को हर गेम स्ट्रीम करना नहीं पसंद, कुछ गेम में खुद के लिए भी खेलता हूँ। 1-2 गेम में अभी भी स्ट्रीम से इंस्टॉल करके खेल रहा हूँ खुद के लिए।
क्या आप ऑफलाइन खेल रहे हो?
हाँ ऑब्वियसली भाई।
सीरियसली आपके पास शादी के बाद टाइम मिल रहा है कि आप ऑफलाइन गेमिंग भी कर रहे हो?
ऑब्वियसली।
उनकी बीवी भी गेमिंग करती है राका, भूलिए मत।
भूलो मत।
वही।
हाँ तो ठीक है, तो दोनों ऑफलाइन गेमिंग करते हैं।
हाँ भाई बेस्ट टाइम स्पेंड साथ में गेमिंग करो।
वही।
हाँ।
मगर बात तो स्टोरी मोड गेम्स की हो रही है।
क्यों? बाकी गेम्स नहीं है?
गेम्स है।
ये फंसा।
And DRX has played this before
as
well.
नाम लिया और तुम हाजिर।
It's something that Zeta
tried
to exploit a little bit off as well, but that's where I think it's up to us to see how comes up and experiments with new strats, anti-strats to break away Zeta's structure.
All right, well, this is going to be a mirror matchup between GE and Zeta Division. GE Global Esports currently leading 1-0 as we go into a second. It's a battle of tape versus no tape between these two rosters. Akilus and Paper Thin take us into game 2.
पंकड़ आ गए।
Alrighty, here we go. Well, that's just from memory. It feels like no tape has often been doing a bit better.
ये टूटता है ना मेरा।
Obviously,
This is magnet.
things out there. This is the same composition as well from the side of Zeta.
क्या? कौन इग्नोर? क्या?
आपने रिसेंट टाइम में एक ऑफलाइन गेम का नाम बताना जो खेली हो।
मैं व्हाट्सएप करूं?
अच्छा वैसा है क्या?
हाँ। क्या वैसा है क्या?
18+?
नहीं वैसा नहीं है। रुक मैं कर रहा था।
ऐसा वैसा वैसा
मुझे
कैसा
पता है बिंग्स क्या व्हाट्सएप करने वाला है।
ओ घर के
लेट्स गो,
अंदर
चालू हो
ढुका
गया,
छुपी
चालू हो गया।
फर्स्ट
बाटू देखो
एक मैच
As
हो
always.
गया
भाई ये तो
खेलते
अपना ही
हैं
मैच
नेक्स्ट
है
एंट्री।
I mean, I think Zeta fans would disagree with me there. I think they want to see Zeta come through here and do another
Let's
reverse
go,
sweep,
G.
get another 2-1 victory under their belts, and it's huge for the region. I mean, you think about,
वही
you know,
तो मैं बोल
DFM is
रहा हूँ
struggling, and we thought for a moment,
हाँ,
for a hot
लेकिन
moment
मैं वो
that
भी
maybe
लिखा है।
DFM was going to figure it out. They looked crazy good there
ये फंस
for a
गया।
couple maps, and
Yeah,
then
good until it didn't.
until it didn't. Yeah, it looked good until it didn't.
ना।
But now this is a heavy snap here from Zeta. It's 10 leading the way here. Just
क्या
checking
आपस में
confirmation.
अलार्म बॉट नहीं मारते एक दूसरे को?
Hanging out across from each other. Smokes start to come down here for Zeta. Both at Market and Alley. There is the
मर
dash.
गए ये लोग।
Just able to avoid that 0 point.
Oh, good. Nano forces Aaron out. Still will get one, but eventually ends up falling to the Nano Swarm. Placement there by 10. I mean, this was where 10 was started just crushing in their previous series. Spotted. Because they're trying to go aggro and clear out Market, but puts a smattering of damage down.
भाई ये लोग का रेटेक्स बहुत
It's Laz. Fighting Bazzi. Down to a 2v2.
बहुत अच्छा हो गया
Two
रेटेक्स।
players tagged up on either side. Jump up, swing around the corner. Maniet with a quick finish. Finds the shot with a ghost, and he'll get the wall bang.
बोला
Good shot
भाई
as
ये
well.
लोग का
Maniet
रेटेक्स
again. Things off.
ये लोग का रेटेक्स बहुत क्रेजी
Under
है
his
भाई।
belt.
भाई मेरे को ये
And
लोग का
Global with yet
रेटेक्स में
another missile.
इतना
Whatever
इम्प्रूवमेंट
they
दिखा है
have
ना।
been beating Manyet the last couple weeks, just keep it up. Whatever he's ordering off of
Nah.
I don't
Adal
care if you get
Minjo.
sick
Why
of
is
Maniet. You
Rosina
got a
playing
match today, you're
कल
gonna eat it
उसने
again.
जो खाना खाया
I
था
don't care if he's eating
सुनाई दे रहा है तुझे
bulgogi every day.
Proper?
Just let the man cook.
थोड़ा ये
I
साइड
mean, whatever he's ordering off Adal Minjo, it's great. Just keep it up. I mean, he's been absolutely insane. This is just great. I mean, you know, but it's individual wins here from Zeta. They're trying to take these fights one-on-one. What did he say?
He said Coca-Cola, so I guess that's the secret.
I don't. Yeah, that's the trick. Okay, got it.
क्योंकि जी में सब अलग अलग रीजन के ना तो लोग इंग्लिश कॉम्स कर रहे हैं।
नहीं जैसे हम नहीं बोलते वहाँ
Open up with
भाई
the Aries and Bazzi's just instantly gonna take them down
चौबीस
quite
कर
low and
दी
definitely
ओ
quite
अगर
dangerous
टर्रेट
aim
मारता तो
going for
यार
that
मजा
turret because the triple burst
Deadly combo
does 18 damage, so at just enough HP to get fully killed.
हमको रिसेंटली कौन से ऑफर ने मारा था बहुत गंदा
Close.
DRX में
Only, you know, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So, you know, not the end of the world there. Texture there. What?
Oh God!
Oh.
Texture so low, but still comes away with the
हाथ
kill.
टूट गया रे कबे editor
Yeah,
you
I
so
mean,
much
what? Between the Jets, both of them at
that
18
when you
health.
take time off for us I understand
Funny
You
how
were
that
talking
works
about
out.
how
I
things
still
are
want to
balanced.
watch your
You,
stream अरे यार
you
मैं
definitely
सोच रहा
got your
पुराना
Thanos
मैं
glove
unleash
on
करूँ
today.
सोच
Got
रहा
the
हूँ
Infinity Gauntlet.
Foxy yeah Foxy
I know you hate those
Foxy.
movies. So.
Yeah.
नाम भूल गया
Let's talk about better IPs. Bronski gonna go push.
अरे reveal हो
forward.
गया
Find one, lands the classic, gonna be trading him out. Texture finds a second.
हो
And
गया
then
भाई
Texture
reveal हो
will
गया
find
तो
third.
हाँ
Bronski, the only member to die. If I'm remembering correctly, this is how Pro started as well.
लास्ट गेम देखा टेक्सचर ने
Maybe
क्या
they lost one
मारा
more
है
person in that anti-ego. Either way,
Pretty
it's
close.
fairly
हाँ?
damn clean here for the side of Global
जैसा आपने मुझे
Esports.
स्ट्रीम पे मारा था याद है
Now he's looking to
हेडशॉट
do
वैसे
unspeakable
टेक्सचर
things as he has a Bucky, but okay, no.
Here.
Sells it.
Foxy.
He's going to be an
Huh?
honest gamer.
Foxy.
Has a ghost
नहीं
in hand.
टेक्सचर
Here.
नहीं फॉक्सी ने
I
जैसे
mean,
मारा था
नहीं,
the
नहीं,
Marshall and
texture.
Texture's hands today
वो
has
मालूम
been
है मेरे को
absolutely
हाँ.
on fire. See if he can find some more
बस मैं
damage,
थोड़ा
take another
टेक्सचर से उनका
bonus.
सेंसी पूछ गया वही है 0.3
away from Zeta. It is the
मेरा
half
वाला
harvest
use
today
कर।
for Zeta, so that seems to be the game plan here.
ओ देख कहां से
Allows them to get a few extra buys in there. Work better on their defender side, I'll say that. Texture looking for an angle here on 10. I think Depth's gonna shoot the utility. I thought he could just dodge it. Thought he might try to cut ahead of the utility.
Oh.
Good hold here from 10.
Okay. 10 just hanging back. It's a headshot Texture now taken down. Some Marshall out of play. Clean and necessary start for Zeta.
रॉन्स्की भाई हाथ में
We
पकड़
saw
के बैठे
Global converting that bonus
छोड़ो ना
on the
नहीं
defensive side.
पंको
Pearl.
पंको ना
face
ना ना ना
Finding
वो
another.
ब्राइट का था
Headshots looking clean. Ronsky dead.
I am the fat man.
Spotting him. One yet not ready for Depp to be in
I
that
am the
position.
fat man.
A-site now completely open as Aaron and Bazzi will try to rotate around, see if they can deal any additional damage. But for now, Zeta very much on for a flawless.
Spike planted.
Darts managed to get a tag
ऐसे भी
in.
लगी
Can't deny
लगी
the
ना,
plant,
पैर
can't
पे
get the
लगी।
kill. Crow just gonna be
टांग
down to
पे।
52.
Yeah, new
तो इतना
you know,
damage
the updraft there. Aaron
This
knows
is
there's
spam
something
and
going on
leg
behind
no
him, wants to try to clear it first. Batsy here with the Aries, just looking for
ये
these
ऊपर
lurks,
वाले को
just
जाके
looking for
मार
these
के आने दे
flanks.
तो काम चल रहा है
Zeta
हर
holding
दिन
tight,
पी पी
giving
पी
any room.
घर बना रहे हैं यार सिर्फ
New
ड्रिलिंग
here
कर रहे हैं
for
पता
GE.
नहीं लगता है जॉनी भाई आ गया
Much time left. Is it just going to be the spike sacrifice in the end? I know Bazzi's still doing
0.3
some good there.
टेबल
Kevin
छोड़ के
plays out, tries
बाजू
to
के
find a couple
घर में
kills.
घुस जाएगा
In the
मौत।
end, it seems like GE making the decision not to give
Yeah,
anything over.
yeah.
They don't want to give any extra ult charge or
Yeah,
cash, so they'll just go ahead and die to the spike. That Spectre in
Yeah,
on the ground.
yeah,
Zeta getting themselves on the board nice and early this time around.
Yeah,
गाइस
this is a great
10 के
round.
लाइक्स करो
It's
उसके बाद
flawless.
आगे का भी
You know,
सोचना
you're only
है
investing half armor, so
जो
it's
लोग
a
ने
lot
लाइक्स
of
नहीं
extra
किया
money.
लाइक्स करो यार
You're gonna
ओनली
be
2
able to
के
bank up
रिमेनिंग
here
जल्दी करो
for more buys on this attacker side. Texture is going to dig in, grab that operator with half armor himself. Aries
जॉनी भाई थोड़ा ठंडा लो एक मैच के लिए बस
both teams be boasting a lot of firepower. Only one away from the ult is Crow.
ये बढ़िया था
They
जरूर
try to force that
बाय डांस
into his
पैक
hands here. A
क्योंकि
5 stack
बेस्ट है
at
वो
A.
guns.
See if they can get this orb, get
It
something
was a
going.
free round
And do get the suppress. A couple people getting caught by that one there. One yet now just going to be
अरे आराम से
Hell. Drone shot does come out. Rush in. Depth trying to get on top of him. Takes a bit of damage here. Texture forced away. Off not going to be getting
भाई
anything
क्या
there, but
blind दिया
lurking
उसने
Hell. One yet comes up with one. Looks for a little bit more. Swing out from Texture. Not going to find anything up. It's going to be left on
भाई
the ground.
क्या
But it was very much a meat
भाई
grinder.
क्या ब्लाइंड दिया
Zeta
उसने
just stepped into.
हाँ भाई
Global ripped him to shreds. Off going to be
भाई
recovered
Vronsky
just like that.
what the
Orb stopping Zeta from being able to string 2 rounds together this early on.
लेफ्ट के ऊपर
Yeah, this is just a good
मार
hold
दिए
from the side of GE. I think they get the info that Depth off that 0 point, that Depth is there, and that's, you know, pretty much a dead giveaway with the way Zeta plays, that's going to be the angle they're going for here. Some good spots. Give them all the information they need, and yeah.
क्या चल रहा है
बाय बाय बोल रहे
And we need the
Bye
lighters.
bye बोल
Yeah,
रहा
yeah, yeah.
Maybe that might be a fire hazard.
Yeah,
no?
let's just use cell phone. That's what we do
Fire
these
marshal
days.
might get involved.
This is, and you say I'm the boomer. Like, that's what kids do these days. They use cell phones.
I mean, sure.
अरे रिवील हो गया
Oh, fair,
I
fair,
mean,
fair.
they get the suppression onto Texture, and they're still pushing. You know that he's going to have that operator. It was recovered. They're looking for the repeat, and ooh, Depth. Lucky to avoid
क्या?
that. Vronsky swings out, will find 10.
ने
Depth
चलते
able to answer
चलते
back
मारा
with one.
headshot.
Getting Crow back into this round, though, seems pretty much
नहीं मिल रहा
impossible.
रिवाइव करना
Sure that Depp is in a forward position, but okay, now knows exactly which side he's on. Swings
Oh.
out, and Depp gets that headshot. One yet
कोई ना अपर राउंड जीत
on the
गया ये इसको मार
on
दे
the lurk, spots him going in the market.
Timing.
Yeah, it's a bit too quick to be able to get that shot. Had he nailed it, damn, would have been impressive. Now, sight set on B. A 3v3, but players low here for Zeta.
उसको दिखा नहीं
Bazzi's right on the site. Odin in
ओमेन के लिए
hand,
रुको
swing into him. This could be catastrophic, but
ओ
Depp,
ओमेन
he
के लिए
gets the
रुको
kill. Now it's one yet. Looking for the clutch. 35 seconds remaining. The headshot comes across. and
ओमेन के लिए
Laz
क्यों नहीं रुके
brings them
I thought
over the
he
line.
was this
What a
round.
round. What a series
अरे
of plays
ओमेन
by
के लिए
Depp.
रुकना था
Yes,
इन्हें
that is a great round from Depth. Surviving that early kind
ओमेन
of
के लिए रुकना था रे अपना राउंड था
misstepped into mid with
कोई
the
ना
op
कोई ना
there.
कोई ना
Like I said, even with the null command
देख
rolling,
ना बहुत जल्दी आ गया है
Texture able to find a lot of value, but it's Depp who's just hitting crazy good shots. Two players there from Zeta were super weak, lined up
क्या
right for
वन
Batsy,
टैप
but
मारा
Depp's
लैज
just too
ने
fast.
Yeah.
Insane.
Every time I try that,
ओटी जाएगा
I
versus an
die.
Odin, it's yeah,
बाय 30 10 जाएंगे अपन और सब
Depth.
फिर जाएंगे संडे एंजॉय करने
nasty from him. Ooh, the updraft does spot Laz.
Wow.
Really
भाई
aggressive
खौफ
here
देख रहे हो
from
spawn
Texture,
में
just looking
सारे?
to up the pace. Look at this, he's about to
भाई
run
लिखूं
into
क्या
a
मैं all
4-man
chat में?
stack and their spawn.
Campers.
10, spotting one, throws the nano swarm. Texture gonna be dealt with. 10, holding the line, manages to find a second. Vronsky finally finds the kill, but still takes
क्या
significant
लगता है अगर
damage.
लिखा
Now
रहता तो
45
तुझे अभी क्या
minutes,
रिप्लाई मिलता है वो
grabs the
लोग से
rifle.
जीतने के बाद
Probably love to hand that off to Bazzi, but
कैंपर्स
getting met up with him at this point.
कैंपर्स हैं वो स्पॉन में बैठे देखना
Damn tough.
50 राउंड में
Door will be shut. The plant comes through. 4 members
बरिंग
strong on the
नजर
site.
इनटू
Zeta
इजराइल
Shirley.
का
This is
डर
them
भी
tying this
नहीं
up.
है और ऊपर से इंडिया का नेम भी
No doubt. It's
बढ़ेगा
looking pretty
इसको
good. A
क्या
0
ही
point to check
समझेगा
switch.
विनिंग बट एट
Sugar
व्हाट
Zero
कॉस्ट बट
waiting.
एटलीस्ट इट्स नॉट योर मनी नो पांडा भाई
Paranoia in hell.
If you want to ask we are winning at
Bring it
what
out.
cost, do one thing, एक
Clear, but they're going to get
पेन
spotted by the
पेपर
0
निकालो
point themselves.
Sorry,
एंड
bro,
आप
the
देख लो
classic,
कि
I don't
गेमिंग
think
कैसा था
It's a
जब
valiant
इसके
attempt.
पहले गेम्स बूम
but
हुए
of course,
और जब अपनी टीम्स वहां पे गई है और गेमिंग अभी कैसा है तो आपको मालूम पड़ेगा क्या बोलते हो नासा भाई
Rifle save.
प्लीज
Otherwise, yeah, we'll just have Ronski die. But
सिर्फ ये
okay.
देख लेना
Depth
और फिर भी आपको नहीं
sussing
समझ
it
में
out.
आता फिर मैं कुछ
Gets the
नहीं
headshot through the wall. Spike
क्योंकि
will go
ऐसा
off,
नहीं है कि
and
this is the first time we have
hold
gone
on to the Vandal
international
as we get tied up
so
at 3-3.
please यार
Excellently done.
you can
Temp
do
being able
compare
to
आराम से
win out as hard as
easily
he
होगा
did, given a triple push
गूगल करके आप
into
कंपेयर
B
कर
lobby.
सकते हो
He was late
Very
to
much
react
keeps
to
him
that.
alive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, he was distracted by,
क्योंकि
Aaron.
जितना मेरे को याद है
no, I
लास्ट
mean,
टाइम
it's
सारे गए थे
he's
इंटरनेशनल पे
really good
तभी
on
एक
this
बंदे
map.
ने कुछ
You
ऐसा
think
काम
back to
किया
the
था
LCQ, right? Remember
जिसकी
we
वजह
got
से जा ही
past
नहीं
him
पाए
at the LCQ in 2021, and he was a monster.
वो भी
on this
इसलिए
map
किया था
on-
क्योंकि
on
स्किल नहीं था
Killjoy. So
इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग पांडा भाई बट कोई सीन नहीं
great presence of mind to be
आप
that,
अपना सोच
that
के अब
lone
कर सकते
player
हो
oftentimes. So they are going to start a little bit different this time. Spike in the back, a 3-2 setup for ZETA. Going to maybe get aggressive into mid here once again.
Here.
Depp does have that Blade Storm in the back pocket. 10 has his lockdown as well. Ronski did get the null command after dying in the previous round. So a lot of big ults could be invested here. Money's a little bit sideways for GE, so this round pretty important for them, especially on their defenders half on Ascend. This is typically a very defender-sided map, so this round in particular, you would really like to get done, but no push-outs here from GE.
मारेगा टेक्सचर लग
Now,
रहा है
ZETA will start making their way in towards mid.
Fun fact, right now in Pacific, it's 50-50
Is it
across
really?
the board for Ascent.
That's awesome.
Just glanced at it, 50-50 depth.
कैसे निकल के
Again,
भागते हैं
punishing
वो
the
लोग
off.
ये देखा
Unscouted
नहीं
up is
उसने
Aaron, but Depp is so quick to turn around as soon as 10 gets taken down. A great response. Two players now.
ये मरा ये
Depp on the hunt.
पीछे बंदा है ना अच्छा
For
अपना
zero.
बंदा नहीं था
Finding Ronski, and they say, oh yeah,
एक
we
है वो
know
लोग
you got that Odin in Boathouse. We're not even going to try to mess with it this time.
I love this.
And Laz is just waiting for the cutoff.
30
But,
seconds.
I mean,
अच्छा खेल रहा है भाई
as
वो
in
लोग
money
का
up,
मैप है
there's
बे वो
no
लोग ने
reason
कितना
to
सब कुछ
even
किया रहेगा ना
try. They know that the round is gone. They have to give the lead over.
You can see how comfortable ZETA is on
ए
this map.
तू थोड़ा ही दिख रहा है
They read this so well.
No, like,
They just get this comfort on.
क्या है
Any
लाइट
other
यार
map?
नेचुरल
A few other
ब्यूटी
maps,
That'd be
please?
great.
Yeah.
It's like Zeta and Turkish teams on Ascent. They just go hand in hand.
माँ पे मार रहे
Fun yet, we'll find Laz. But given that he's got 4,400 banked before this spike
इजी
goes
से डेप
off,
भी नहीं कर पाएगा कुछ
I don't think he's going to be sweating too hard about it.
Yeah, I mean, here at ZETA, you can afford to throw some players at this setup. I mean, if you could get that Odin dropped in particular,
Dude, Sugar Zero, go for it. TP,
I would.
TP right in the boathouse.
why not? Do it. What if they do it? What if they do it here to set up depth?
Crow double flash
Come
right
on.
as the ult is coming in.
Oh!
All right, well, this time Bazzi will be able to find it.
बुरा लगा डेप
Spike goes off, and it seems like they don't
Double
want to
peek
hunt
will
that
be
much more. So
holding
they'll
के
just
साथ,
go ahead,
हैं?
continue to bank up, hold on to the two weapons, and GE, now that they lose this lead, want to go ahead and burn a timeout.
Yeah, I like what ZETA's doing. You know, we saw Munyet get a little bit aggressive early on the flanks. Now ZETA pumps the brakes.
अरे
They
रश्मि
want to
जी
make
मुझे
sure that
मत
there's
बताओ
no
रे
aggression
उसको बता रे
from GE. They want to make sure that they've got kind of all the information possible on their half of the map before they start making their moves, and they're making great moves. It's a great on the
भाई
fly
कितने
play.
प्यारे हैं ना यार वो
The
लोग
comfort that Laz has.
राका
हाँ
क्या
यार वो रिकॉर्डेड है भाई
अबे मैं तेको बोला है भाई उसमें
ओ
मेरी
भाई
एक
एक ही
दोस्त है मैं उसके साथ
पोस्चर भाई
नहीं नहीं
मतलब
रिकॉर्डेड तो नहीं रहेगा
उसके बाद मतलब टाइम आउट हुआ ब्रेक हुआ फिर से वही सेम पोज
तो
है
वो लोग के ऊपर है ना वो लोग दिखाते हैं रिकॉर्डेड तो नहीं करेंगे वे वो लोग
यार तुमने ये देखा वो नहीं होते जो हेल्प करने के लिए होते हैं कि सब कुछ ठीक चल रहा है मैनेजमेंट टीम से वो देखा तुमने
हाँ।
पीछे
किधर
अभी देखना जी के डगआउट के पीछे जहां वो बैठे हैं उसके पीछे खड़ी है वो ओ ये
क्या लिखा है बग्स आर यू वाचिंग ऐसा लिखा लगता है
राका भाई बिग फैन
अरे
आरपी
सब
करो
पांडा भाई
जॉर्ज लिखा है
पांडा भाई को क्या बताया यार उसके हिसाब से दुनिया चलती रहती पता नहीं क्या ही लगे पड़ते हैं
Aussie style meat pies.
Yeah, great.
Off my recommendation.
Wow.
Well, I showed him
I
the
know,
plays,
I know.
and he was just like, "Oh, I'll order these and bring them for lunch on one of the broadcast days." He's a man that appreciates good food.
He is. And I appreciate that. Because that means I get free food from him
Yeah.
every once in a while.
Well, significantly slowed down now. Zeta wary about what GE might have up their sleeve after the timeout. Like this, just
ध्वनि मिथुन नायक कैसे हो? सब बढ़िया
See if
है.
they push out into you, see what the default looks like. That the economy is not quite as fully fleshed out as they would enjoy. Texture there with a Spectre.
ZETA का accent strong लग रहा है ना?
Still got that lockdown again from 10. Didn't have to use it in the last round.
B2A भी देख
Didn't
लिया
get the
भाई.
opportunity to use it, I should say, but here, you know, to me it looks like they're thinking about trying to cross over potentially. Again, Lurk is actually coming through A main.
इसलिए मैं मनाने का try नहीं किया.
Texture yet pushing out.
Smart ना?
Mid crunch.
No.
Main hit here. The smokes are coming out on both sides.
I mean, they're pushing around up through Gelato, but they're going to be too late to try to catch anybody. Bazzi managed to find one. Down 10 right as he was going to enter into market. And again, the lockdown now going to be out of the equation. Aaron pushing out, finds one. Starting to try to encroach on his position. They managed to do so. Sugar Zero still takes quite a bit of damage, but man, what shots from Ronsky.
ये चश्मे से क्या difference है?
As Global lose one to close out the round. Timeout working a treat for them.
अच्छा.
They'll break the momentum in the win streak here from ZETA and tie us up at 4-4.
Yeah, and all the information in the world here for GE.
Oh, no, it's blind. Never mind.
Odin does
Went for it.
Oh, okay, it's off of Silvadar. Nah.
But they had to have known at that point, right? With how far out one yet, and Texture were pushed out A. They know this is coming B.
क्या चीज?
They're really able
Odin
to
does
prepare.
better.
Start kind of free-firing into those angles.
नहीं मेरा ध्यान नहीं जा रहा. बाजू में pick किया ना.
After the last map, they know it's coming B. Yeah, we've seen
Everybody knows it's coming B.
We've seen him go A plenty of times so far.
Yes, on this map.
Last time ये लोग ने A execute किया था, थोड़ा सा left right हुआ था.
The attempt here, they're going to try to play right off of this drone aggressive step.
Players.
Oh boy.
Just the more heavily stacked side. Ronsky though, tagged down to 52. There's the entry.
Oh.
Two quick kills.
Whoa.
Snaps on the depth's head. TP up into heaven from Sugar Zero does catch him off guard a bit, finding 2 kills.
पता है position पता है.
Bringing this back into a winnable position. Lockdown, however, from Aaron available, and he's in position. It's going to be the attacking lockdown. Now matched. Drone. Identify Sugar Zero. Yes, still in fact in this spot. Look at this spam through. Put some damage down onto him. A Hail Mary shock dart, but it just doesn't go deep enough. A little bit more charge, perhaps would have been able to find it. Sugar Zero.
दोनों में एक return हो गए.
Now going to be detained, but it's a detained on the opposite side as well. So 1 for 1. We got back to perfectly even standings aside from the HP bars.
It's amazing how that keeps working out.
Turret. Could be everything.
Nice!
Swing out and yeah, I mean, he's got to clear the turret. He's got to protect the spike.
Odin goes better.
Bloody on the A side, but Global will come away with another round win.
Odin goes better.
ZETA trying to force the issue with a coordinated attack. Lead the way with the drone. Set up for the TP up onto the top right box. And it works decently well, but a lot of damage is done here. As they're busy looking in towards switch, and that gives Ronsky an opportunity just to lay down.
Sugar मारता है बे लेकिन कितना प्यारा.
Able to stabilize, but Batsy clean with this Odin, ready for the repeat from 10. Already ADS there. Easy kill.
It goes better.
Starting to stabilize. So
दोस्तों मैं भी चलाना चालू करूँ क्या? मस्त लग.
I wouldn't have minded seeing potentially a timeout from ZETA there, but
ये क्या smoke है?
A little bit more out of this half. Depp is going to go for that blade storm. Shorty in the back pocket.
I think if we see GE pick up this round, that's probably when ZETA decides to call the timeout.
Sure.
Given the record so far on this map, you don't want GE to be able to get beyond that 6. That 6 and 6 half, still not super comfortable. A bit more of a coin flip, but not nearly as bad as an 8-4 once again. Cleared on the alarm bot. Take that back away. Smoke comes across from Moniette, cutting off B main.
Yeah, they're wary of another B hit, similar to what we saw a couple rounds ago.
The 9.
चलो शॉट लेके खड़ा है. जेट शॉट लेके खड़ा है.
Oh man, my blade.
Not even waiting for any more noise. Contact. Fragment just goes out right off the rip. Now the flash through. Ronsky, does he hit the door switch? No, he does not. Depth in the smoke, and he's just waiting this out patiently. Ronsky finds one, gets the other, swings in the doing a damn good RB impression on that KO. Last tagged. 5 HP
उसको लेग मारा ना शायद.
versus 3. At this point, it's just time to tuck tail and run. Still does have a good amount of cash will be able to buy, but 10 down at 50, somebody's going to have to spot
ये
it.
क्रॉसिंग में लग रहा है
Aaron's
टरेट
ping
मारेगा
landed
टरेट
like
से
right
मरने के
on
चांसेस आर
Laz
हाई
there towards Gelato. They know exactly what's going on, and he's already watching the angle here as Aaron. Gonna see him cross shortly. Yep, kill. That's easy.
टरेट को मार दे
हेडशॉट मारेंगे.
And what a hold. Aronski. I mean, we've talked about it before. There's the timeout as anticipated, so now we have some extra time to talk about it. What a glow up compared to, you know, the initial introduction of Aronski onto the global stage. Wasn't at lock-in, wasn't able to attend that event. Comes out here, has his debut versus T1, and obviously things are rough.
ये लेना पड़ेगा recon.
Some tech issues with his
राका भाई Aronski होल्ड कर रहा था कैंप कर रहा था
but
भाई
ever since that third map, granted, even though they lost that third map versus T1, they dropped the series, he looked incredible, and then
अरे बाज में पिंकी रे बाबा
onward versus DRX. Obviously, Maniac still in the spotlight, but Ron's
प्लेयर्स दिख रहे मुझे सिर्फ
better and better with
Oh, he's been phenomenal on the KO. I mean, he does a great job setting up his teammates, setting up texture, setting up whoever it is. His utility is very well placed, and he's found. We've seen this a couple times now, where he finds these cheeky spots that ZETA isn't ready for, and that's good on him in some ways. That it's also concerning for ZETA because they're not.
You don't know
ये
where I'm
पक्का बोल रहा है कि
protocols
ये
aren't
मैच
quite
जिससे
placed
होगा ना
where
हम जाएंगे बाहर
these
खाना वाना
entries, they're
खाएंगे
not covering
और
everything.
गाने वाने सुनेंगे
Somebody's
ऐसा
missing their
जो लग रहा
job on these entries because like you have to like
कोच ये बोला रहेगा
basic like entry squad tactics, right? It's like first guy
लग
looks
रहा है
left,
ना?
second guy looks right. You know, and that's how you
कोच
kind
ने
of
बोला
enter.
रहेगा यार मैंने 2 रेड बुल पहले आपने
Sometimes
किया
that doesn't happen for
जल्दी गेम
ZETA.
खत्म करो
Sometimes
7
they
पे
miss a corner,
लग रहा है
and that allows Ronski to come up there and all the credit in
they
the world
just
to
stick with their
Ronski.
team as
Puts
they're
himself in a
doing very
phenomenal
well
position and capitalizes perfectly on his situation, hitting some amazing shots there too. But yeah, now he's got another no command. You have that ult for Batsy as well. Laz sitting on his Hunter's Fury, so dueling Hunter's Furies available. Probably just going to send them when they find a good opportunity.
इसके लिए क्या क्या करते हैं वो लोग
You know, the position that
Smoke,
Batsy
blind
can
और recon
sometimes
3
hit
ability ना
in towards tree if they push that position. Maybe play off the turret, try
I
to go
think
for some info in towards B main.
I
use it
think
there.
कुछ सीन होने
A
वाला
lot of
है ये राउंड
options
क्योंकि
for
ओमन के पास दोनों
particularly
स्मोक्स
GE's
खत्म हो
Batsy.
गए
Get that Hunter's Furies out, do some damage. No reason to save it.
ये राउंड बहुत टफ है
Almost
जी को
impossible that 10 gets another lockdown unless 10 is an ace
देना
here.
है लो ऑल इन जस्ट थॉट इसलिए मैं प्यार से समझा रहा था पहले ऑल गुची
Expecting that they're going to start making their way forward. Dep just updrafting, trying to scout out. Rushes forward, turns there. We'll be able to clear it. We'll be able to hit the switch.
There it is.
He's just going to get tucked away. And yeah, Hunter's Fury comes across, answering Hunter's Fury now. Goes out, looking to flush him out of Boathouse, but seems like the tag's just not being found. Texture able to open, finds 10. The push up from Aaron there on ramp. As well. And now in again, there's just this Odin situated on the site. Aaron
भाई ये राउंड इतना मुश्किल था जीतने को कैसे जीते
going the way of Global, who are yet again now looking to find themselves an 8-4 half.
Yeah, now their defense is
बाजी का
really
अल्टी
strong.
ऑफ
9 and 3 last game.
हो ही नहीं रहा वो एंट्री करा रहे हैं मगर
भाई बाजी का अल्टी
A slightly worse half seed.
This is terrible.
बाजी का अल्टी ने बहुत होल्ड
I mean,
Figure
Figure Zero is just funneled on boats there. I mean, again, you can see that Zeta sometimes forgets about angles. They kind of really want to try to clear out a point of interest that gets called out early in the round, and it's like all hands are watching that. They need to start working on whoever's coming in, you know, second or third behind the initial attack.
बाजी का
whoever it
अल्टी
may
ने
be,
बहुत
whether it's
डिले
Dep or
किया
whoever,
बे
needs to be looking at the
उसका
other
रिकॉन
angles,
भी
needs to
कितना
be
प्यारा
covering
था
those
पता है
on these entries for Zeta to try to
एक ये सवार एक मेरी टीम में
alleviate some of these issues that they have from time to time. It's not all the time, but you see it from time to time. But
लेकिन उसकी भी गलती नहीं है उसके यहाँ पे बारिश होती थी
cover that. You can see a crunch here, expecting a potential push. I mean, Zeta is so concerned about these lurks from GE. But the funny thing is GE is kind of trying them, but
भाई अभी
they
ऑल
haven't
चैट
really
में लिखता भाई कितना शूट
matter. Like, GE's just kind of holding the line.
Push. He's actually going to go towards Ronsky, but again, doesn't check the angle. Ronsky's spamming out, however. Doesn't get any kills. And that alerts Crow.
इग्नोर करके हेवन जाके मार के टेक्सचर हेलो
Push out off
टेक्सचर बोलो डेप
dead. Two players now left alive, but with all of the money in the world, seems like they're going to try to fight for this one. Again, I mean, I think he's
an Odin man.
He's been pretty pissed
मूवीज
after
में
that.
कैसे हीरो का एंट्री होता है वैसे अपना बाजी भाई
So So this time he's been winning out every single fight versus him with his own hand. Push from Aaron, however, it goes a bit sideways. Can't get the kill. 10 will get an upgrade. And Bazzi's just sat here waiting to try to catch anybody. There's just too many angles. 10 wraps around. Finds the punish, and it's going to be 7-5 at the end of the half.
I mean, Zeta gets a little bit lucky in this round, I think, because
I feel this is
unnoted in that
map.
angle. And, you know, I think there's a dart that came through that drew his crosshair away just enough, but still, it went, you know, because of the great reactions individually from Zeta, it went okay, but it,
10 भी अच्छा player है, 10 को मारना चाहिए था, 10
kind of doing their due diligence.
Sure. It's another one of those moments where a little bit more.
क्या लगता है guys? 2-0-2-1 क्या लगता है?
Yes.
और 10 के watching है तो 10 के likes हो सकते हैं मेरी जान के टूटो.
Strong defending side from Global, but hack on Pearl. That's what things start to get away. See how clean it's going to be on Ascent. Whether or not they'll be able to get the pistol this time.
2-1, 2-1, 2-0, 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, this is
2-1, 2-0,
again kind of a key thing here
बहुत
for
सारे लोग
Zeta. They've
2-0
been able to get one pistol out of the three.
लो भाई
10. बस भाई Ascent attacking map है ना हाँ. I think it's a attacking map. क्योंकि मेरे बोलने से 10 का लैक्स नहीं हो रहा. क्या आप ट्राई कर सकते हो आपके स्टाइल में?
मेरा बड़ा
हाँ मैं नहीं सुनता, वो लोग सुनते हैं
श्योर.
या ट्राई करे
ट्राई करते हैं. हाय गाइस, लाइक कर देना.
ये आपका स्टाइल था.
लाइक करो यार. एक लाइक इज इक्वल टू 1 prayer for us to reach the finals.
भाई ये वाला कितने मैसेज आते थे पता है मुझे. 1 लाइक इज इक्वल टू 1 फ्लेयर. एक फ्लेयर अगर आप 1 लाइक करेंगे तो हो सकता है मैं पास हो जाऊं. ऐसे सब आते थे बे की वेड़गी.
Yeah, fair. I mean,
दिन याद है.
all things considered, you know, obviously, yes, quite a few deaths on Pearl. Of the taking Lions back at his
4 बार क्या इवन पे नंबर पे मत करो, ऑड नंबर पे करो. 1 बार लाइक करो, 3 बार करो, 5 बार करो, ऐसा करो. इवन
opening kills, but he's being traded.
Be the odd one out.
Hasn't been able to get in, get a pick, and then really be able to bail out.
F crying
has been
nahi
leading the way for
Yes.
Zeta in a lot of these round victories.
Yes, when they win rounds, a lot of times it's because Depp is kicking the door in and doing a great job of it. Now Zeta, on their defenders half,
disappointed
47.8%, so 48%, let's call it that, on their defender side. So the better side of the two, because on their attacker side, they're about 39% here on Ascent. So this certainly should go better for Zeta.
मुझे लगा
So all things considered, I don't think that's a bad attacker side at all for Zeta. But again, when I watch Zeta, there's so much potential there, and I want to see those little things get
ऊपर वाला जॉनी भाई मान ही नहीं रहा है.
that need to be addressed in practices that I'm seeing too much crop up week
सारा
over week.
प्लम्बिंग आज ही करेगा लगता है. अपना था.
Nice and slow, no fast rush pistol round to be found here.
बताओ यार बिंग्स भाई साइड में कैंप कर रहे हो.
Creep up.
यूने मिड देखें.
Aware yet.
वो लोग होल्ड नहीं कर रहे
No
हैं.
killjoy util placed here in
थोड़ी
mid.
कर रहे हैं वो कैंप कर रहे हैं.
Identify that now with how deeply they've been able to push. The wrap around and what a shot. Texture down to 13. Great from Laz.
Jeez.
Yeah.
If you and because the comment and whisper for 2 rounds, I'll give 500. अरे आशुतोष जी सीन ये कि भोजपुरी आती नहीं है, समझ रहे हो?
So much more difficult.
वो भेलपुरी जैसा लगेगा. थोड़ा लेफ्ट राइट हो सकता है इसलिए. मैं ट्राई कर सकता. तनिक लोग जा रहे ले मेरे को नहीं आता रे थोड़ा भी नहीं.
Texture. Oh, he swings out. Perfect timing. We'll be able to still find some value. The tags across. Laz taking Ronsky down low. 10 seconds remaining. The spike needed to be planted. They get into position. 4 seconds to spare.
5 4 2 बंदे लो है.
5v4, but HP bars not great for
में
Texture,
लगता है.
as well as Ronsky here. So Monica with damage could take him down. There's the first one fallen. 10 pushing forward, finds it. Still damage across. Bazzi now at 22. Trying to get that spam through. Aaron, however, pushes up ramp.
आ गया भाई Aaron.
They'll close it out. Global just to win pistols, dropping 1 so far.
भाई मैंने ये देखा लेकिन जो टीम पहले राउंड में स्पेक्टर चलाता ना वो लोग जीतते.
स्पेक्टर
हाँ वो फ्रेंजी एकदम जो धर्र वाली जो निकलती ना वो लोग जीतते मैं देखा बहुत बार देखा है बराबर
Pistol King.
मैं भी यही करूँ
Pistol Parliament's not too bad.
I like the alliteration aspect.
Yeah, no. I do actually.
मैं भी
like
कितना
that.
करता था ना एसेंट में करता था मैं
Most people don't like Parliament.
नेड मार के एकदम स्पेक्टर लो पहला राउंड आया
So maybe not that. We'll go like the Parliament, like the old band, I guess.
उसके स्मोक में गैप है ये शॉट
I don't understand sometimes how I'm the boomer in this casting duo.
Because you just are older than me.
That's all it really is. Like you know stuff like you come up with references that I don't even like think about. And I haven't heard the band name Parliament in quite a while.
यार अपने बंदे क्यों नहीं हिल रहे लेकिन
I'm all about that.
वो लोग टेरो साइड क्यों होल्ड कर रहे हैं अटैक साइड
Well, ZETA,
right here.
barely any investments. For the most part, I should say. As is down to 950.
Shadow square
They have that full kit.
It's just really slow here from GE. They're
Raka.
really checking.
Some good casting आविचे कोई बात नहीं मैं I and my wife watch the streams together हाँ love you यार
मुझे क्या मैं तो भी जा
क्योंकि आप बोलो love your wife मैं उसको love दे रहा
No doubt about it. See if we get some
This is where he was able to find multi-kills in the previous game. Finds one, give it a second, but
anti-return
not even a lick of damage there on a Bazzi plant now going to be coming
Then
through.
why we like the Charo
At this
खेल लो
point,
मैं
if you're
अकेले
ZETA, you're thinking about maybe just gathering up somewhere
Yeah,
safe.
Sarvi.
Die to the
Koई
spike,
नहीं है.
don't give anything else over. Opponent already in a really good spot.
This door makes it a little bit easier too. You can just
जॉनी
throw
भाई
it
तो
here.
मान ही नहीं रहे आज
Wait this out.
If Global get a read, they could break it.
Yeah, I would hope that Global does do that. That's
नहीं
what I was
ये
just
spike
thinking.
से
I'm like,
मरेंगे
break the door. They're probably there. Looks like they might push and wrap through. So knife to check.
Check close. Right up against it. Flash. No, they don't have a flash ready here, but there's a push in. Aaron will give it a
Surprise.
as does
Surprise
Team
motherfucker
member's going to be taken down.
Oh,
Right now. And
My
suddenly,
God,
this
सारी
is
guns ही
pretty damn good value. As, oh, Monyet trying to play around the timings, ends up getting him a
Oh,
classic.
almost
But in the end,
वो क्योंकि
he moves out on
एरिन
quite a minigun.
अपना
That
क्यूटी
works out
थोड़ा
really well
सा
for ZETA. I think
भावुक हो गया
GE, they're not exactly
वो
sure.
बोला कोई दिख क्यों नहीं रहा है
Where ZETA could be, so they have to kind of individually start kind of checking these angles, and when they start blasting through the door, it's a great
जेडी भाई हाँ मेरे को भी जेडी भाई
going
दिखे
down, and that's huge economic damage done.
I was thinking break the door at a distance.
Yes, me
and then
too.
kind of poke and prod your way around.
Yes.
Lonely
rather
feel
than
हो रहा
just
है
break it and instantly swing.
You don't need to SWAT team that door. That one you
Yeah.
can just. Oh, that almost with that spray.
It's not Call of Duty.
अगर जी ये राउंड
You
जीत
don't
गए
get
देन इट इज
slow-mo
ऑल
and
वर्थ इट
breach the
पुश
doorway.
करना क्योंकि वो लोग को 8 पॉइंट्स मिले रहेंगे 3 लेकिन
The Max Payne. We had that. The bullet time
Yeah, I
stuff.
believe so. Haven't played one in a.
I haven't played in a long
भाई
time.
अलार्म बॉट भी ब्लाइंड होता है रिवील नहीं करता
Stun भी होता है वो.
This is so dangerous.
He's got to be the front line here. But Fragment's going to force him back as does the smoke. Drone leading in. Hasn't spotted Sugar Zero. Either way, I think Paranoia disconnect off across on a couple people. Pro finding one, looks for Texture, can't get him. Texture somehow still alive in the fight. Suddenly Sugar Zero coming alive, finding 2 kills.
धीरे लो अटक गए रिकॉन है अभी
For the side of ZETA. Spike down on the ground, 10. Spotted. Avoid the alarm bot. Narrowly breaks that line of sight. Texture now
बोला
dead.
ना अटक गए वो
Aaron only going to be good for one more. ZETA.
Okay, now it was not worth it.
Solid hold here.
अब
Kind of reaction from Death.
कंफर्म ये है कि वो दरवाजा खोलना not worth
On
it.
most rounds, I don't mind it here since you're, against the bonus. That maybe you have Crow or somebody else.
भाई ये बंदा कितना टाइम तक जिंदा था ना
Maybe slow that up a little bit. Slow that attack up from GE just a little bit more. But
मैं
that's
बोला ना
okay.
डेप
Depp
और
did a good
शुगर
job escaping there. He didn't really take
my
much
2
damage,
favorite
just a little
players
bit
that I'm
from that fragment. Oh, that poor alarm bot tried to get to Texture, but just couldn't quite get there. He was trying to be the little.
Hey,
alarm
5
bot
जन
that could,
suppress.
but oh my God.
5
Yeah,
जन
that's everybody.
suppress.
That's just the
कभी नहीं
Observers.
देखा मैंने
I was
ये
actually
चीज़.
curious. I'm like, did that get everybody?
It did indeed. smoke now.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, what can you say, Aaron?
मैंने कभी 5 जन सप्रेस नहीं देखा लेकिन कभी.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful timing there. As they're going to start
जो
trying to
W
push up
दबाया
here.
है
Top
अपने
mid.
वालों ने.
Ken also in position. Spotted off those jiggle peaks. And now they got to go the long way around where Laz... Oh, he's looking to do to them what was done to he and his team. What with the Odin.
Yeah, pre-firing that. Expecting him to push that corner and it sets up Depp, but he's only able to get one.
10 though. Swinging out, looks for the stability to take down Bazzi. Cannot, but still puts him on 20 HP. Lanyet gets Luckily the A site's open. But Bazzi has the spike, so he's still got a very long way to go. And now Lanyet's dead, so good luck to you, Bazzi, with just the frenzy. Hunter's Fury in hand, but don't think he'll want to pop that in the round.
इतने दूर अगर इसने मारा ना
Get the shot.
राका भाई ये जो जेटा वाले ओडिन चला रहे हैं हाँ
स्पैम कर रहा है भाई वो
भाई
ओडिन स्पैम
तो बाजी के बारे में आपका क्या ख्याल है
भाई बाजी एम पे मार रहे थे ये स्पैम कर रहे वहां खड़े होके
अच्छा अच्छा
दीवारों पे
So they dropped 3 guns out of the hands of Zeta. It's not as big of a deal as it
राका भाई कभी आपने हिफो फोटोफेस देखा
I'm comfortable with this. They're doing a good job reading the map here. I like the little play that Laz and Depp set up. The aim was just a bit off for Depp, even though he's having a very solid map. The way they set that up was quite nice. Depp is going ham.
ये कभी नहीं देखा मैंने भाई ये कभी नहीं देखा मैंने what the
What a deep push. Typically we see it on the first wall.
That was a recon dart from Laz. That was beautiful. The delay on that, so good.
Nasty.
भाई ये मैंने जिंदगी में नहीं देखा ये
Lockdown gonna be burned over here at B.
कहाँ घुस के मारा भाई
Picked up as well. Aaron gonna get as close as he can. As Ken gonna be darted. Spam coming across. Smoke now going out. Sugar Zero tries to fake the TP forward. Oh, and has he seen him? Has he caught a look? Well, now they're perfectly well aware.
Recon
Just go ahead and triple face. Texture, however, finding one. Sugar Zero going to be taken down, and here's the Odin! Bazzi gets 3. Suddenly it's Depp. Started things off with a kill, now needs to finish it with 2 more. Jiggle peek on the corner, Bazzi spotting him, spike. Still in hand, not planted, needs Monyet to arrive and try and save him, but the paranoia does not connect. A couple shots through. Tags him up. The swing on the corner.
भाई ये क्या है ये हेलो
And good lord, Ryan.
ओडिन गर्ल्स ब्रर कर दिया उसने
So much.
आज से ओडिन
Wherever he is right now, across the world. I mean, this is just nasty for Bazzi.
Yeah, well.
Depp had a brief moment there when he tapped the spike where he maybe could have got it, but the fake tap was the plan the whole time there for Bazzi. And he was ready for Depp to push that corner. Depp doing a great job.
क्या crazy चला था बे ओडिन
of Monyet dodging that paranoia. Texture gonna dodge that 0 point. Still going to be in hand. Looks like they're just gonna push through. Potentially set up for a
बाजी देखना कैसे बैठा है
push across. I just see that Odin and I just start giggling because it's just
मैं
so
भी
nasty.
कास्टर लव ये दोनों सेम चीज देख रहे थे
Well, looking to smash it. See if he can. Ultimate gonna be popped. Texture leading the charge, gets himself dashed in. Monyet finds Sugar Zero, and that's gonna be hell cleared out. No weapon picked up for Texture. No longer just with the blades. Plant coming in.
बोलते थोड़ा होल्ड करो हाँ
That is the entire team. Where they're coming from. Good damage out. 10 falling low. Really playing with fire, hovering.
बस कोई नेट डालो
Oh my god!
टैग किया उसको भी
Up into the air, goes down to Texture. Snipes him out of the sky. Crow finding 2, finding a 3rd.
बंदा है भाई
He just needs a 4th. Monyet, the drop down, and he's got it. What a play from Crow. As Zeta retake the site.
And that gets a round of applause.
वो लोग ने हेवन में इतना कंसंट्रेट किया कि बाकी जगह पे लेफ्ट राइट होता
Crow, has been struggling a bit this year, but that's a huge play to keep Zeta in this. It looked like GE You know, Batsy's doing a wonderful job down there with that Odin, spraying through, getting tons of damage, and then he pops the Hunter's Fury, he gets a kill, spots a second, and still, Crow is able to respond, start pushing, and mowing players down here. Unbelievable.
I mean, the fact that that's
unbelievable.
Not even really like a double face. It's just Crow.
चार मार के भी खुशी नाम की चीज लेकर करो भाई क्या सी मैं 4 मारता तो जॉन 4 पे होता है
And from here, I mean, Zeta, they're calling
ZETA ने टाइम आउट लिया बे हाँ फनी था राउंड मेरा तो मस्त लगा मेरा क्यूट था गाइस हम लोग 10k लाइक्स पहुंच चुके हैं और ऑलमोस्ट 11k वाचिंग पहुंच रहा है यार हार्ट्स दो एक दूसरे के लिए यार लव यू यार लव यू वॉच पार्टीज हमेशा मेरी भयंकर गई है ऑल थैंक्स टू यू गाइस आई लव यू यार लव यू
I'd like a refund for this. I don't have my receipt.
Bro, okay, but बाजी
We'll see. Needs to give them a push here because now
Spread
it's going to be out of his hands.
Yeah.
If Global come back in, they win this next round. There's nothing that the coach can do to pump the brakes once again.
Right.
Almost खत्म होने है बाद में बढ़ दूंगा अरे बाद में बढ़ दूंगा खत्म होने है बैठो मैच देखो अभी क्रूशियल है लगा
Captain here needs to keep this ship on course.
बोलता बात नहीं सुनती ना
They're going to be doing it against Nico. So that round, now they're starting to squeeze some full armors in there behind it. That Crow.
Bango chalo gaya hai.
As well with the full 50. A lot of ults. 10 with his, Laz with his. So, you know, Batsy pulling the trigger on that Hunter's Fury gives a little bit more opportunity here for Zeta to play retake.
गाना का lyrics ऐसे
play a little bit safer, and I say that, and I see 10 like try to play aggressively off his turret. He loves to do that.
यहाँ पे कुछ blind recon वाला हो गया तो ही कुछ कर सकते वरना
it was so wild and great blind spray depth finding 3 what in the hell just happened looking for the 4th should be able to hound this down how aggressive does he want to go not very Bazzi turns his sights back across and does catch 10 pushed out of B main I was gonna say I believe that Bazzi may have fat but
oh, in the previous round.
Yeah.
I thought it was an okay opportunity.
अपने बंदे ने इको में 4 मारे थे जस्ट सही
बंदा मारा तो बताओ
मोनी ने 4 मारे थे इको में जस्ट सही
They had a pretty good read that there's a lot of players up there.
Doable लग रहा है मेरे को.
He certainly got value out of it.
I think the biggest concern is just having that lockdown.
Yes, I agree. I mean, this is an eco, so it's not as.
सारे hippopotamus भरे पड़े पे.
Lockdown.
Okay, Crow again.
Line up
closes it out. So there you go. A huge round win for Zeta. Granted, yes.
Crucial round. अभी ये round जो जीता वो lead.
If they had lost that, if they got thriftied, the coach would just be helpless.
Nah?
Yeah.
Helpless to try to stop anything else and to recover the players here.
Oh, ये मस्त मारा.
Having a whale of a time in this map, mind you.
He's having a phenomenal map. This is the Batsy that we like for sure. 16 and 8. Wronski having a really good map, even though he's not on the positive side of the KD. A lot of impactful utility as we now come to really effective on it.
Banco volume.
Zeta falling back a bit. This time Crow and Depp playing together, potentially in short. Although it looks like maybe Crow going to be drifting over towards mid. No operators yet for the side of Zeta. Something kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, Depp is pretty good with the op. He likes it.
Yeah. I think, I mean, just given the way that he's been playing with the Phantom in hand, screw it. Don't need the operator. They've been doing quite well so far on the defending side. Flash is going out. Do catch quite a bit of people as they turn away from them and swing out.
Yeah.
Again, good for one. Put some damage down to the Aaron. Texture. Sugar 0, but Epic again.
Evan smoke की तरह लेकिन.
Apna. Good use and you just clean them up. Only 2 members down, but the coffer's very full. Zeta will tie it up at 10 to 10.
Yeah, now GE.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, well.
तो गलत हुआ है अपना.
I mean, that's every time out now. Burned.
क्योंकि last time blind के साथ नेड भी था.
Going to be getting ready to go into this with a less than
तो
stellar
गलत हुआ है.
purchase.
Yeah, money's not great. Crow really coming alive here. Like, really, he looked crisp you know, from his perspective. He's really starting to feel it. I don't know what's going on with Depp today. I don't know if he's just
stressed out
under the weather or something. He's every time out, he's had his head in his hands. He's played pretty good. So it's maybe stress today.
मेरे को भी लग रहा है stress.
The weather's nice, so I can't say it has anything to do with that.
उसके आंखें dry
Well,
हो गई
uncertain.
हैं, उसको
Either
eye
way.
drops चाहिए।
वाह.
Maybe it's just to put his head down, fully concentrate on
Yeah.
what the team is discussing.
I mean, there's a lot of people.
Bunks bhai, you're so
closing
handsome.
your eyes
Arey yaar,
allows you to really
thank
focus
you.
more
Thank
on,
you.
What's
Thank you so
being
much.
said, what you're
Hearts bhi
listening
diya.
to, and
Hearts,
you can
thank you.
internalize it.
मेरे को बताओ
गर्मी
ये
लग
इतने
रही है।
A little
शर्माते
bit better
क्यों हैं
there.
सारे?
10-10, man. 10-10.
आपकी तरफ
There's 10.
बेशरम नहीं है लोग।
कैंडिडेट की तरफ
See what I did
भूखे नहीं है ना।
I mean, maybe this
आपकी
is around
तरफ
the
लोग
age.
बेशरम नहीं रखा भाई।
It's
जो
time.
दंगा ना
Yeah,
चले।
we have
Absolutely insane.
the 10-10 score line summons the 10.
I mean, we saw him
ऐसे मतलब ऐसे
in
भी
round
कुछ
10.
भी
That's when he
वो
started
हाथ
picking up
लगा
those
के
triple
रखते हैं।
kills.
True.
वो
That's
ऐसे
true.
ही उन
Maybe
लोग
there's some
देखो
kind
ना,
of
उनकी
correlation.
watch
It's like
party
a
में भी
you know,
गए।
werewolf.
सिल्की कपड़े पहन के आए हैं अपना।
भाई वो बहुत मतलब बहुत ज्यादा लेवल पे इंट्रोवर्ट है वो।
Half armor, a stinger, wildly frenzies, one
What
sheriff
are they
every
doing?
texture.
भाई दूसरे
Yeah.
The corner finds Step. Pro pushes out, however, on the opposite side. Does manage to find two.
कहाँ है भाई हमारा?
Sugar Zero getting involved as well. And that just leaves Monyet
मोनिया भाई बेस
with a stinger.
Reveal ये वो मारा उसने.
He had
हाँ?
maybe a sheriff to try to take these fights. Brandon, given the HP of Sugar Zero, can still win this out. Oh, spamming through it. Yeah, he's just about dead. Smoke not going to last for too much longer. Tries to take the fight close.
Oh,
A
almost.
dink across.
Egg,
Flies down to
egg
29,
dinger.
cannot find the kill. But this is going to be the
11-10
round 4, so
guys, chalo.
the timeout
It's
is
time
global. The drive to
for
tie it
now
up. Zeta
and
in the
never.
lead.
अगर ये
11
round
rounds
हारती है,
now.
then this is match point and very
I love
hard
this.
for G
This
to
is
win.
just, a coordinated play here. Send the recon in towards the bell tower, and everybody's
अपना
crunching from every angle.
Turret कहाँ
know
पे?
you got him on the
Backstab
eco.
कैसे नहीं देखा? Push
I saw this
Try to-
कहाँ पे था?
Yeah.
in Americas.
Oh,
C9 versus Loud.
I don't know if that's where you want to be copying
Heavy
strats from.
Well, you know.
मिड पे था क्या?
It was actually
ये लेना
surprisingly
market वाला है ना?
I know. I kid. I only make fun of people I like.
That's fair. But yes, a lot of B lobby crunches, and I mean kind of the original is
It's
DRX,
DRX.
the rush out of mid, the Bladestorm or the Phantom.
So you and I
Let's go,
are in sync on that. We I'm sorry.
It all
the
comes
flash
back.
and dash, yeah.
बाजी भाई
The
तोड़ी
flash and dash in the mid is DRX. I'm
Name a
sorry.
strategy that DRX didn't invent.
Yeah, that's
कहाँ
right.
से
You
पढ़ी
can't.
उससे?
Oh man, Crow knows that they can push space, especially with that drone coming. If they try to push off the back of that, they do get the spot onto him. They aren't going to use that. I mean, Texture is pretty beat up already. Not much damage to 10. Just
Noted.
Just a graze.
Just try to scare
भाई
him
वो
off.
लोग hill तक नहीं रहे Zeta के A वाले बंदे.
There's, you know, a varmint in your
कितना
yard. You
pressure
don't wanna
बना
kill
Jet
it.
और
Just try
Omen
to-
देख
They're
hill
not
तक नहीं
leaving the
रहे.
shot, they're not leaving
I like
A.
what I like what they're doing here. You broke my train of thought. I like what they're doing, leaving Texture behind here. But there is a ping from Zeta. I think they're aware of it.
Okay, the start of the rotations. Texture's making the call, saying, "Yeah, I've got some footsteps."
Oh, they're not aware. This is a double pump.
वापिस double fake.
Way back. Texture getting himself positioned.
Double
You're gonna
fake और
expect
उसको
market
cross
down.
किया वो
He's
नहीं
gonna hold
पता.
it. The discipline's good. He spots one, goes for it.
What?
But no, the
Oh,
swing back 10 manages to get the punish,
nice.
but it's still going to be global in a good spot. Plant comes down, 10 seconds to spare. 10, however, gets the
Killjoy
recovery.
पहले
So
मारता
we're back into a 3v3.
तो लेकिन
So smart.
thought अच्छा था,
Bronski,
thought
a
अच्छा.
big fight coming up around this corner, and he's gonna get
क्या?
it.
Oh, that's a big shutdown.
ये क्या है?
Crow has been playing. 10 still in the mix. He can win this initial fight. He does. Puts him in with a shout, but no.
भाई
Now it's
कितने
just
1v1
Step,
fights
but
बाप
has the
रे.
crossfire.
भाई 10 HP
Again,
बचाइए भी।
ये
bloody
round क्या
back and
था?
forth.
कितने
GE
1v1
will be able
fights
to tie
किए
it up
लोग
in
ने?
11,
राउंड
but
था वहाँ पे पता 2 किल
get
थे
the money. Enough to be purchased on both sides.
मेरे हिसाब से उसने
Now I
जो
think we
KO
got
को
the
मारा
opposite.
ना.
I thought they were going to be in a
उसको
rougher
पूरा नहीं
spot
मारा
than they
करके
were,
उसने
but
वापस
they
घुमाया. हाँ,
managed to
पहले
get
इसने
into a good
Killjoy
spot,
को
so
ही
we
मारा
should have
था.
some fairly good purchases.
पहले Killjoy
No,
को
this is
मारा
a
था.
great play call here. A great setup from GE. A great timeout to dig into
भाई ये
the
बहुत close
playbook.
था.
Get Texture buried deep there. Get a lot of
बहुत
information
close था ये.
on the movements of Zeta.
हाँ?
I thought maybe he might just backstab
Heavy
them,
close
but
था ये.
because it's a double pump, he's able to readjust over to the other side, wait things out. I know he doesn't get a ton of, he gets 1 kill out of there, but still, that's enough. That's the information, and that gives, in the long run, GE the round. So really well played here.
Yeah.
From GE's side.
I think some people are going to be like, "Oh, Texture, why don't you kill the Killjoy?" He
wait.
reses the KO. I mean, he just had the confidence he was going to be able to get that swing.
Yeah.
Honestly,
अरे
it's
जॉनी
just
भाई थोड़ा
I think
शांत
fantastic
रहो.
from 10 to be able to
Right.
get that pivot. and find the punish in the end.
I totally agree, yeah.
Oh, the pushing is on the flash.
Wow.
10 again. Spots him, takes him down. Johnny on the spot with it, and Depp over the top. Bazzi, a blade through the head, 2 members down. No one taking damage yet on the side of ZETA. Monyet will be able to find one, but Depp finds his 2nd kill with the blades.
Love the way he's playing with these smokes, Depp. Yeah, with that shorty out, if anybody pushes through, tries to gain control, he's
on the
right
flank.
there.
Monyet has got the read on this, but
Nice
10's
point.
got the shot. And suddenly, Wronski. Young Aussie trying to keep them in this, trying not to give the match point away, but 10 says no, he's had enough of this.
Close, babe. Close.
And ZETA now bring it to map
अभी
point as they
क्या
look to
सीन है?
extend this
ब्रॉन्स के
into a
पास
third and
पैसा
final
है
game.
और अंटी है. क्या बाजी के
All
पास
about
अंटी
it.
है?
It's been a great map so far, so back and forth. And a 10, just a great reaction here off that flash. Depp the up and over, catches the perfect timing onto Batsy. Right click there, right into the shorty, throws that smoke out for himself.
Nice.
He's done a great job there in tree. Again,
4 ulti है. Winnable है अभी भी.
But that
Winnable है.
has been really solid. Really able to
Binks
play
भाई ZETA भाई जब जीत रहे हो आपका नाम क्यों ले रहे हैं?
all over the place. For
ले रहे हैं
GE.
क्या?
You do have a ton of ultimates here though, including the blades.
हो सकता है मैं 1-2 stats बताया
Binks
रहेगा.
A lot of
Binks
firepower.
ऐसे से कर.
The back pocket for GE. Still 10
वो
just sitting on a
lineup देख रहे हैं.
lockdown. He's got that available if necessary, being very patient, but the Hunter's Fury to counter is in Batsy's hands. So even though he used it that one time, he's still able to hang on to it and it's still fine. He's still got it. It's okay. I don't think that drone saw texture. He's gonna try to push off of this. There's a spam here. They're turning their backs to texture.
वो लोग को नहीं पता. 2 जन ने गोली मारा वहाँ से.
Texture dead again.
अरे वो लोग ने इसलिए चेक नहीं किया क्योंकि 2 जन ने मारा ना मार्केट पे.
Null command. Everything pulsing through.
2 अलग-अलग लोगों ने मारा मार्केट से.
Tucking away here in hell. Been spotted by that dart. Crow able to find Aaron.
Bye.
We'll go ahead and take out the enemy Omen. A 3v4, a Guardian in the hands of Bazzi. It's got to be the one to plant. Maybe back away and get ready for the Hunter's Fury. Wronski, a monster's kill. 10 going to be taken down. Pops the flash, swings out, staring towards window. Crow comes in, finds one. Monyet tucked away, gets two.
अरे 1v1 के दिया.
Laz left alive. Bazzi, 5 HP. Chalk darts flying. The tap on it. He swings at it. Bazzi wins it.
Shit.
We're going to overtime. This is not done
5 HP
yet.
clutch.
Almost hang on by a thread.
Bazzi.
I thought Batsy might play for the Hunter's Fury there.
Bazzi चोर मौनी है बे.
Round one way or another. At least in that, until we go to overtime. But you're not getting that Hunter's Fury back for overtime, so you might as well use it potentially. But makes the call.
इसके बाद ये करना जरूरी था मौनी भाई.
Catches Batsy
वहाँ तक आ
out
गए
here.
थे. लेकिन 2 मारा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं.
Losing their marbles there. And what a back and forth. 8-4 across both sides.
Guys, overtime.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it looked like for a while there,
भाई
ZETA
सारे
was
गेम्स
going to
इतने
really run away with
इंटेंस
it.
कैसे हो रहे लेकिन?
Just at the last moment, some heroics from Batsy was having a phenomenal Sova ascent.
अभी अपना अटैक है ना?
I think maybe doesn't want to go in for it because it's
तूफानी
just
देखने
too
का
damn close.
सीधा 5-man
Not
aim
much
into
time.
ऐसा.
That, you know, that spike has been ticking down.
क्योंकि वो चीज किया नहीं
So
अपन
you
ने.
can play that out a bit more patiently.
क्या अपन वो रिस्क ले सकते हैं?
As Laz
5-man aim
knows
push.
that if he goes for the Hunter's Fury, he's likely to get rushed.
By intense music,
Either
ये
way,
रे वो अलग.
He's going to Hunter's Fury, yeah.
I mean, no matter what your thoughts on the matter.
Intense वाला music दिया ना?
एकदम
Full
intense.
OT intense वाला music
He's had
दिया.
some huge plays for GE.
ऐसा लग रहा है कोई बाजू से
Huge
गन
ones,
पॉइंट करके
especially
मारने
that
वाला
Omen.
अपने को.
But yeah, that one right there may be the biggest one.
ये background
Now
music
ZETA.
हाँ ना?
Trying to keep GE from getting their first win. Seeing if they can push us to a third map. This is what I was hoping for right here when these two teams are squaring up, and I would love to see a third map, but GE may have other thoughts. Batsy is
यार
going to
उसकी
grab
पूछ को
that
तो छोड़
Odin
दो.
right out the rip. Otherwise, it's just Vandals and Phantoms across both sides. Batsy just lets loose.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Tactical है. If you're saying it's spamming है, tactical है.
Okay.
That took some damage there.
He did. Knocked down at 89. Texture just looking to hold, pulled back. Shifts back over into the site. This is the drift now coming through towards B. Aaron leaning up the turret. Back out of main.
Look how far out of A main GE is here. I mean, this is such good information for them. They can start pulling back. They got to check tree.
Door's already shut.
Yep. They're going to know it's B here.
Dart over the top and Sugar Zero.
Almost बचाओ.
Right into that. Definitely switch. The door broken.
दो बंदे को hold करना है.
Things out on the one. Aaron again. Trying to hold on the ramp. Pushes up aggressively. There's two players there in the depth. He does it again.
ये वाला angle से बाजी मारता नहीं यार लेकिन.
The corner finds one. Bronski arrives. Fragment now down.
Fragment अच्छा.
It's gonna be pro swing. Finds one. One yet. And Texture, the last men standing.
Oh, nice.
Texture comes in, finds 10, and now it's just Depp and Sugar Zero. Spike planted, Depp at 51.
बाजी वाला angle से नहीं मार
with the shorty. Trying to see if he can fish for any damage. Sugar Zero inches up the ramp. Backs away right as the timing comes through. And he gets it! One after the other, lights up the headshots, and Zeta will take the lead. Match point once again in their hands.
There we go, Zeta finding a great timing to get into this site. Sugar Zero there at the end, playing that smoke so nicely. Knew right when it was going down, stepped back behind the wall, and then turned the corner and found no one facing him from the side of GE. But that time, Zeta playing with the map a little bit, not getting over a lot of information. Yes, eventually GE pushes out with 3 towards A main, but at that point, they're already deep into mid. They're already re-aggressing towards A main. 10 had kind of only been the one spotted for a long time over on this side, which doesn't give you anything, because 10's always, he's always sitting in B main, making this a nuisance angle for GE to get out of. So now, switch sides. Great opportunity.
Sorry.
This should be their moment. 66.66% chance.
वही ना ओवर टाइम में ऐसा होता है. स्ट्रेस होता है.
Sides of things for them to win here. There's my math. See, I still got it.
Excellently done, Bird.
I don't even know if I got it right. I shouldn't be so confident
I mean,
in my statistics.
I'm too bad at math to tell you whether or not you are. So
yes, and I'm not gonna look at chat later to see if I was wrong or right. Because I have no desire to care.
ZETA वालों अपनी uterus use ही मत करो. काका को बहुत problem हो रहा है.
No.
And then सब गिरा तो बस ऐसे कर लो
gets the timing. Here's the drone. Pushes out. There's no one else there. Depp, a quick headshot. A follow-up on the Aaron. He says, this site is shut. Bronski into the corner. Depp still sensing that presence is here. Goes fishing for the shots.
नहीं कर पाया.
Monyet.
मेरा immense push 5-man वाला.
Deny impossible. A 2v5. Pop flash out. Depp just looks into the corner. They look to flush him out. They finally figure it out. They clear the spot. Down into the site. Sugar Zero looks to hold it. Monyet gets one, but now he's got to go for the stick. Tries to bait somebody in. Dart goes across. The push is there.
Ulti मार के जाएगा.
But he's got to plan it now. Has he got the time? He might have just run out of it. No. And now he needs to kill it. And they're just not going to give it to him.
4 मारे बे.
Zeta.
Shit, थोड़ा टाइम रहता था अल्टी मार के निकल लेता यार.
That's a hard-fought victory. 14 to 12.
4-5 सेकंड चाहिए था
बस. And now extending this into.
बहुत प्यारा खेला भाई. ZETA बहुत बाप खेला लेकिन ZETA बहुत बाप खेला.
Does Zeta get a second win?
बहुत सारे स्टैट्स देखने मिले बे ZETA के ये मैच में.
I mean, this is a tenacious performance from both teams, to say the least. Another overtime from GE. You love to see it. You love to see the fight out of both sides. And Monyet, there's just not enough time to really work things through. And Zeta able to commit a lot of resources there to make sure that he cannot get that plant down. Again, I don't know if he had enough time either. It was like right at almost the 4-second mark when he started going for it. So I have no idea if it had gotten through. But they had it well timed either way. Even if he comes right off of it, they probably have him dead to rights. So
मेरे हिसाब से बाजी बाइक जो पीछे बैक साइड पे बैठ के जो ओडिन चला था ना वहाँ पे थोड़ा लेफ्ट राइट लगता है.
हाँ मतलब पुश करके चलाना चाहिए उन्हें. मस्त चलाते हैं.
हाँ वहाँ से एक भी नहीं मारा है. 3 बार बैठे एक भी बार नहीं मारा.
ये शॉट में खुलोगे क्यों ओडिन कर रहे थे?
कसम से वीडियो है.
रिकॉर्डिंग.
No, was really instrumental in some of their attacker side wins.
And I think Crow very deserving of a lot of praise from this match.
Yes.
Has been one of the players that's drawing a lot of ire from the fans.
और वो वही round चल रहा है.
ZETA win, nice.
I'll admit it, I'm one of them.
Sure. but this was a showing that potential that is there that we just haven't been seeing from him and from
ZETA win
majority
करो.
of the players.
आओ
Since
ये.
Reykjavik. Yep. That's back one.
अरे ये मेरा स्ट्रीम देखती है, उसने देखा मेरे वे में बोला ZETA win करो, देखा?
Very
अच्छा वो
close,
क्रो को
but
बता रहे कि वो 5-3 है. अच्छा
नहीं वो मेरा स्ट्रीम देखती है, उसने बोला ZETA win करो, समझ रहे?
5-3 क्यों बता
आप
रहे हो?
किसकी बात कर रहे हो? आप किसकी बात कर रहे हो?
डोंट रीड अलाउड. ठीक है, मतलब मेरे को जीपे है कि जोर से ना पढ़े. ठीक है.
आईपीएल कैमरामैन उधर भी.
अरे यार ये नहीं मैटर करता रे. लव यू यार, लव यू. वेरी स्पेशल यू आर करके एक बंदे ने मैसेज भेजा. इट डजंट मैटर. आप लोग मेरा स्ट्रीम देखते हो वही बड़ी बात है. ठीक है, ऐसा डोनेट वोनेट करके कोई सीन नहीं. समझ रहे हो? तुम्हारा प्यार की वजह से अपन है. ठीक है, लव यू मेरी जान, लव यू. जेटा प्ले सेक्सी. जेटा का मेरे को एक्चुअल में डिजर्विंग लगा ये मैप. स्पेशली जब मैंने वो एम इन पुश देखा था ना, नेवर सीन बिफोर. भाई लोग क्या म्यूजिक दे रहे थे. पिंकी किधर गया? उसका फोन में कॉल वॉल आ रहा है. एक सेकंड रुका. पंकज
क्या लगता है अब नेक्स्ट मैच? मेरे को 13-11 लग रहा है नेक्स्ट. अगला मैप में मेरे भाई बहुत मारने वाले हैं. मतलब बहुत ऐसा, मतलब कम से कम 25 किल
तो हो गई है. पंकज क्या हो, कुछ बोला?
कौन मारने वाले?
मेरे
क्या टाइम पे आया बे, बच गया बे मैं. नहीं होता मेरा तो मेरे साथ. हाँ क्या टाइम पे आया बे मैं.
फाटू का गया?
किधर गया?
कहाँ गया?
पता नहीं. लाइट गई.
हाँ
लाइट गई दिखा है.
फाटू कहाँ गया?
वाह
कहाँ गया?
वाह 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 वाह.
30 सेकंड डिले में कौन चल रहा है इधर? आर यू बॉय? क्या हो गया तन्मय भाई? क्या सीन? Rasin are playing because yesterday he reached. वाह मेर भाई, वाह. जो इंग्लिश में आपने जो डाला, जो मिक्स किया, मजा आ गया. आपको गेंद सैल्यूट आपको. हाँ फिर से पढ़ा जाए. Rasin are playing because yesterday he reached. there and टीम के साथ उतना प्रैक्टिस नहीं हुआ है. He might play next match. या बात तो बराबर है मीर भाई. हाँ
लूना
यस
बराबर है.
जॉब पे नहीं गए तुम?
कौन सा दिन आज राका भाई?
बेले हो क्या?
क्या राका भाई क्या है भाई?
स्ट्रीम करो तो होश नहीं रहता दुनियादारी.
Bro, I'm a streamer, dude. I don't know about Monday, Tuesday. Every day is the same day for me. I'm a 7-day streamer, no holidays. I don't post on Instagram. No stream today, guys. Sorry, कल करूँगा. ऐसा नहीं करता मैं.
तो इसका मतलब हम ये माना कि आप रात को भी स्ट्रीम करने वाले हो?
Bro, दिन में एक बार.
फैमिली टाइम और वो
Sundays always family time. John Wick 4 सोच रहा हूँ मैं देखने.
नहीं, अब भी आपको कैसे पता चला? अब भी आपको कैसे पता चला कि संडे करके? हैं?
अभी बताया ना लूना ने.
अच्छा.
वरना फैमिली को टाइम ही नहीं मिलता. आज स्ट्रीम हो रही होती है ना.
अगर रॉसी होता तो क्या चेंज होता? I don't believe in ifs and buts, bro.
यार वहाँ पे ना वो स्पैमिंग पोजीशन पे मेरे को ना
I am very against of ifs and
टाइमिंग हो
buts.
गया वहाँ।
रॉसी होता तो ये होता तो वो होता तो अगर इसको ये एजेंट देते तो अगर ये राउंड वो करते तो
सीन है राइट।
वो सब
अरे मत बताओ भाई, मैंने देखी नहीं। अंकिता हेलो।
अरे उसमें है
क्या है
बस नहीं है, हमारे थिएटर वाले ने बंद कर दिया।
क्या
मूवी उसने बंद कर दी, ऑडियो स्क्रीन सब बंद कर दिया।
तो तुम्हारे थिएटर में लोग मूवी देख ही नहीं रहे थे।
मैंने तो पूरा देखा मूवी खाली।
आजकल पता है ना मूवी थिएटर्स में कैमरा आने लगे हैं, वो नाइट विजन वाले।
यस यस। मूवी कौन सी मूवी बंद क्यों की?
हर थिएटर में, वो भाई बिहार के थिएटर में भी है, पता है वो इंफ्रारेड कैमरास
है ना भाई।
हाँ वो दिखते हैं, वो
बहुत
अंधेरे में
वीडियोस
दिखते
देखे
हैं।
मैंने।
कौन सी साइट चलाते रहते हो?
मैंने तो कल दो देखा यार।
मैं भेजता हूँ इंस्टाग्राम पे, देखा नहीं तूने?
इसलिए फैमिली टाइम नहीं मिल रहा, टाइम जा रहा है क्लिप्स देखने में।
Safe and kind of held back on the A short. This 1-0 point was really telling, and off of it he instantly knew it was going to be some kind of an A hit, and that's why he hit in this corner. And we saw some mistakes from ZETA. They didn't quite clear it. Gronsky was able to just take them down with that triple spray.
अरे इसमें बहुत सारा चीज मैटर करता है, वो जो क्लियर नहीं किया क्योंकि जी कभी खेला ही नहीं। दो बंदे इस साइड, एक शॉट एक साइड, जो शॉट से हेवन आता है वो लोग वैसा खेलते थे, और वो साइड वाला रिवील हो गया करके उसने चेक नहीं किया। सेम जो अपने साथ भी हुआ, दो बंदे मार्केट थे करके अपन ने चेक नहीं किया।
Ideas from ZETA as well.
Yeah, we've got a really interesting clip. I can't wait to unpack for this. We saw, actually even before the game started, we were talking about the fact this is a map that's been played a million times. We need to see some new ideas. Well, here it is. It's the jump in with Jet, then dashing all the way in inside that Omen smoke, coming out and then comboing that with the Sova arrow to get the scan, get the kill, and then get back out.
Yeah.
And, you know, as we were saying, Ascent has been played so many times before here with ZETA. Are they going to do anything different? Well, the answer is yes, they are.
Yeah, I mean, just going that one extra step on that box.
Thank you for the 100 Mary Jan. Oren bhai, Binks bhai aapko dekh ke race खेलने सीखा मैं। Love
kind of frag out to the end of the
Thank you for the 100.
I mean, that was like a 4-player play. Depth, first of all, definitely makes some really heroic moments, but then just having Crota help him along inside of that as well. And then this one, you're just kind of seeing how Global's attacking side didn't quite fall through. A lot of times we see Texture push down mid, but ZETA easily reads that. They already have counter down. As soon as everyone continues to push into the A site, Depp had that updraft, he had that
राका भाई क्या सीन, आप गेमिंग इन्फ्लुएंसर से जाके फैशन इन्फ्लुएंसर बनने वाले हो?
नहीं यार, एक्चुअली मैं इंस्टाग्राम पे ध्वनि भट्ट को फॉलो करता हूँ।
उससे काहे तोड़ रहे हो यार बेचारी को?
वो है भी नहीं, चली गई उठ के।
चली गई।
लेकिन वो एक बात बता राका भाई, वो लेडीज फैशन में,
तो फैशन
इसका मतलब हम ये समझे कि आप
क्या भाई, अब लेडीज फैशन मेन फैशन सेपरेट रहा ही नहीं। तुमने देखा नहीं इंस्टाग्राम पे लड़के भी स्कर्ट पहन के घूम रहे हैं?
नहीं, लेकिन आपने बोला कि आप ध्वनि को देखते हैं ना, वो तो लेडीज फैशन में।
उसके कमेंट सेक्शन में पता क्या होता है? कमेंट सेक्शन में पता क्या होता है? Men just does not mean muscularity. Men can also wear skirt. भाई जस्टिफाई भी कर रहे हैं इस चीज को। मतलब मेरे को कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, पहनो यार, जिसको जो मैंने ना पहनना ना पहनो।
मैं तो बोलता हूँ आप भी एक फैन का ट्रेंड बना ही दो,
एक रील हो ही जाएंगे,
हो जाए।
लूना एक चल रहा है क्या? मैं व्लॉग करूंगा पूरा दिल्ली मेट्रो में।
भाई मैं रोज दिल्ली मेट्रो में देख के खा रहा हूँ
यार, रिकॉर्ड करा करना कुछ।
Eating a hot dog and they spilled mustard on Depp. I get it. Depp kind of like Depp. It's too bad they had to use like Simpsons arms for that. I didn't quite notice right away.
क्या है Depp के साथ?
I mean, Depp absolutely styling over Global Esports this time, putting up the numbers you often want to see on your main duelist playing that Jet with a 3-0.
19 hours वो उधर रहता है।
Innovative plays, a lot of aggressive plays where he's able to kind of catch GE by surprise, and times where he actually just anticipate the pushes because GE got a little bit over aggressive.
FB फर्स्ट ब्लड है तेरे को नहीं मालूम? राका
नहीं पता था भाई।
2-3 टर्म्स आते हैं, एक स्पैम, एक कैंप, कल आना कुछ तो।
इतना FPS गेम खेल के कैसे रखा तेरे का FB नहीं मालूम?
क्योंकि बाकी FPS मैंने 5v5 कम खेली ना FPS गेम्स।
कितने घंटे CS:GO में?
1v1 के कौन से FPS गेम खेलता था तू?
1v1 क्या भाई, बैटलफील्ड है, कॉल ऑफ ड्यूटी है, उसके बाद
लेकिन
PUBG है,
हाँ?
उसके बाद एपेक्स
राका भाई
है।
व्हाट्सएप पढ़ो आप जरा थोड़ा सा।
ओह अच्छा सॉरी।
And it's such an incredible performance. At times, like, you need to be able to stand up to players like Foxy9, players, well, the entire DRX squad, really.
मुझे लग रहा है कि राका भाई जल्दी ही
Just take every member. Yeah.
But they managed to do it, and that's the biggest thing. And when
राका भाई मुझे लग रहा है मैं आपको बहुत मिस करने वाला हूँ। लग गया।
they had a lot of minor careless mistakes from whether it's Depp or whoever it is. They had these plays, RQ that is, where they would just anchor down the site. They would hide in these little corners that ZETA doesn't clear. Whether it's the site smokes that they deploy just to cut off the site in half, and ZETA doesn't really know how to divide that. They don't really know how to break that apart. So this is a thing where the agent composition might be interesting, but also for global esports to find those little gaps to exploit ZETA's attack.
Yeah, because we were talking about this backstage as well. I mean, so many of ZETA's executes onto the site, they just don't clear every corner really meticulously, right? Yeah, they're kind of dashing and just assuming.
नींद नहीं आता है
तो इतना वैलो खेलोगे तो फिर
किसने
2
नींद
घंटा तो
चुराया
नींद
तेरा
आने में
एक्लेयर्स?
जाएगा ना। पेशेंस तो रखो।
इसके
जब
तो
तक आंखें
डॉग्स
बंद
ने
करते हैं वॉच पार्टी का टाइम हो जाता है।
नींद नहीं आता रात को।
इतना वॉच पार्टी देख के क्या आपका गेम इम्प्रूव हुआ ऐसा बोल सकते हैं एक्लेयर्स?
भाई
हाँ
बिंक्स
भाई
मेरा
गेम तो इम्प्रूव हुआ है।
इम्प्रूव हुआ है मेरा। कल मैंने नीचे भाई मैं मॉर्टल के ऊपर थी कल। मैं डायमंड हूँ, मेरे उस लॉबी में इमॉर्टल आ रहा है, समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या चल रहा है।
और यहाँ पे एक इमॉर्टल
वो
है
भी
जिनके
नीचे
लॉबी
झूल
में
रहा है
डायमंड
भाई।
आता है।
वो भी नीचे झूल रहा है।
हाँ वो लैमजिस पे क्या नहीं रे स्ट्रेस है रोटी का। हाँ एक्लेयर्स अपने यहाँ पे एक
हाँ?
ऐसा इमॉर्टल है जिसके लॉबी में डायमंड्स आते हैं।
के लॉबी में?
हाँ जिसका लाइट गया।
नहीं इधर ही बैठा है
पार्टू।
डेफिन होके।
आ गया वापस।
पार्टू इमॉर्टल कहाँ है?
क्या पता फ्लाइट सिमुलेटर चालू किया हो।
राका भाई आप व्हाट्सएप पढ़ो वापस पढ़ो।
अरे भाई
राका भाई
राका एक
एक ही
काम
गेम
करो
है,
अपने
मैं तो
दूसरे
बोलता हूँ
मॉनिटर पे वो चैट खुला ही रख लो तुम।
हाँ खुला रख दो या फिर एक टैटू
खुला रख
करा ही
दो,
लो। मैं
तुमको
तो
याद
बोलता
रहेगा।
हूँ जो कीवर्ड्स है ना उसमें
चैट पे एक बंदा बोल
उसका
रहा
जरा
है
टैटू बना लो।
वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड होल्डर ऑफ नॉन स्टॉप स्केटिंग, ही मेड अ रिकॉर्ड ऑफ इट इन 2018 48 आवर्स नॉन स्टॉप स्केटिंग। 48 आवर्स कोई कैसे बिना रुके स्केट कर सकता है भाई?
धीरे जा रहा रहेगा ना
भाई मगर अगर वॉशरूम जाना रहेगा तो
चलते चलते भाई फिर तेज चलाओ
भाई या
तो
फिर
डायपर पहना होगा यार।
वो रहेगा ना स्केट पे वो ऐसा वो यू शेप में वो कर रहा रहेगा तो वो ऑटोमेटिक झूल रहा रहेगा लेफ्ट राइट 2 दिन तक।
बैलेंस नहीं बिगड़ेगा उसका उससे।
वो भी हो सकता है। हाँ पॉसिबल है मेरे हिसाब से।
Game 2, especially the latter half of Game 2, is that they were able to.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that exactly in that highlight that we picked out, the one with the 4-player, the one with dashing onto A main, closer to Gelato. But you have Laz shooting off
Laz
the recon, which allowed
क्या
Depp
है
to
कोई
shoot
बोल
through
लो?
the smoke. You also had
मेरे को
Pro,
नहीं
who
पता,
was
देखना
actually
पड़ेगा।
pushing alongside Depp,
A1
which
है
wasn't
शायद,
really quite
शायद,
caught on camera,
not
but
sure।
you could see the flash, you could hear it going through, and Crow peeking out alongside
कैसे
Depp.
लग
It's a
रहा था
lot
वो
of these
नहीं Icebox है
plays
शायद।
that might just
Icebox
be able
है
to give
शायद।
ZETA the
Sorry,
win that
Icebox
they
है।
are looking for.
Well, it is gonna go down to the wire map number 3 between Global Esports and ZETA Division. Global Esports currently starving for a win in league play here for VCT Pacific.
याद नहीं आ रहा है।
Meanwhile, ZETA Division, they did get that win against RRQ, but if they want to live up to the reputation of 2022, being the best team of Japan, the representatives of
मोहने को
Japan,
देख।
potentially trying to go to Masters Tokyo, they gotta get this win.
Yeah, it's so important for them. So many Japanese fans watching right now, rooting for ZETA. ZETA had, I think, a game back there that if you weren't a fan of ZETA now, or before, excuse me, you are now. At the same time, if Global Esports does fall down here, they're going to be tied with Detonation, 0-3. as we clean up week 3 here in Valorant, and it's going to be tough to recover from that.
Yeah, I mean, people are already trying to start crunching the numbers on what are the
Heaven
possibilities,
है.
which teams still have a good chance of making it to playoffs. After week 3, we're going to have a clearer picture. And if GE cannot get a single win, it's going to look a little tough. Now, looking at the compositions, we're seeing the Breach coming out for Zeta versus, you know,
music तो रहता है इन लोग का.
on the other side, whereas Zeta going with Breach and Silva, much more of a traditional setup here.
That's right. This is exactly the same comps that they played last week. A little bit traditional on both sides, but also a little bit interesting that you have Ronsky still on the KO, and you have the Sky coming out for Global. So slight difference.
वो लोग कोरियन कास्टर्स है शायद ना लेफ्ट साइड में जो है जो ऊपर बैठा है.
We really need to see Zeta if they really are looking to find that win. They need to make this comp work.
Absolutely. Global Esports looking for a little bit more of the flashes going into the sites, going for those duels, trying to just win over with firepower. Meanwhile, Zeta looking for a little bit more intel with that Silva and then supporting with the Breach. We'll see how these comps work out. We're going to map 3 between Global Esports and Zeta Division.
इसको भी नींद आ रही है, मैं बोल रही हूँ मॉर्निंग.
थक गया है, स्ट्रेस्ड है.
Indeed, we are. And it all comes down to this now. I mean, the desk setting it up perfectly there. Zeta trying to get second win. Global desperately trying to find their first. Want to be separated from the bottom of the pack. Do not want to have that same scoreline as that nation because from what we've seen from them, they're unworthy of that.
Yeah.
You know, they have shown us incredible performances. They pushed DRX to the limit, but now this is the final hurdle in the series. It's going to be the first time they're starting on the attack.
Yes.
Need to see how many rounds they can rack up. Widely, they've looked good on this. And as they were mentioning, Zeta, it's a map that they did drop to Arc.
Yeah, and Zeta's been struggling on their attacker side. So for them to come here on the defender side, hopefully they can kind of set the tempo, set the pace, you know, come through with a strong side. If they can find another pistol win, that'd be huge, I think. I mean, like, every pistol win, it feels like is so crucial against GE because these matches are so close. And
Evan,
like, if they drop this map,
Evan तो अपना favorite map है ना शायद.
I think they are right now, from what we've seen, potentially the better Haven team, but it would be so heartbreaking because they've been so close so many times, and to have this one not come through would just be devastating for their mental.
See, that is always
I mean,
the
we
call.
can't talk about tape versus no tape.
Right.
No tape didn't work out for GE in the last map.
Look at how far out Zeta is here towards attackers.
Oh,
Far
man.
out. Yeah, he's far out, man.
Trying to play around the back. The drone leading, finds one. Classic over the reload, the push. Coming in, Sugar Zero, however, able to find the kill. But now, Laz jumping the corner.
वैसे पूरा drone
The
किया.
head gets the headshot.
Yellow
Heck should take it down in the meantime. 10 finding the kill. One yet. Pushing forward. Will also be able to finish him off. Tries to go aggro, gets right up against one yet. How does he do it? Triple kills in just about every
भाई
pistol
क्या
round.
मारते हैं जिंदा भाई.
To just absolutely dominate.
अबे राउंड चालू होने के पहले अंगड़ाइयां ले रहा था ये.
हाँ तो कहता रहे खत्म करो जल्दी.
Continue to excel.
This
It's
is
5 now.
the timing here for Aaron to get right up to that box right as the drone comes over top to stall this play.
हवे में क्या हेडशॉट मारा हुआ उसने. भाई पिस्तौल राउंड तो अपना ही है भाई कुछ भी बोलो.
What a monster he is.
पिस्तौल राउंड में अपन है.
That is so huge here for GE. He is just time and time again
Pistol round
coming up
में
with these
अपन है
massive
भाई.
rounds recently. And, you know, I guess if you are forever in the future going to be a controller player in Valorant, you need to make sure your name starts with an M.
Yeah.
That is
Erin
apparently
भाई क्या
a
सिंदर
prerequisite.
I mean, it's been known for a while. Boaster's been considering changing for like a year. I
Moster?
think. Yeah, to Moster.
I like that.
Remember that tweet from last year? He's like, yeah, you know, all these guys are cracked. They have so many good controllers with names to start with M. So it seems like it's just a matter of time.
I remember everybody was like, Booger Zero? Like,
Yeah, I don't think that one's
that
gonna
one
work
doesn't
out
sound
so
so
much.
good. Yeah, it's a little too close to Booger Zero, so.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
These
there's
are
no worse
yeah.
names in esports.
That's true.
We had a top laner in League of Legends who went from being called Dart to
Toota
Fart, and
Dart.
also at one point named himself Fart.
Really? He went full.
He name changed 3 times.
See, stuff like that just
खेलते वे
boggles
लोग.
my mind. But
हाँ?
you know what? They're players, they can do what they want. As long as they play good, who am I to?
He didn't. From memory, I don't think he was particularly the most impactful. Anyway, we'll focus back in as this creep has come through over towards A. Long, widely abandoned here from the side of Zeta. Texture gets himself into hell. Lazo with a frenzy at range finds one. Bazzi only will trade back a singular kill. Death, however, as the explosion of death continues, is going to be the last one standing. Gets that headshot. Tag down low. Push on the corner, and Depp gets the 4K for the thrifty to tie it up.
Teabag bhi kiya.
What an answer! And he's gonna grab the Bulldog to boot. What an answer from Zeta. The Frenzy's working a treat here for them. The crossfire good, and Munyet cannot find that opener.
भाई लेकिन कुछ भी बोलो भाई डेप ने मारा हाँ crazy.
Look at the crunch here. Look at the timing on that swing. Depth so fast.
एक reload के अंदर 3 मारे उसने.
Averaging 200 damage around.
Yeah.
He is feeling it now.
Well, that is just impeccable.
Huh?
They were talking about it. Depp widely for Zarq looking like he was not in the game. His head wasn't there. He's awake.
He's here.
He has arrived.
Sprays. Last
You're just slow walking into the spray.
Last
doing a nice angel impersonation back at Champs. Or maybe it was Copenhagen.
That's the second time we've seen that from Zeta. Yeah.
I do love you, Angels.
I love Angel too, but he's got a bad rap.
He's been doing a lot better this time around. Depp, though, still looking to hold things down. Dashes into his teammate. Pro is pushing forward. Bazzi will be able to find two, but Depp gets the second to finish things out. Zeta going to be 2-1.
Good hold. Not much to take home from that round here for GE. Just tried to go for the hard push, and still mostly half armor. Depp is going to go for the full armor.
Depp के पास ulti आ गया.
He is going to keep a rifle. I was curious if he's going to go like super.
Zeta के 2 बंदे लोग के पास ulti आ गया भाई. पहले round में ही.
But he is going to drop down to that half armor, so okay. Looks like he's going to be hanging on to it. Laz already sitting on that Hunter's Fury. See if he's going to hang on to it.
Zeta just still fully invested in this half armor strategy. Yep. Should have the read here. Depp's gonna go for the push. They get the feel. But damage down. Swings on the corner. Bazzi dead. Aaron taken out.
लोग का भाई बहुत crazy होता है भाई ये mid push. अरे first time नहीं देख रहा हूँ. ये कोई तो team ने किया है ये 2-3 बार हो चुका है ये चीज़.
Exactly what was happening as soon as the fault line, as soon as they hear that tail went forward, they know that he's in window, but
didn't matter.
They just don't have the cover.
Well, and Laz here has been phenomenal with his utility on the last couple maps, finding some great information and then following up with the Hunters.
भाई Zeta जैसा push मैंने नहीं देखा
all the spots on the GE.
Fnatic ने किया था ना?
I love the tempo they're setting.
Fnatic ने किया था. Correct.
You want to see changes of pace. You want to see adaptation. You want to see different looks, deeper playbooks from Zeta.
इसका counter कैसे नहीं किया लेकिन जब वो mid पे ऐसे dash मारा तो assume करने का ना उस stun dash से.
Looking really good.
Munyet spotted, thinking about going for the one-way.
Stun का भी line दिखा रहेगा mid पे.
Spoken. Ooh, I mean, there's a pretty significant gap. Gets himself into the corner. The drone coming forward, and yep, it's been spotted. TP's away. Paranoid to try to buy some time. Fault line not quite going to connect. Nobody watching Heaven for now. Munyet again, getting himself into a forward spot. He's trying to play this out so sneakily, but eventually the shots will connect. Bronski now. Oh, just everything, but unfortunately there's just too many targets.
इस पे aim किया था वो दोनों चढ़ के बेचारा जो तीसरा बंदा पीछे मारा है. हाँ? Laz भाई क्या scene?
Dog in a pet store, like is it the chew toys?
Do I want this one? Do I want the tennis ball? Do I want that one?
Got it.
इसका बुरा लगा रहेगा ना Laz को. यहाँ पे देख 2 बंदे लड़ रहे पीछे वो Laz मर गया.
Just on it right now. And the confidence has to be sky high. They knew, Munyet was going to want to play in his smoke. They're just spamming it down to get the secured kill. The discipline here from Zeta. So
counter कैसे नहीं किया लेकिन अपन ने.
And on the last map, the other thing I really
least recon तोड़ते हैं तो भी अपन बच जाते.
Tremendous amount of assists they had on their initiators and their controller.
I mean, Munyet, he saw just as much. Doesn't get stunned, but doesn't matter.
Stun blind हुआ भी नहीं फिर भी मारा. बाप रे.
Updraft just to see if he can spot anybody.
भाई कहाँ तक देखते बे लोग?
Free A side, hey?
Yeah.
There is a nano there. And it's going to get popped, but Wrongski able to play it a little bit more towards sewers. Drop it down, Texture.
थोड़ा Zeta के नाम
into
पे
the cubby.
tweet कर दो please.
The Nano at the door. Let's see what this retake looked like for Zeta. A lot of utility.
They're in for the shot. Wrongski going to be eating a little bit of that damage from the aftershock. As the pulse coming across, passing out, delaying. Thought about using the Seekers earlier, but Wrongski says no, I'll delay with ult, then use Seekers late.
भाई डिले तो बहुत कर रहे हैं।
Texture finding one.
भाई उसका अल्ट ने बहुत डिले किया है, थोड़ा रुका के रखना है। Oh भाई crazy भाई, भाई crazy अल्ट भाई Wrongski रीटेक करने नहीं दिया, यूटिल्स ही नहीं है।
Here from Global Esports, and it really is that null command that keeps Zeta from being able to really muster any kind of retake. They had a decent amount of utility. The fault line was back online for Crow, but they can never fire it off. And by the time they try to push through, GE is able to line up crossfires in the utility. I mean, what a...
बाप रे, वो राउंड अगर हारते ना 5-1 होता तो बहुत लीड मिलता था।
Zeta had a firm grasp on this, especially with Depp coming out there getting that early kill.
I'd love to take a glance at his first kills, first deaths in this series. Because it feels like Depth has just been stomping in that regard.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, the look in on that one at the end. Sugar Zero. Oh, his head spotted. Texture takes it clean off. Also, two quick opening kills. And the third, no. Crow will shut him down, but he took the damage. And Aaron's there for the alley-oop.
ये best reaction लगता है।
A nice quick push.
सेव कर रहे हैं। 3-3 चलो भाई 5-1 से 3-3 हुआ है, एक KO के अल्ट से। लव यू, love you यार Wrongski, love you यार।
That's क्या कह रही हो अंकिता? Pretty good.
He's having a phenomenal series.
Next round जीत गए तो वो लोग
It's gonna tie us now as they just wait for the spike. See,
wow.
probably have a decent idea that this is going to be safe. Still ready with the util, just in case. Spanziel scout. Not going to give any audio cues.
अरे ये क्या बोलती है ना?
अरे
सब लड़की ही आपको सब
better situation.
जब ये फाइनल था ना VCT का 11-3 था, ये
Global finding themselves in a fairly stable position.
मैंने ट्वीट कर दिया उसके
Texture
बाद
dead, but 2,500 bank.
से कमबैक हुआ भाई।
Just a fantastic opener from him. Just a glimpse. Confirms that Sugar Zero's there. Sees the gun barrel. Takes down 10.
And the expectation of that paranoia to stay above it. So good to get above that utility. Coming out from Sugar Zero. Really nice play here. Really nice heads up play from Texture.
ऐसे क्यों मार्कर लगा के थ्रो कर रहा है? इसका भी लाइन होता है।
Not having those big pop-offs, they know that they are still very much in the trenches here.
Yep.
The turret goes up, Depp. Cheat forward, will be spotted. He still gets bad.
Yeah.
As well. And there's another one added to the board. Monty with a nice return fire, but then Depp anticipating the push. And now he's on for the ace. What is this on today? 5 HP, he's got to back away, but the damage is dealt.
Excuse me.
Talk about stability. And that just gets shattered.
लेकिन मिड में यूटिल्स कहाँ पे थे अपने? कोई कुछ नहीं था यूटिल्स।
He's out of this world right now. I mean, that is just unbelievable from Depp to use those dashes to get out of there safely with 5 HP at the end of it. And now it's kind of a double pump here for Wrongski. Double back towards the B site. It's being held by Crow. Crow waiting. Wrongski can maybe get another kill and get this plant down.
Well, giving up his position. Crow wisely, not even going to try to challenge this one. Plant comes down. Using the knife does at least confirm that there's nobody else playing from that A-Link side, but for the rest of the team, can at least suspect one from mid given the drone. Or the audio cue depth still on for that ace
मार दिया!
And he gets it in the end!
Ace मिल गई.
Insane. I'd be just insane from Depp. Just a
भाई क्या crazy मारा वे उसने.
Just absolutely go bananas.
Slow motion में देखना है
I'm just flabbergasted with the way he's playing here today. That first one a little bit whippy, but that's okay. He's right back there for the second. The third is crisp. Oh, that fourth one. Clean on top of the box. The timing, the crosshair placement.
Oh, sheesh.
Fans should be loving that for Zeta.
And this was the depth that we were promised, the one that...
मैं तो पहले ही बोला था. नहीं करते वो लोग।
Over and Reykjavik.
And that, folks, is why they call him the child of God. He is insane at times.
I mean, you know, we talk all the time about Jesse Fashion.
अब भी दिया blind.
Compete in multiple esports. Depp is very much.
जब turret मारा तब भी नहीं दिया, अभी blind दिया.
As far as the genres are concerned, his texture's going to.
बाजी भाई क्या scene?
But as far as FPS goes, he's been ever present.
Just a little bit of kind of fact finding here for GE. We saw this against DRX. They put a lot of pressure as they try to set up for a C hit. And there is the lockdown there for Aaron. See if they want to create some space, but they don't get any response out of the Killjoy utility. What they did against DRX was Buzz really likes to play in the garage there with that utility, or well, DRX should, whoever's playing Killjoy for DRX. And they didn't find any of that utility really. So other than the one nano swarm, the wasn't there. They weren't able to see the other nano. So now they are going to regress here. Just checking for any lurks. Depp is starting to push space.
Okay, fragment into the back. Shots flying to the pop flash through that smoke. Sugar's here going to be taken down. 10 Hattie swung over towards garage side. Ability and texture, but maybe it doesn't matter too much as they get flushed back.
Oh,
another elimination. Bazzi answering. Depp now on the flank, finds the headshot, strands the spike out into the open.
I got the spike.
Simply detain texture. Moving towards Laz. Footsteps.
Time.
Third noted. And there's just no time. Again, similar plan. Depp already encroaching on this position. One kill gets him a dash. Push out. He's spotted. He's not ready for Depp. The cleanup comes through.
Depp हो रहा है.
ZETA will stretch the lead now by 2.
Depp हो रहा है भाई.
This is great patience here from ZETA. GE again working these.
ZETA करेगा ये मैप लग रहा है भाई.
Eventually lead into C to try to clear the utility, get into the
अलग
site.
form में
But Depp in the backside of all of this was able to identify Aaron's alarm bot, throws a smoke down to get around it, has to use a dash to get around it, make sure he doesn't trigger it. I'm not sure if Aaron would have been close enough.
Finally smile देखने मिल रहा है बे.
Depp's able to get into the breaks unnoted. So even if I don't know exactly, I think Aaron might have been.
Stress गया लगता है. भाई थोड़ा लेफ्ट हट अभी जब मिड पे टरेट मारा तब बाजी ब्लाइंड नहीं किया. जब कोई है ही नहीं मिड में तब दोनों ब्लाइंड वेस्ट कर दिए. जब ऑलरेडी टरेट ने इन्फो दिया था कि मिड पुश हो रहा है तब ब्लाइंड क्यों नहीं किया. ये था पहला.
हम हर राउंड पे मिड पे ब्लाइंड यूज कर लें
क्योंकि वेस्ट होता है ना यूटिल. जब टरेट ऑलरेडी इन्फो दे रहे तो और ब्लाइंड क्यों वेस्ट करे.
लास्ट राउंड की बात कर रहे हो. लास्ट राउंड
टरेट 4 सेकंड बाद रिएक्ट किया, इतने में वो
नहीं. लेकिन उसके पहले कोई मरा नहीं था ना. टरेट मारने के बाद वो लोग ने डायरेक्ट पिक किया ना, ब्लाइंड पिक नहीं किया.
नहीं एक्चुअली क्या सीन था, टरेट एक्टिवेट होने के बाद पिक करना था. उन्होंने पहले ही पिक करा.
हां पहले पिक किया.
टरेट के बाद ही पिक किया था. एंड में
पहले
वो ऑलरेडी स्काई बाहर आ चुकी थी.
टरेट के बाद ही पिक किया है. और फिर वो राउंड पता है जहाँ पे ब्रिज ने मिड पे स्टन दिया था विंडो और ये लोग ने मिड पुश किया था. वो सेम स्टैट हो चुका है 3-4 बार, मतलब प्रो लीग में ही. लेकिन उसका काउंटर कैसे नहीं किया अपन ने पता नहीं.
The humor of the moment as we do. That's what we want here. That's what we want here now. A double push out A.
I mean, if he doesn't get that fist bump,
right? Then
the series
is
over.
Right.
Everything's gonna fall apart. Laz is gonna be tilted.
Nah.
Paramount.
No, I fully agree.
B पे सिर्फ एक alarm bot और A
really aggressive here early.
Oh, and what a Oh
bye.
Okay,
oh bye.
Must have been spotting him. Crow will be able to snipe texture though. Answering back, swing on the corner.
भाई स्टन में ये पोजीशन में कितने लोगों ने मारा है.
Swings in.
भाई डेजा वो हो रहा है मेरे को.
Onto Aaron's skull as well as Bazzi.
ऐसा लग रहा है मैंने देखा ये चीज.
And this is the 10 that strikes fear into the hearts of his opponents. Depp can do it. 10 can do it too. A blink and you miss it round. It costs ZETA basically nothing.
I mean, I love that ZETA's getting aggressive against
पीछे वाला तो स्टन ही नहीं करो.
I mean,
मैं तो
Depp was
बोलता
pushing space.
जब वो पीछे वाला स्टन होता है भाई पता नहीं क्या गुस्सा आ जाता है उसे.
Him and Laz were kind of working together a little bit just to see if GE would poke. Once they did it, he was on his horse. He didn't need to be because 10 was just better. But regardless, Like the
हो चुका है हाँ ना
the information that Zeta is able to get off of them these ecos is huge. Ton of utility thrown in, and oh my god, this rad! Oh my god!
Oh, Depp says, yeah, I'm going for it. Finds one. Can't set it for the other. Laz now looking for the follow-up. Will be able to get two before getting taken down. The jump on the corner, and it's two back-to-back lightning-fast rounds. Pun not intended. As Zeta just storm away with this lead, 7-3. And again, we talk about the strength of both teams on the defending side. The more rounds that Zeta get racked up for themselves here before.
क्या?
स्टन हुए थे ना तो स्मोक से निकल के तोड़ा ही नहीं किसी ने ऊपर.
वही तो.
दो आगे ब्लाइंड थे, दो पीछे स्टन.
Just absolutely insane.
ब्लाइंड रिकॉन के बाद फेंका वो लोग ने.
A lot of ults to play with for both sides. Seekers. Again, that null command that proved really powerful for GE here on this A side. It's an ult for Munyet. Oh, 10 knows.
Yeah.
Now. Still very low.
Oh!
Somehow
फिर भी मारा मोनिया ने.
Given the snappiness of the aim of 10 in the last couple of rounds. Very damn impressive there from Munyet. Been having
भाई जीतेगा तो ये बंदा जीतेगा लग रहा है. जैसे बोले मैं डेप पे अपने में मोनी है बे. जो प्लेज वो करता है ना.
Nanoswarm replacement in from Aaron. Good timing. Bronski goes ahead. Pops the ult. He's looking to nullify everybody on the enemy team.
वापस ultimate कर पा
spray through Aaron, finding two. Sugar Zero answers back. We'll find one. Texture goes into the smoke. Things are starting to slip away just a bit. Crow.
आराम से भाई.
Now in a 1v2, but the time just isn't there. But yet we'll be able to get the final headshot. Manages to stay alive
अभी भी
through it
कर
all.
सकते हैं. सेंस पे करें, सेंस पे करें.
4 rounds here for Global, finally breaking the 4-round win streak from Zeta. But they need this 5th to start feeling comfortable.
17 kill पे डेप and second highest in the server 8 kill पे. Server.
Working that smoke. Knowing they were coming. Yet good for the final kill. Once it's all said and done, so the GE fans, after 4 rounds, have something to cheer for again. Still a lot of ults though for Zeta. And now some.
अरे almost पूरा half होने के बाद score है यार.
Yep, again, looking to go aggro.
पूरा half का score है almost.
Looking to support if necessary from Sewer. In the meantime, the rest of Global turning their sights towards B. Tailwind up over the top. Dog gets the catch on the Crow. Texture trying to get into a position to punish. Spots him for a moment. They get a flash dedicated to him, but now 10 just pushes out of the smoke. Off the flank.
Backside वाले को कभी मत काटो.
Forcing everybody else back. Spike did get planted.
कैसे मारेगा?
Seekers go through. The tap in. They're looking for the clear. They're so close to getting it, but now he manages to hold this to half. Depp for the ult finds Ronsky. Suddenly, it's all on Bazzi, and he is dead as Depp collects a third. We'll ride into the second.
तेरे को पता है सबसे बेस्ट पार्ट पूरा हाफ हो गया है. डेप का जो स्किल्स है ना उसका आधा भी नहीं है. सेकंड सर्वर का टॉप फ्रैगर आधा भी नहीं है. सर्वर का ऐसा भी नहीं कि उसके टीम का इसके टीम पूरा सर्वर का. नॉट इवन हाफ.
Here and Depp has been absolutely nuts these last 2 maps.
It's an incredible performance.
He's just insane.
I don't know. He's feeling it now for the first time in a very long time.
कभी नहीं देखा भाई ऐसा.
Crushing the
Usually दोनों प्लेयर्स में एक मारते हैं या फिर एक ही प्लेयर के 2 बंदे मारते हैं. यहाँ पे एक ही प्लेयर सबको ही मार.
He's right back to meditation.
Crazy.
It's just great to see the performance from Zeta. But again, I just really it is.
अरे बिना इंडियन टीम लॉल. अरे बिना वैल्यू के नॉलेज का चैट में बचना लॉल. ये मैच देख के बहुत दर्द हो रहा है बंक्स भाई. लव यू यार. लेकिन अच्छा खेला है. पहला 2 मैप तो अच्छा खेला. थर्ड इसमें डेप हो गया कुछ नहीं. हम लोग को हर एक नाम याद आ रहा है पता है. एक फॉक्सी, एक डेप ऐसा याद आ रहा है.
A different team the rest of that half. And let's see if they can get that come through on their attacker side because they need to continue that momentum. You know, Depp needs to continue
breaking
down these doors.
बहुत मार रहा ना.
because he has been instrumental in their attacker side when it's gone right for them so far today.
ए भाई तो ऊपर देख रे बाबा, नीचे देख देख के मार रहा है यार.
With their attack halves, ZETA though looking way more fired up than on either of the previous two maps.
टैटू देख रहे हो उसको?
GE need to rally. And again, just
2-0 हो सकता था आपको.
it makes this pistol that much more important for ZETA.
एटलीस्ट अच्छा खेल रहे ना बस. दो मैप अच्छा खेले, ये मैप अच्छा नहीं खेले. ये मैप
rounds right off the rip in the second half. Global,
लेकिन पहले के दो मैप बहुत अच्छे खेले.
Once more, they're currently 16-5 as an organization since the start of 2023 on pistol rounds. They're looking to add a 17th.
Oh, God, that's just not even fair. They're heavily stacked at B. Not sure if they're anticipating a hit, if they're going to try like a paranoia flash and then a push out with texture. It's not going to be coming. It's an A hit. Dep gets stalled up for a moment, as does ZETA.
Quick flash out.
Quick rotations from GE.
They decide to back away from this. GE in a four-man stack scenario with just Aaron operating between B and A. Look to push up. Depth just around the corner. Flash out. They swing. Nothing spotted, but they'll hear the drone. Down into sewer. Dep finds the first kill. Dashes over to the side, but he's going to be paranoid. And Ronski's able to counter swing. Finds that kill. Poking and prodding here. 0. Well as Laz just trying to find a trade back. Meantime, 10 gets himself here onto the B site, and oh, like ships passing in the night. Aaron does not see him.
Dart gives away a lot of information.
Aaron so good
finds one, full blind onto 10. Nano swarm to buy a little bit of space. Push out though. They double jump. Sugarzero's got some extra covering fire. He'll clean up too. Aaron now.
प्लांटिंग पे तो निकलते हैं.
Left all on his lonesome, and yeah, it's not going to be the 17-5.
एक बंदा कम फाइट करता प्लांटिंग में निकलते तो.
Crucially.
This is huge, huge for ZETA. You know, GE. I like the setup they had in the beginning. The play here at long 8 is a pretty even trade, but with that rotation from ZETA, good mid-rounding here from ZETA, shifts the weight of the map over the B site, and the heavier part for GE is still over on A. And so therefore, ZETA is able to get there, get that plant down.
Oh, 21-6-1 from Dep.
He is just unbelievable today. These last two maps, clearly, he's been much more comfortable. And this is a full stack.
Yep, full stack push coming out of C. Alarmbot is there to play spoiler to this. 10, watching, sees nothing. Smoke comes down, puts it into the ground, and this should tell 10 everything he needs to know. They get the watch, he swings the corner, it's 2 quick kills. But, yeah, very easily cleaned up. Bazzi now going to be the last one left, trying to can recover that Spectre, so at least has that in his hands. See if he can get anything, any additional value, any ult charges.
Usually jet smoke डालते हैं आप तो ओमेन नहीं
डालते. Spots one. They know exactly where he is. Quick pop flash. Sees him. They break line of sight. The plant now coming through.
That's a bulldog.
He does upgrade. Laz is low. Maybe a chance to take away a little bit more. Step up onto the high ground. Reading this, but won't be able to get it. That will finish him off.
चलो crucial round. ये हारा तो मेरे हिसाब से.
Yeah, it's looking pretty darn good for ZETA. A little bit of mishaps towards the end of this round, but yeah, this is red. Obviously, with that smoke there, pretty dead giveaway. Something's going on. They have a good one. You know, Sugarzero, a little bit odd there to not be aware that somebody might be coming from that angle. Based on what you just seen, but you know what? It's okay in the end of the day. Now it's mostly full armor here for GE.
ये round जितना बहुत crucial है. ये round आ रहा था फिर.
Full rifles and a couple bulldogs.
Hey, they're not going to stack C twice in a row.
Nope, and
not
they're
on the buy round.
Certainly not, and they're right.
In fact, they just go ahead and fully back away. Aaron, what is that?
Hello?
Just sprays across and takes out Sugar Zero. I mean, there's your defensive smoke squad now.
That's payback for what happened earlier.
Well, that's payback. In fact, as
वो भी
Dev's
smoke कर मारा ना?
take him down. Bazzi tagged up, 30 HP remaining. Dash in, Texture leads the charge. Flash is going across. When he
Nice.
hit one, Texture finds his second. Smoke down, now thrown down.
भाई retake से खेलो मैं तो बोलता हूँ भाई.
Puts it out, but he certainly has his work cut out for him. He's just holding for the finish. Texture will be able to get it. And right after the defuse comes through, Texture dies. So still decent damage dealt. Two guns on the floor.
भाई अपने retakes मस्त है यार. वो run तो फिर ऐसे क्यों कूदे वो लोग B पे? 3-4 में वो भी.
Yeah, huge win. Not super costly for them. Just a few deaths there, so.
किसी ने उसको overpeak नहीं करा, चाहे वो diffuse हुआ भी नहीं था.
Shift their economy around. Just a bulldog.
वो बस smoke में diffuse
like
कर
for
रहा था.
Texture. Couple bulldogs.
तो एक तो कभी मैं बैठा था.
Zeta.
गन सड़क नहीं है ना इसलिए please.
Money's pretty good for Zeta, but they want to cut funds a little bit here to play for the long
कर
game.
सकते हैं, comeback कर सकते हैं.
Part of their econ strategy here is to kind of make
He's gonna
sure.
push this.
Yeah, they're going.
Nice.
Flash out. He tries to turn away from it. Texture will be able to find one, but Crow again, a monster, has the covering
नहीं
fire.
लेकिन nice था. 20 HP में बच
Survives
गए.
21 health.
लेकिन अच्छा था.
Finds two. 10 now. Moving forward, alarm bot. Giving things away. Aaron thinking about swinging on it, and 10 just cannot.
Yeah, nice था.
Unbelievable.
One yet. The one time.
What?
It's one yet. I mentioned it. Doesn't win that one. Push out. Gets cut down. The Bulldog at range. Sugar Zero just scopes in for the burst fire.
What are solo fights?
And now Bazzi. Left all on his lonesome. Zeta. They're taking it to 11.
अभी वापस next round crucial.
11.
Next round वापस crucial.
And what is with it? The 10 rounds for
Nice
Zeta.
try, G. Well
That's what
played.
10 decides.
11-5 से हो जाएगा.
Turn on the
जल्दी
Jets
जल्दी कर दो.
करते कर.
Is pretty interesting and.
Next round अगर जी जीता, दो back to back जी को जीतने का.
Yeah, just look for exits.
Yeah, money's
Lane
not
fight.
good.
जहाँ पे Sky खड़ी है ना, अपने ओमन को वहाँ पे smoke
कर
कर
सकते हैं रे, possible है.
Late round kills that he's found.
Possible है, possible है यार, possible है.
हाँ smoke करते हैं ना भाई.
You
आगे
have
क्यों
to
करा smoke?
anticipate now. Given the economy, I mean, you'll have a couple buys. We'll see what they manage to shake together here on global, but without pulling
यार
off
दो
the,
इतना मैप अच्छा
eco
खेल
victory,
के अच्छा.
it's like a half by win.
Right.
You're gonna give Zeta that match point.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, I'm expecting a timeout here.
This is all taken 5 duelist was a gamble. पहला मैप जीते तभी नहीं लगा.
But
Second मैप वोटिंग है तभी
they're
भी
left
नहीं
in a
लगा.
really challenging position.
Gamble
There it is.
Yeah.
Last thing I need is
Both timeouts now. For the side of GE.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't
7
work,
rounds to go to get themselves
Next year.
involved, at least guarantee overtime. And if those
बोला तो
runbacks
था कि 5 duelist काम नहीं करेगा, लेकिन
still got
रिस्क
2 banks for
रिस्क
Zeta.
है तो
Make
इश्क
use
है.
of.
समझ?
उसने iPad लगा दिया
XQQ
अपना.
probably feeling right as rain at the moment.
हाँ फार्मर स्ट्रेट बहुत चल रहा है टोमेंटन
Well,
इकोनॉमी.
it's
हाँ
just
ये
it's this weird thing with Zeta.
अपने
It's just like
वीडियो लोगों ने
once
चालू
the
किया ना.
confidence gets flowing,
Booster
once the
buying.
comfort is there,
बहुत चल रहा है एक्चुअल में बहुत
they
चल रहा
start clicking on all gears, and you can see how fast, how clean they are compared to what we saw at the beginning of Pearl. Their aim's kind of all over the place. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to practice with them before the matches to get them a little more dialed in, a little bit faster. But once they are dialed in, this is the Zeta that we saw at times last year that can beat anybody, that could go toe-to-toe with anybody in the world. And certainly, you know, it looked great for GE from the rip, from the start.
सबको पहले दिन से लग रहा है बंक्स में. हाँ
You know, once Zeta gets to these defender sides, that's when they really start to gain confidence and momentum.
मैं हर चीज में पॉजिटिव चीज ढूंढने की कोशिश
Here
करता
again,
हूँ.
you know, a strong start on the defender
मत
side is
करो.
transferring over to success in the
That it
attacker
is.
side. Yeah.
And there's so many ults on the way. For Zeta, one off the lockdown of the Rolling Thunder.
प्रॉब्लम है कि इतना क्लोज आके कैसे रे. DRX का भी अपन जीत सकते थे 2-0. ये भी हम जीत सकते थे 2-0.
Anybody playing forward in window.
जीत क्यों नहीं पा रहे अभी उस पे वर्क करना बस.
They're waiting this out a little bit, expecting maybe some kind of trap play out of that timeout. Now it's just a shift towards A.
हो गया भी कितना होल्ड.
Drone's gonna lead the way. Just Batsy spotted.
Yep, now has to run. Fault line used. Depth on the hunt. Got as they don't want to try to rely on the knives to clear out the dog, and Shorty doesn't quite do the job.
ये लोग ने देखा क्या क्या मिड पुश कर रहे थे, जैसे टर्रेट को मारा मिड पे ब्लाइंड फेंका सीधा पीछे भगा दिया. वो लोग देख तक नहीं रहे अभी मिड पुश को आ रहा है कि नहीं. ये वो लोग को पता है वो लोग पीछे हटेंगे.
Heavily occupied here from the side of Global. Get a couple opening picks.
अपने तो उल्टा था यार, मिड पुश करके 4 बंदे मार गए थे.
Maybe they can win this out and deny that match point away. They absolutely need to. Paranoia at the ready from Monyet. Waits to throw it, ducks it in. Depp arriving, oversteps, goes out of the cloudburst for a brief moment. It dissipates, looks for one. Ronsky, however, gunning down two. Texture going to be able to find a third.
एक और लो है.
Back, but it's still going to be the man advantage there.
हाँ.
For the side of Global, and yeah.
At least crucial rounds अपन जीत रहे हैं. होप है, होप है.
Rotating back over towards long, but 13 seconds remaining and Sugar Zero dead. There's nothing more that 10 can do. 10 HP, just to be extra fitting for him.
ये राउंड जीतो, फिर इकोनॉमी खराब.
They will stay alive.
फिर एक और राउंड मिल जाएगा. चलो, चलो, चलो.
Find the last one, yeah, indeed.
चलो, nice.
Gonna get 10 down with the blades and
Nice, nice.
6 rounds.
चलो, चलो. One round at a time. चलो.
That's a huge round for them to win. Now they can, really stabilize that economy. Great play here from Ronsky with that bulldog, finding those headshots. Texture right there to back him up on the other side of the box. Great setup here from GE. I think just kind of a little bit too predictable here from ZETA. Kind of that, early push with that drone. It gives it away, and even though they are patient, they try to wait it out a little bit.
ये क्या टर्रेट डाला है?
Move a muscle. Able to get it done. 0 points gonna come out. Catch Depp. He's still going.
Yeah, I mean, there's the avoid on the fault line. The push out. 10 dead. Texture looking for the chase, but it's a little bit too much.
ये नहीं करना था ना.
Stabilize the save. He has to find two.
उसके लिए ओमन का blind.
Long now opened up. Push in. Monyet trying to hold the line. It's only good for one though. Depp breaks in. Lockdown available from Aaron. Might be necessary to try and save this off. She's gonna back away or at least try to fake this.
Certainly he can't get the second ace. Like he can't pull the Forsaken, right? Like Depp has been unbelievable. And he's only down to 85 health. I mean, yeah, he loses some armor, but he's been winning these fights so fast.
Globally, I think that would give us, what, 6 aces in 2 days.
Oh,
as the chase comes in, Aaron, it's just a little bit whippy. He won't be able to get the ace, but he gets the 4K. And ZETA get match point. Global now. Economy in shambles. 6 consecutive rounds to get themselves into overtime once more.
Yeah, I mean, even though they maybe could have stabilized the
नहीं,
economy, it's
वो
not gonna
बराबर
come through,
था,
and it's
भागना
Depp
बराबर.
again. Just absolutely insane today. The man could do no wrong. Just blasting on all cylinders. Long range, short range. It doesn't matter. Blade Storm operator. He is doing it all.
4 ults to work with. But a counter lockdown available from 10. And obviously, no Hunter's Fury to clear. Likely just going to have to be an exchange if those come into play. And I mean, they certainly will. They have to throw everything at this round just to try to stay in it. And it's going to be a nice and early lockdown to try to flush them away from this position. Monyet, in the meantime, gets himself tucked in mid, just below the window stairs. But no, he's actually going to push forward. Wants to go for this backstab, and he's being joined by Aaron as well as Ronsky.
But as ZETA, you have to expect this, and they do.
They're watching. One player detained. There's the push. A little bit whippy. Monyet swings the corner. Finds another. Aaron bursts through. They find a third. They're not done yet. Sugar Zero able to find one. Depp just updrafting, drifting away. The spike now stuck. The push in. He will not win the fight. Global. They change up the playbook. They manage to win around.
अभी भी
Yeah,
5 round.
This is pretty interesting here from GE.
5 round. चलो.
Using that lockdown to force ZETA into that flank that comes through, and it works.
भाई उनको सैंडविच कर दिया भाई
a little bit off with his crosshair, and that cost ZETA dearly. The rest of that
27.
round just snowballs into Global's favor.
Next इसमें
Kind of
14 है भाई
interesting
अपना
the way that one all
player.
shakes out, but now 10. He had his lockdown, but now he's still sitting on it, of course.
Careful.
Yeah.
See if they can find a way to get this rolling, and for yet another round in a row here, ZETA's going to put early pressure in towards A. A flash confirms something is afoot. Fancy just with the guard. Seeker's in the back pocket, trying to get info, but they're rotating.
Just praying for that.
Read आ गया.
Shot. It's a good read though.
Read आ गया.
It's Global make the adjustment. They get 4 players up here over towards C. And looks like, again, Zeta gonna be rerouting.
B तो कोई देख ही नहीं रहा लेकिन.
Bazzi with a flash out over towards A lobby. Not gonna confirm
रिस्की है.
Oh,
3-3 खड़ा है.
flash की timing.
Decide to go there. Seems like they might have interest in A yet again. The drone just gonna get cleared. Doesn't see too much else. Seeker's now gonna be let loose. Playing forward. Still at A lobby just to clear these Seekers and kind of bait, and it's working. A double rotate. Global shifting back over towards the A side. But C is about to be on a fire. Aaron trying to hold this position. Needs to go huge, but Depp, he gets the read, he gets the headshot. He's up and over the top. The reveal is in from the dart. And Depp will find a second.
भाई Zeta के stats है बे.
Love this.
भाई Zeta के stats है कुछ भी बोलो है बे.
Hunter's Fury in. Rotsky on the ground. Munyet managing to find one. Gets the second. Cannot get the third. Bazzi with the Guardian desperately trying to clear the lockdown. He is able to do it. He goes for the rest. What is that drawdown?
क्या?
Bazzi!
Revive करो.
He may have just saved them. Vronsky's back into the game. 2 flashes, the pop flash. They double swing the corner. Bazzi low on HP. Vronsky saves him! And Bazzi, show me that replay, because what is that?
That looked over, it looked done. I love the way Zeta plays this.
भाई unbelievable round जीते अपन है भगवान.
They have this red, they check their corners, they clear the angles that have been causing the problem.
कुछ गलत नहीं किया ये लोग फिर भी 3 मारे थे डेप ने.
It looks like everything is coming up Zeta. And then he,
oh
my God.
3 मारे थे डेप ने फिर भी आ रहे 3.
What a shot.
Unbelievable.
Nice, bro.
भाई डेप क्या गाली देता रहेगा ना अपने टीम को. 3 एंट्री मारने के बाद.
गाइस मैंने 30 मारे.
भाई अगर ये अपने टीम जी को मोमेंटम नहीं दिलाएगा ये राउंड तो और कुछ नहीं दिला सकता.
3 एंट्री मारने के बाद शीश. फिर से सर नीचे रखा रहेगा इसने मेरे हिसाब से.
And he's able to just do it again. You know, we saw it earlier. Yeah, with the Guardian this time. Then we did it with the Odin on Ascent versus Deb, where he would accept it was with the spike, not a, you know, a KO on the ground, but still. Oh my God, Batsy's had a hell of a day.
भाई डेप का खेला है भाई. शीश
One of the better performances we've seen from him so far this season.
अभी भी है भाई OT के chances.
And it's just
29. अब भी 20 रन हो चुके उसका आधा तक कोई नहीं अभी तक.
भाई Zeta वाला फोर्स
आधा भाई. हाँ.
Zeta though still holding the series in their hands. The ults drained on both sides.
हाफ भी साला 14 के just ऊपर.
Holding on to them for now. Gee, how deep can you dig?
Well, seems like they've got plenty, maybe plenty in the tank. We'll see. I hope.
Blind ready था उसने use नहीं किया.
This has been just a wonderful series. It looked like maybe it'd be a little one-sided after that pearl, but Zeta, since stepping up big ways,
किधर गया वो दिखाई नहीं.
make his way in towards garage.
Mid Alambot lineup था क्या वो?
A little utility and find a little info potentially. Still looking to see if anybody's going to start to push for GE. I mean, Zeta's being really cautious at the beginning of these rounds, kind of working the long angles of the map, just seeing if anybody's getting out there. You have the alarm bot on to see if anybody really gets aggressive out the other side, but it's a 3-man stack onto the A site. All your flashes in one basket.
0 point, catching 3.
This is a big gamble. If this hold does not work for GE, they do not have much utility for a retake.
Okay, Dog spots them. They're going to start backing away. Aaron not quite watching out into B main.
30 seconds left.
Oh, this is great for GE.
There. Nano Swarm just to try to push somebody off the corner. Texture.
Fast
looks away. There's 0. TPing in. The paranoia looking good. The push out. Aaron sniping one out of the sky. But Zero manages to steady. 10 comes up with another one. Now Bazzi fighting back. It's he and Ronsky again. The duo that needs to keep them in this game. Ronsky this time. No res. Not at full HP. They have to shock buy some time. A flash. A shock. That's the post-plant utility right now from Zeta. As the damage comes in. Bazzi trying to take down Crow. Can't quite get it. Ronsky pushes up. Finds him. Last backs away.
Oh, उनको मालूम था एक बंदा साइड पे
Now again, Bazzi in a position to try to clutch. Taps it. Knows where he's at. And Sugar Zero has the headshot. A triple kill from him. And ZETA will take the series.
एंटी यार, वो लोगों को पता था ओमेन फ्लैंक का. रीड्स था यार.
Second match win
बाप
for the
केला
Japanese
बाप
squad.
केला. डेप.
Yet again denying Global from getting themselves onto the leaderboard.
There is depth to this squad for sure. And they are absolutely starting to get their form back. This ZETA that we have been wanting to see again since the beginning of 2021. This ZETA we have been missing so dearly is beginning to find its form. And to beat GE on Haven here, a map that GE has looked insanely good on so far in the Pacific. What a statement here from ZETA. Shaky start once again.
Especially ये ऐसा फर्स्ट राउंड के बाद.
And it's depth all day long.
I mean, I'd have to check the final figures. But going into that last round, he had 29 kills. Might have been able to drop 30. If this was gone in overtime, I think we would have seen the Newland record set. Just stealing it.
पहले आ गया यार.
Turret मारा रे वो.
22nd को.
Turret activate पहले हुआ. Slow motion देख.
And then 30th को. And then 7th.
अभी next week में वो आएगा ना रस
बहुत
6 गेम है अभी
बाकी है. नहीं और भी आगे में अभी सारे
है. अबे राउंड रॉबिन है बे. जितने भी टीम्स है सब टीम एक दूसरे के साथ खेलने वाले हैं.
तो जी का लेकिन बता रही हूँ सिर्फ का भी है.
Unfortunately for the side of Global, just got the last few pieces of their roster here into Korea. Decided not to play with them this week. Say, you know what, we need some time, and I agree with that.
Yeah, I do
need
too.
to reacclimate.
I do too.
And given what we saw from them versus DRX, this seemed to be the right decision. But unfortunately,
It's facts, Raka, facts.
क्या
डिस्कॉर्ड पे
क्या
Raka
फैक्ट.
नहीं थे ना बिंग्स पहले मैच में ज्यादा तो.
हाँ
राका बहुत बाद में आया ना. पहला मैच
हाँ.
चला था पर्ल पे. तो अपन जीत गए. से राका बैठ के
पेपर एक्स के साथ है 22 को.
पहले 17 को है ना.
दोनों टीम फेवरेट है.
हाँ 17 को टैलोन.
17th को टैलोन ई स्पोर्ट्स है. हाँ.
समथिंग ने क्या
फिर
खेला.
पेपर एक्स के साथ है.
समथिंग नहीं डेप ने.
कल की बात करें पेपर एक्स के मैच की.
अच्छा
भाई मारा समथिंग ने एकदम.
अरे भाई
मारा था
सारे जेट प्लेयर्स ऐसे हैं.
अभी नेक्स्ट कभी है. नेक्स्ट मंडे को है ना शायद. नेक्स्ट वीक मंडे को है ना.
ये अगला मैच किसका है?
पता नहीं. मैं तो जा रहा हूँ अभी.
हां मैं भी
किसी का तो है अगला मैच यार.
है एक और मैच.
हां है देख.
चलो फट आप देखो एंजॉय करो.
हो गया.
हैं? कोई नहीं देख रहा.
तो देखो एंजॉय करो यार.
आप देखो.
सभी डीआरएक्स और टैलेंट का है. मैं भी जा रही हूँ.
देखो
आज कोई नहीं देख रहा
हाँ
सेकंड
मैं
मैच.
तो जा रही आज.
चलो बाय गाइस. गुड
Bye,
नाइट.
bye, bye.
Take care.
an incredible series from him. The last map, obviously, under the.
Hey, गाइस आज तो हम नहीं देख पाएंगे सेकंड मैच क्योंकि आपको पता है मुझे अभी क्या करना है. समझ रहे हो. तो हम जल्दी आने वाले 5 मिनट में वहाँ पे. क्योंकि रात को घर का भी बहुत काम है. सब कुछ नहीं कर पाऊंगा यार. बट सैटरडे संडे नेक्स्ट सैटरडे संडे होपफुली आई विल डू. अभी भी मेरे हिसाब से 6 हफ्ता बचा है तो बहुत वॉच पार्टीज बचे. ठीक है तो टेंशन ना लीजिए हम करेंगे. ठीक है तो गाइस मिलते हैं. बाय बाय. सी यू इन अ व्हाइल. यू नो वेयर नोटिफिकेशन आ जाएगा. एंड NTRG थर्ड मैप थोड़ा सा पसंद नहीं है. पहले तो मैप बहुत प्यारे थे. पहला तो वॉज फुल ऑफ ओफा एंड रेस्पेक्ट्स. कुछ भी बोलो. अब हर बंदा एनालिस्ट बन जाएगा इंडिया का. जी क्यों रे. अरे कोई सीन नहीं. उतना वो नहीं करने का. उतना वो नहीं करने का शौर्य भाई. वो बोलते ना फोकस ऑन योर सेल्फ. खुद का सोच क्लीन रखो. दूसरे का सोच का क्या है. क्योंकि मेरा चैट है मैं समझा लेता हूँ. वरना तो अगर बाहर दुनिया में कोई बात करे ये सब तो मैं बाजू में बैठ के सिर्फ सुनूंगा. समझाने का भी कोशिश नहीं करूंगा. वो एनर्जी वेस्ट हो जाता है कभी कभी. वहां पे हम दूसरा चीज करने वाले हैं. तो वहां पे आ जाइए थोड़े टाइम में। चलो गाइस, बाय 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 बाय। आ दियो चैट में फादिस, मुझे जल्दी 6 बजे वो चालू करना है। बाय बाय गाइस, बाय 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 बाय, टेक केयर, गुड नाइट। रात का कोई प्लान है नहीं, बन गया तो वहां का भी नोटिफिकेशन आ जाएगा, लेकिन अभी कुछ देर में मिलते हैं जी फाइटिंग। चलो बाय।
When there's no hope hiding, no chance, can't